Yeah, a flight
But if
like
it
that. No,
but if it's like a
most flights I
3-hour
take are
flight,
3-4 hour flights. Yeah,
exactly.
but
I'm looking out the window, like I'm just
yeah,
at points
me too,
trying to
man.
just close
People
my eyes and sit
watching and
there.
shit. I'll be like watching everybody around me, just like,
Exactly. Yeah, I'll people watch. But
yep.
yeah, no, I don't bring any kind of entertainment on a 3-hour flight.
A long flight, I would definitely bring my laptop with like downloaded movies and shit.
Or I'll just fall asleep.
Yeah,
Start
that's.
implementing the chess clock.
I usually get
Um,
like stoned out of my fucking mind before I get on a flight because I love flying and I like being really stoned when I'm flying. So
the
like
bag is over
I'll
here,
pass out
Ninja.
most of the
All
time.
right. It's got the new model in it.
No, it's like Aero Forge. They give you like bundles, and that's the newest one.
Yeah, just a bunch of random shit they made.
Yeah, this is like a bunch of bandits, I think. Maybe you'll be able to use them somewhere else.
All right.
It's a fox man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, very echoey.
Yeah, you have reverb.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry guys, which
Don't like
I
this
like
one.
this
Furries
guy.
suck.
I like the dude with the two Kais.
Yeah, that's very cool. Cool assassin guy.
He got a shadow over his eyes and everything. That's pretty dope.
This dude looks like he's like really young and green. Like he doesn't know what he's doing.
The devil chick looks like maybe the worst fucking devil character I've ever seen in my life.
it looks like one
It looks like a human that just got devil characteristics.
you know the Star Trek like they were the greedy in Deep Space Nine.
That dude looks alright. This guy looks like a decent, like,
He's cool.
stupid boss
Hey,
man of
boss.
a bandit group.
I like his face.
I mean, he looks like the
Yeah,
leader that
boys.
makes a bad decision against the main character in an anime of a bandit troop.
All right, got his face.
Yeah,
on that thing.
exactly. It's a
Like,
little
he's
side
the guy
battle.
that's stupid
Yeah.
enough to fight Goku and think he could beat him.
Yeah, it's just like a little side fight. Just gets
Yeah, he's a
stopped.
brute.
But it's mugging boys.
I do like the hook on this side, though. I got like a grappling hook. That's pretty dope.
Do you guys remember whose turn it was?
I think it was either Razor's or Glitch's turn.
Yeah,
Oh, did
we
he
were
wake up?
at
It was
the top of
Glitch's.
the order.
Which
What?
is the Sentry Guardian did attack, so that's clear. It would be it's Rager's.
It's Glitch's
It was-
turn.
Yeah,
my turn?
I did hex and attacked and took my damage.
you did attack in him a second round.
Yeah, because I applied hex, I attacked and I took second round of damage. It's Glitch's turn.
Okay, so it's Glitch's turn. Sorry, I just want to make sure we're.
The only option I really have is to hit him with some mind fuckery, or try to entangle him.
He's
Oh,
teleporting
no.
and shit like that.
We already have problems with fucking
He-
movement.
But he specializes in strength, and you have to beat a strength save in order not to be entangled. So,
No, but he teleports anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
oh, and even if he's entangled and like stuck in one spot, he could still
Teleport
teleport.
It's usually how you get
Yeah.
out of stuff like that. Teleport is an easy
Teleport.
escape.
Yeah, I would just miss the
Okay.
step out of it.
Yeah, so that's why I was contemplating not even using entangle and instead using something else. But now I'm not
Yeah.
even sure if mind fuckery would work on him.
Well, he's a construct, so he might not have much of a soul.
Yep. So
What
I can't
spells
really
are you
do
gonna use?
anything to him except like, haha, heal you, or I don't know.
You have any I don't know, healing cantrips?
No, only healing spells.
What's
I
your
got more resistance.
damage cantrips.
Poison spray.
You don't have any other damaging things besides
Shillelagh.
Yeah.
Shillelagh, which is a melee attack.
Maybe you should try to intimidate him so he has to fight through a bunch of attacks of opportunity to run at you to attack you specifically.
Right. I'll just piss him off to where he can teleport right in front of my face.
How can he can't teleport into a space that's occupied?
He could teleport above you.
There you go. See.
30-foot ceiling.
All right, I'm gonna burn one of the charges on my Medina Thoughts, and I want to cast Detect Thoughts on him.
He is a construct. He has no mind. Mindless.
No thoughts of like destroy or
Totally blank. You get nothing back.
dang.
He doesn't even have a brain to read.
I feel like your character has
Cool.
more to do than that.
Man, like I really
Just like
Your character has to wait for us to take damage.
I cast resistance on Razor.
there you go. That's actually something good.
Yeah, and I give everybody some bardic inspiration.
You can
You
heal
do
my
that too?
you can heal my bear.
No. 1 point of health and spend a spell slot. I'm gonna wait.
Like, good gracious, ass bodacious.
Have
That's
so
all.
much
That's it
faith.
for me. I'm gonna be like, you got this, guys. He's glowing pink.
Country
Hit the
hot in
glowing
here.
pink guy.
That's good,
Those
man.
tombstones are totally not trapped. Totally don't watch out for those.
Fair
That's
enough.
it.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
remember that.
Can't do anything. We good. That's it.
All right. Parker?
You're a sorcerer?
I am. But I went cleric domain.
I'm
I
going
went
to attempt to
soulful.
cast my my last slow scroll on him.
Actually help.
Oh, well, that's a 22.
All right.
But I succeeded in casting it. He has to pass a wisdom save.
12. I think he failed.
Oh, you went divine? Divine soul?
What was the DC on that?
It's whatever
No.
Tina's DC is.
17. Gotcha.
All right, so after that,
17 is strong. It's like 22.
Tina's no slouch.
going-
She's a competent wizard.
I'm going to use a bonus action to drink my potion of fire breathing off my belt, and I'm going to pull my bow out with my interaction after I drop my scroll case on top of this coffin. And that's my turn.
Okay. The Sanctuary Guardian is slowed. His AC is reduced. Can't use a reaction. He can use one action or bonus action. Does it
That
cut
means
his
he
movement
can't
speed in
make his-
half?
Effective target speed is half, correct.
All right. So let me look at his stats here.
So I'm going to target. Wait, it says I can affect up to 6 creatures within a 40-foot cube in range.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to actually do this like this right here. When I cast it, like this, 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40, and hope Gareth is in that square somewhere, because it'll affect him too if he is.
Or any other things.
You alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube, but if you can't see a creature there, you can't do that.
What? But if I choose Gareth, I heard him speak, so I know he's somewhere in here, right?
You'll have to pick 6 squares.
Okay, that's fucked. But I'm gonna pick.
You a lucky motherfucker, though.
I'm gonna pick this square, this square, this square, this square, this square, and then the square the golem's on, so it counts as him as being 1.
Okay. Fair enough.
If he's slow, does he lose AC?
Yes, 2 AC.
His AC is 16 now.
I send you a text, Barker.
And he gets a -2 on dex saves, too.
Rest my heathens. All seasons. Feel like busting loose.
Yeah, that thing just doesn't want to go away, huh? Ah, there, got it. Okay. On Lord Gareth's turn, he's going to cast a spell.
I didn't hear you say he's going to make a wisdom save, so I'm figuring my squares were off.
Yeah, he wasn't in any of those squares. You forget
Yeah,
he's got
let's see.
spider climb. He can be pretty much anywhere.
That's
Yeah.
true. This is
Probably in this area.
If you remember from the last
wall.
time you fought him, he was like high up on a wall when he became visible.
this is true.
Yo, I'm just gonna start
I
casting freaking fairy
mean,
fire
like
all over
I
the
could
room.
find him.
That's
but,
actually
you
Well, whenever
know.
he casts a spell, he'll turn on
So
invisible
the main
because
thing about slow on
I
the
didn't mention that.
construct is he can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
I figure I'm gonna wait till after this construct, and then like I can find him. If I can
Yeah.
spend the spell, I'll do it.
But he does get to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each turn.
Mm-hmm.
Each of his turns.
Oh, that's an unearthed arcana. Oh,
What is?
favored soul.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Okay. So he actually has greater invisibility, which means he does not reveal himself when he casts a spell.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay.
spell he casts has verbal components, though, so you hear him casting when he does this.
Can we do a perception, or would that be our passive?
Well, I'll tell you, you're vaguely aware he's above you, but you don't know exactly where he's at. Big room,
Let me
a lot
ask
of
you
echoing.
this.
does he come
Is he
uninvisible whenever he casts?
No.
No, he's got greater invisibility. Is he above one of the squares I picked?
No way of knowing. He does not reveal himself.
I just want. Can you message me just so I know for my pride's sake?
Well, he definitely was not in any of those squares. No.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
It's probably along the back wall. If I had to guess.
Okay, this is a 20-foot
Like a
cube centered
long-
on a point. Let's see, could that be 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15.
I
Okay.
don't like this.
No.
Okay. So everybody in that's going to be Razor, the Bear, Morkan, and Absforth. The ground underneath your feet explodes. A fountain of churned earth and stone explodes out from the ground. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I use my
Yes, you
acrobatic for that?
You get advantage on that because of haste.
Can we use our acrobatic for something like this?
It's a dexterity saving throw, not a skill.
You get advantage on that. And also, I'm not standing on the ground. I'm on one of the coffins. Does that matter?
It's a 20-foot square. It erupts up into the space you're in, even if you're like 15 feet higher than you are, or 10 feet
but
higher.
would the coffin stop it? Is kind of what I'm getting at.
No, the coffin explodes. The coffin is
Okay.
the projectile. It is obliterated and flies up like a landmine.
So just a
And you
dex-
might be in a
dex
worse
save.
spot then.
I got a 26.
Ha. Just outside my range.
Oh, I've got a 10.
It's a save for half against 16
And the bear
damage.
got an okay,
What's the DC?
8 damage.
You got blessed though, don't you?
Yeah, I was about to roll a D4, so I was.
I also gave Razor
18.
resistance too, so you get an extra
Oh, it
D4.
doesn't
Don't forget.
matter. I fail.
So it's 8 damage.
DC
Is Razor here?
18. It's 16 damage, and if you make the save, it's only 8.
Professor, where you at? He ain't even here.
I just got fucked up.
Yeah, well, no problems. Well,
God
no problems.
damn.
Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared. Each 5-foot square portion of the area requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand. So I'll just leave
I
that
just got-
box there. That's all rough terrain.
I just got super fucked up.
So wait, so the sarcophagus exploded?
Erupting earth destroys everything under
Oh.
you like a landmine went off, and all
I
of the
thought it was like a
shrapnel
bomb.
of all the shrapnel of earth and broken rock flies up into your loins, obliterating your ball sack.
I just got fucked by the earth.
Yes. But
and a whole sarcophagus.
you hear the spell casting come from somewhere above you. So you can assume Lord Gareth stands upon the ceiling somewhere, 30 feet up.
Fairy fire.
I just got so fucked up.
Morkan.
Okay. The bear moves ahead here. Still alive. And there's a multi-attack on our friend here.
Can he stand on that square since the whole of blue stuff is there?
The whole of blue stuff is a pit.
So can he stand here if he's a large creature?
You could stand there if you squeeze by not standing on the blue square. You stand on the other 3, and it gives you disadvantage to attack.
So I cancel
Your
because
best bet would be to do like this.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do
that
that.
bear
Come
needs to
around-
get. I was gonna say like
come
I can't
around
even get
here.
to the dude if the bear's there. Like
Like that. That would
The
be your
bear,
best
the
bet.
bear, yeah. Well, the bear will attack in the back.
You probably couldn't. To get up here, 10, 20, got to jump over this. You
Yes,
couldn't.
40.
You can't attack this turn.
No, so he's gonna attack with no disadvantage because he has an advantage. Can he just borrow a little bit of space of Razor and then move back?
That would also be considered squeezing. Disadvantage to attack. You can do it, but at disadvantage.
So because
it would cancel out because you have advantage.
So you were here. You wanted to
bear
move
gotta go
here.
somewhere, dude.
So hang on.
He
So if the
blocking
bear
everything
moves
up.
from here to here, that's 5 feet, and then
It's rough terrain because of the spell.
so that's 10 feet, and then another 15. So that's 25 feet.
Yes, 40 movement total.
You could double move and stand directly behind him.
I don't want to
on
do
top
that.
Of that stone
I
turret.
want him to attack.
It would be like 50 movement just to get here.
Well, what we're saying though is that you keeping him within that space means that we can't get into the fight on the next turn at all. Like there's 3 people back here who can't fight, or I'm sorry, 5 people back here who can't fight.
Oh, so he's here. Okay, so he moves here. So 5 feet. Okay.
No, it's
that's
rough terrain because
So
of the
10
spell
feet.
that just got cast.
That's
Yeah.
10 feet. That's fine. He's gonna do his 2 attacks with no disadvantage because he has an advantage.
He's
It's gonna be
over the
standard
pit.
attack. He's
So
squeezed.
he's on a pit.
He's
Squeeze would give him
squeezed.
disadvantage.
Oh my god!
Fairy
Can I
fire would
please
give him advantage.
Just let me
It's
just
just a
do the
straight
fucking
attack.
attack.
Yeah,
Seriously.
he's right. It's just a straight attack.
Yeah,
Just a straight attack.
like the guy, the bear's already damaged and he's soaking damage for us, so I wouldn't complain too much about it.
He hasn't
Is
got
it
many hit
true
points
that-
left. That bear's on
Yeah,
his
it's
last
true.
legs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna complain, and you can't
If
stop it.
we'll see what happens. You know, it's just there's one turn I couldn't get into already because of it.
He's
so, I
gonna
mean,
he's gonna move more after his fight, so don't worry.
Right.
Yeah.
exactly.
You guys are just getting into the room. It's still pretty tight.
Yeah.
Just if he stays right there, yeah, I don't think any of us can. Well, I know I can't attack next turn, but yeah, no biggie, I guess. Whatever. Bear probably does more damage. Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
could have
fair.
moved into the room without attacking him, and he wouldn't have attacked you.
Oh,
contract.
But
I
since you took a shot
need-
immediately, he had to respond.
Ninja, I need you to roll a d6 real quick for me.
You took some co damage. I rolled 5 or 2.
I forgot about that. Can you roll damage for me too?
6 or
I
3.
remember, huh?
All right, the bear does fuck all because he sucks.
Oh,
5.
he hurt us. We
Ooh.
hurt his feelings.
Exactly.
You said 3 or you said 4 or 2?
Sorry, Yogi. 6 or 3 for you.
3.
So wait, are you dashing
gonna-
over there?
I just want to come help you, Bear. That's all.
He's stepping up onto the sarcophagi.
Yeah, he's staying there.
It's going to
Nobody-
take
and-
50 movement to get there.
To get to there.
Yeah.
To the sarcophagus.
It's because it's already rough terrain for the red square, and it's rough terrain for moving through you.
He's not moving through me. He's jumping over the sarcophagus, or stepping above it. Like he's pretty big, so he can step easily over that. No.
I don't see a way he could do that without walking on you.
Like if it's like a rock for me, it's hard, but for a bear, it's not hard.
So the reason it's rough terrain to get on the stone tomb, right, is because it's a step up.
The bear
But the
takes 4
bear's
spots, right?
The bear's large enough that he could step up there without. I could see that argument being valid.
Bears
Yeah.
have pretty short legs.
Yeah, but they climb trees and
He's
no.
like, I'm not giving it to you.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
not giving it to you.
Can he move here then?
There are 2 squares over there. If
squeezes
you
in.
squeeze, yeah.
Yeah, he squeezes there, and he's making love to
Suck
the.
it in,
enemy.
Yogi. You can do
How
it.
big is your pig?
He's doing the classic spy move where he's like got his
Yeah.
arms and back up against the wall, trying to scoot along the wall
How
behind
did
the
he see
construct.
me?
He's literally
Yeah, he's doing the
grinding.
pose from Grandma's boy.
He's
Yeah,
grinding his
yeah,
He's
legs,
got, like
okay?
his arms up against the
Yeah.
wall.
Okay, how do
I'm
I?
hidden here.
How big is your pig?
That pig is 2 squares, just
Where's
like
the
it is.
1 by
pig
2.
there?
Yep, 1 by 2.
I don't want that pig there.
He's not gonna be there on the next turn.
How much
Tell you
pig is your pig right now?
How much pig could a... I can't think of anything.
How much pig could a pig if a pig could pig?
Sure.
30,
How much pork could a
wait.
pig pork if a pig pork could pork?
Uh,
How much pork could a pork chop and a pork chop could chop
30, 30 to hit, and 29 to hit.
Damn. With regular attacks?
Advantage. And I have bless.
Without sharpshooter. He's not
I-
using sharpshooter.
Well, you're
He's a
getting
dis-
disadvantage from squeezing and advantage for fairy fire, so doesn't it
No,
cancel?
that's my.
This is for Krios.
That's
Oh,
my,
I see.
The
I
bear
see.
didn't fuck all. The bear didn't.
So he
fuck
just moved. He didn't
Uh,
even attack.
He
He
tried
attacked,
to attack, but he rolled like a
He
7
took
and
one step, attacked with normal attack because he was squeezed, but the dude had disadvantage from fairy fire. Then he took the rest of his movement to squeeze into the square beside him. Then
Thought this
Krios
guy was
stepped
slow,
over
too.
here. Then Krios stepped over here, climbed on top of the coffin, and took 2 normal shots without sharpshooter.
Yeah, both of those will hit.
He's slowed too, isn't he?
Is 29
They're
exceptional?
both
It is.
exceptional.
I'll
He's got
reroll.
17 AC right now.
Yeah, I'll reroll my 2 damage. Okay. It's a D12.
Both of those attacks are exceptional.
So he will take
18 and 20, right?
20 and 18 damage. So 38 damage.
Okay.
If I have a is it an action?
Damn!
Is it a full action to grab a potion off my belt and drink it?
That's a bonus action.
I think it's a bonus action if it's on your belt, right?
If it's in a quick slot, it's a bonus action. If it's in your backpack, it's a full action.
Okay, I'll drink a potion of healing. It's on my belt.
Does it take any action economy for you to control that bear? Or is it just like you can just control
I
it?
thought that was
be
a
a
bonus
bonus
action.
Bear
Um,
does take a bonus action.
Yeah, so I can't
Yeah.
drink my potion. Forget about it.
Oops.
Don't worry, we got a healer.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. No,
that's a
you're
good
right.
call. That's a good
That's
call.
okay. No, I forgot about it. I'm a bit tipsy.
Me
And then I do
too.
I do have to do my
Oopsie.
constitution check.
Shit, my turn's like an hour away. I'm gonna go get me another bowl. I'm gonna smoke it. I'll be right back.
I passed my
It turns
constitution.
an hour away.
How much damage do I take?
From the cold,
Such
1
a
or
subtle
0.
chat. I
0.
love
That's definitely a Kev.
I rolled a 21.
Yeah, he said 0.
So, Jodab's turn.
it my
one
turn?
second. I can
You rolled a
still
1.
move.
So.
I'm gonna move over here.
All right.
Oh man, I don't know what to do.
Look at that clear path. You could run right up and fight him. Punch him in the nuts.
Yeah, the bear's not there anymore.
Yeah.
As an invisible man, you have many options. Oh wait, you played your loot and destroyed that invisibility.
No,
Oh, one
playing
second.
my loot doesn't destroy invisibility. Casting a spell
He did. It was just kind of like he said he just RP'd. He played some music because the other guy did, you know.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it
he
wasn't
didn't,
even
like,
targeting
so
the enemy, so
spell or do anything. He
Okay,
just
that
5,
makes sense.
it was
10,
just RP shit.
15, 25.
I just
You
removed
can't, you can't get
my
up there unless you have 35 feet of movement. That's also rough. It would be
Yeah.
double rough terrain to climb up on the thing.
Is
I
it
just
double,
removed my
is it double rough?
It's
15
rough to
feet of
get up
movement.
there, and it's rough-
25. So I'm at
15.
25.
each one of these squares is
15.
10, and this one's 15.
All right. I will dash. So that's 10, right? Or
Well, hang on.
15.
You were here, so
15.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to get up top.
okay. And then to dash through him.
45, 50 through an ally.
So
55.
does my racial affect people moving through me? I wonder.
Oh, wait, that would actually be 60, because it's a stack
So
of
I can get
rough
right
terrain.
here. I can get right here.
Yeah.
I get over here and I whisper to the pig. Can the pig go through this right here?
And the pig can go wherever he wants, yeah. He's got to hop over the pit, though.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, my racial says I can move through spaces of opponents without incurring.
What's the DC to jump over the pit?
What's his strength?
It's just strength of 17.
I think he can do it with a 17.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine there. It's only 5 feet.
Yeah, he can just jump. Just use it as double, like a rough terrain.
Without a running start, your long jump is 8 feet horizontally, so you can clear it. It's only a 5-foot gap.
Okay. I whisper to the pig to jump over the pit and charge the sanctuary. Can he hit the? If he's 5 feet up, can he still hit him? Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yep. You just got to get
I tell
adjacent
him
to
to
him.
jump over this pit and charge him. So he jumps over, like so. He would be right here. He would turn. He would jump this way. He would turn around, and he would charge the rest of the 20 feet. He'd take a little step back, and charge.
He slowly reacts.
Just take a look at what a boar can do.
Yeah, I got it already.
I put a link in the.
Oh yeah,
in
dude.
Discord.
Wild boars are fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah, I think he can jump.
That's why people fight them
What's
with
his attack?
machine
Oh,
guns
plus
from a
5.
helicopter.
That is true. This is true.
Take a look at the video I put in.
Here's this to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, does he have advantage
Yeah,
because
dude,
he's
I'm back.
slowed?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
He would have advantage because he's slowed, right?
It was nothing.
You got this, Joe.
No, it decreases his AC. It doesn't give advantage.
Wow.
Fairy fire
Was
gives
it
you
17
advantage on
hit?
attack, though.
Fair fire gives
Oh.
you advantage,
Yeah, you do have advantage.
Boom.
but I think a
Holy
17 does.
Fuck.
And he's like,
19.
19
Jump over
does.
the wall.
Yeah, it's like I'm out. I
Alright.
didn't mean to do that. I'm out now.
And he has to do a strength save of 13 or be knocked prone.
Did you not
It's like-
see that gigantic green monster chasing me?
He's like, yo, I heard y'all got truffles.
Minimum damage. Look at that shit. 11.
He's going to ignore that part.
Okay.
Damn, that pig just destroyed that freaking thing.
Yo, I heard y'all
I know.
got truffles. I'm gonna check that out.
The reason he
Construct on construct.
the reason he ignores that is because he doesn't walk. He flies around, and so
Oh,
you can't really
I
knock
didn't
him
know
prone
this.
because he's just floating around.
I didn't roll his health. Sorry. My bad.
I love that video.
Okay, so your piggy, roll some DC 10 con save against.
It was pretty good, but it was really
Code.
good with like the jump
Sorry, I'm
over
rolling
the
his health
fence
real
at the
quick.
end.
One
Like,
second. I didn't roll his
Right?
health.
He's like, peace.
It's gonna be 5 or 2 cold damage.
have fun cleaning that up.
Joe, you need to make a save too.
38.
Oh
He
yeah, don't forget the cold
has-
damage, guys. More
Yep.
cannon Davis.
I did it.
Yeah.
Imagine, fuck! Imagine you hit that gate, man. It would hurt so much. That pig just fucking destroyed it.
Mhm.
Fucked it up. He rolled a 20 on his strength check.
Yeah, you're right. That was a crit on that door.
Did Joe
Yeah,
miss
so
his
what do
Did Joe miss his cold save?
No, I'm saying what's his What's the? Does the boar have to make a cold save too?
Everybody has to make a cold save every turn.
Okay.
Yep.
That
That's a con
motherfucker
save.
just took.
It's a DC 10 con save.
That
5
pig just did
damage
Pig.
fucking
or 2.
49 damage.
The
Yep.
pig failed. And
I thought the pig did 11 damage.
No, it did 11 plus 38.
no,
What?
38 was its health.
Oh.
I got a 16
Oh.
con save.
It's
got a
like,
7.
damn. I want one of
That's
those
like
pigs.
5d12? Is that what that is? Like, what the fuck?
I'm just gonna take a long chair and wait for that pig to kill that fucking thing.
Right?
Plus 15 mod.
So how much damage do we take each?
How's that break down?
take-
Did you roll 7 and he got 16?
He rolled 7. I got 16
Okay.
con save.
So he takes 5 damage. You take 1.
Not bad.
33. And I'll take my 1.
I was about to go invest in
And-
a fucking school of pigs.
And for my interact, I didn't use my interact yet. My
Y'all making me
interact,
want to be a conjurer.
I'm going to
Kissing.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
drink
all the thing.
my potion of climbing.
I'm gonna touch myself because this might be the last chance I get.
Rub one out real quick while we're in this dungeon.
So I use my potion of climbing quietly. And I'm still stealthed right here. Or okay, I'm dead.
Okay. Okay. Garson Minx is going to move into the room and take the dodge action. Cautiously approaching the monster. From behind, his brother Borden will fire his hand crossbow at the creature. He's got a 20 to hit. Not a natural 20, but enough to land a shot. And it's going to do only 4 damage. Oof.
It is just a hand crossbow. I mean, we can't expect too much out of that. I'm just glad he hit the guy.
Right? Okay,
Long
so
as it gets the hit.
he says, "By the devil, what is that thing? I've never seen a creature the like of it. What is it made of? Stone?"
Probably.
And
By the way,
Garson,
there's a
Garson says, if only I had a big smashing hammer."
Oh, wait. We have one of those.
Yeah, I got a mace.
Okay,
We
so
have
that's
a
the Minx
bludgeoning
Bros.
fucking-
of
like, karate
sundering.
bludgeoning
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, only.
Toss it to one of them. It's of sundering. It could probably destroy this dude or his armor.
Can we? Oh man,
The other bro can make it.
brother.
I tell
Left you.
Garson, I say,
Pretty
hey,
much
there's
everything's
also
rough terrain.
I still
there's also a
can't fucking get there.
spellcaster somewhere. Sound like he's about to watch out.
Yeah, that's 10, right? And that's
20,
25.
30, 25, yeah. So you start dashing. 35.
I mean, like I got
Moving
two
through
javelins
people is
left,
yeah,
you know.
moving
like-
through people is also double, so it make it 15 for every step you took on.
Well, you don't-
right.
I don't
through
think-
Garson.
I don't think I count as rough terrain as well, though. do I?
Yeah, this
Okay,
one costs 10, this
15.
one costs 15, this one
15,
costs
right?
10.
Yeah, that's my movement.
But I'm considered small, so they don't
Yeah,
take.
I
can-
can't
you could
even.
s-
I gotta go here. I
And then
can't
you could
even.
throw a javelin.
Yeah, that would be 20. So
Wait,
10,
but
20.
so potato
you don't-
isn't small?
Yeah, I'm small. You don't take movement penalty crossing through.
So
Okay.
you could get here
5,
for 25.
15, like
Nope.
yeah. no,
25.
that's still 30.
I just look at your pose there, Ninja, with the
5,
tower.
20.
Yeah, isn't that
30,
great?
Yeah.
I
That's
think it's
terrible.
a better invention than the iPhone.
You could
The hanging toilet.
dash.
I'm dashing.
I like the
that's
idea of
problem.
pooping into the void. It sounds like it would be
Quite
funny to hear it hit
It's
the
quite
ground.
the engineering there.
Yeah.
Right? Can you imagine being like the like pooping and it hitting the bottom of a well? You just like hear it splat.
Right.
Yeah, you pay somebody to go and clean the wall.
That's what I was thinking. There's got to be a big pile of shit just hanging out against the castle wall at the bottom there.
I think they pour
Imagine-
buckets of water through there in order to like.
Imagine if they would have designed them to be directly underneath each other, and then a hole came in the top of one of them, and you're pooping, and somebody above you's pooping, and it just hits you in the forehead.
See, I
So
was thinking, imagine if you're sitting there and the poop hits the concrete block above you while you're taking a shit.
I had
Can you imagine
actually
just hearing it splat above your head?
heard that was a thing. Like I heard there was a castle where they had like a toilet where it did just go from the top to the bottom, and there were multiple floors. So if you were shitting on the second floor and somebody decided to take shit on the third floor, they'd shit on you.
That's,
Like
that's where the term "shitting downhill" came from.
no,
Shit
the,
rolls downhill.
no, that's actually from the streets. They call the crown. You know, the crown in the streets. Where the middle of the street is higher, so the bottom part, the size of the road, that's where the shit would roll down when people
The
are
gutter.
when they're throwing their crap through their windows. So people would always walk on a crown in the middle of the center of the street because there would always be like a slur of fucking piss and shit in the middle of the, like on the side of the roads.
That sounds horrible.
Must have been disgusting back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lack of sanitation. That's a big
Just
one.
people not bathing or brushing their teeth and just like shitting everywhere.
Yeah, when
Yep.
they say like shit goes down the, was it the expression?
Shit
goes
always rolls
downhill.
downhill.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So whose turn is it again?
I rolled a
But,
20 on.
yeah.
I dashed to the boss, and I rolled a 20 on my con save ninja for the.
Okay,
cold
so
damage.
you take 1 damage of cold.
And it halves that again,
Even
so
with
it's 0.
So you take
gold
0.
resistant.
You take 0.
You take
Because you
0.
quarter it. The half,
I just want to
the
make sure. I didn't
one
know if you
gets
were
reduced to
counting that or
nothing.
not.
Because you always
Go
round down
back from here.
fractions.
Sweet.
Take the beating. Don't forget
Ends
you
my
have an
turn.
extra AC if you haven't had it.
All right, the
Yeah, I added
Sanctuary
it. I'm at
Guardian.
23 now.
I need
He's
pauldrons
going
like that.
to disappear. Poof, and he appears here.
Would he be able to disappear with fairy fire? Oh, he's just
he
moving.
just teleports,
he just
right?
teleports.
Oh, okay.
After teleporting from there to here, he will lift his sword high into the air.
Real
And
quick, Ninja.
Yeah.
Is that a spell or an innate ability?
innate ability.
Okay. If it's
Damn.
a spell, he can't take a spell that costs an action until his next turn.
And it's basically just how his movement works.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I asked.
It's actually considered part of his attack.
Well, that's all he can. He can't take another attack this turn then.
He has like
Right.
mega
If that's
mystic.
Oh, that's okay. He's only doing one thing this turn. He's not doing his 6 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing the
Um,
instantaneous transmission Kamehameha.
He teleports
Hey,
into the
that's
cold,
right.
and he channels all the cold into himself, and
Yep,
he's going to...
It's a spirit bomb too.
All right.
Yeah.
So an aura begins to pour out from him in all directions. Everybody who can see him must make a DC 18 Wisdom save or become frightened for a minute.
Nice.
Is that,
Is that a bonus action?
That is just his action. Teleport and to do this ability is one action.
Holy
Did Gareth
shit.
look at him?
Like I said, he can
Very
do that
powerful.
20-foot teleport in conjunction with any of his regular actions.
All right.
That's very
Is there light in this room?
Does Gareth see him? Does Gareth have to
18
make a
wisdom,
saving
you
throw?
say?
There's
him?
a faint blue light coming from any of these cold vents and from the eyes of these, but it's very, very dim in here if you don't have a light source.
it's like a.
So
is-
if I
is
don't
it
have
like-
dark vision, do I have to make the save?
You still see him. He's glowing.
Dim light
I mean,
gives you
he's like-
disadvantage on perception checks, but it doesn't affect other things.
Is it like
I
a charm
mean-
effect?
He's over 30 feet away from me.
But he is glowing.
Well, like
Is
I
it like-
said, the dim
Alright.
light is emanating from all of the light sources in the room. It's not like one light source somewhere.
Is
I
that
got a quick question.
Like he's in
that's been
fact
answered
standing
before.
in one of the light sources, so he's like glowing
it-
blue.
If someone lights a torch, you can see it from a mile away, depending on where you're at. You know?
Okay.
I got a quick question. Sorry. Do I have to decide to roll bardic inspiration before I roll, or can I wait till
the roll's
after?
decided.
After you see your roll.
Hey, Ninja.
But
Can you
before
do me
the
a
result.
favor real quick?
Yeah. Or
Can you come
before
over
the
to my
result.
roller and look at these dice?
Is it like a charm effect, Ninja?
What would you say that roll is?
What's your bardic inspiration, Joe? A D what?
D8.
This one here?
A D8.
Yeah.
I gotta blow my resistance and my bardic inspiration.
Looks like a 4 to me.
Hope I roll well.
Okay.
Nope.
Ninja, is it like a charm effect?
Shit.
It is not a charm effect. What is scaring you is that the
Sure.
room becomes even colder than it already was when he
So
does
it's an
that.
actual. Okay. It's like a survival.
I
effect.
am frightened.
Yo, Professor, you here?
It's a cold so cold that it drives fear into your heart.
He has not been here this whole time.
So a 12. What's the DC? What's the save?
It is a
18.
DC 18, or you become frightened for 1 minute.
Wow. And that's a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
Ah,
I
man.
guarantee you that if this D4 wouldn't have been here, that would have been a 15 plus 1 plus 3.
So how
And
does it
I would've
affect us?
played
What?
How does it affect us? Can
The
we still attack
frightened
even if we're frightened?
condition.
Frightened
Did
for
you also use
1
your
minute.
bless?
You cannot get
Okay.
closer to the source of your fear.
Okay, but I
I'll
can
blow
still
my
attack.
advantage.
I use my bless, my resistance.
So
and my bardic
anybody who
inspiration.
is afraid for the next minute will not be able to approach.
A frightened creature
Hold on.
has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is in line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
So it's
I'm
It can choose to stand its
wait,
ground
wait,
though
so we're
and
not
fight its fear.
necessarily scared of him, but we're scared of the cold.
Right. It's so cold in this room that it makes you want to run away. That's the effect
Yeah.
that it's trying to simulate.
Okay, so we can still attack him
Yeah.
from distance.
If you want to stay there
Roll
and keep
wisdom.
fighting, you can.
If you could, but I can't move closer to him.
Nope. Roll a DC 17 wisdom save to break the slow ninja.
Is that every one of our rounds that we're gonna have to roll this, or is that like
He
a
failed.
permanent?
He's still slow.
Can we roll to break it
It's
every
for a
round?
minute. I'm pretty sure you get the opportunity to roll that save again at the end.
This
of
one
every
you
single
actually
one of your
don't
turns.
because the cold is
Oh.
like continuous. Like
That sucks.
it's a really
Okay.
bad one.
Do I have to roll that on the pig too?
Yes.
Yes.
You want to put a counter up? 10 rounds of that shit too? Jeez, I'm out of the fight, y'all.
You got javelins?
But you can,
I have 2 left.
yeah, but you can still maybe heal someone or like utility type
Yeah,
of stuff.
that's pretty much it.
That's okay.
I would have thought you'd have some immunity to fear, but who knows?
Do I have
I
to do
gave-
it for my bear too?
I also gave you resistance.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad you said that.
bear.
I get advantage on saving throws against being frightened because I'm brave and I'm a halfling.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
There
There
you
you go.
16 doesn't save, right?
It was a DC 18. It's really hard to resist the fear of this intense cold.
Look at that. Booyah!
So I'll tell you now, whenever your turns come up, the cold effect has gone from a 10 for 1d6 to a 15 for 2d6.
Oh, man.
That sucks. But
So-
I'm not scared because I'm a brave little halfling.
Yeah.
That thing's frightened too.
He's such a strong boy.
We need some healing.
Such a brave little hobbit.
We need some
Mhm.
healing.
Anybody need some warmth?
No, we need a professor to
Wake up,
Professor.
Michael. I don't know what his real
David.
name is. David,
Is he sleeping at his
He's
desk?
definitely asleep.
wake up, David. It's time for
100%,
school.
100% asleep.
It is pretty late, like 1:32. This is probably the latest we've played
We're
in a
not
long time.
finishing this fight tonight, I'm sure. So yeah,
No.
I mean, if he is like passed out, I mean, we can. Yeah, yeah.
Professor.
You want to call it there and pick up with him starting it next time?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if
that's
he's
what's
not
gonna
here,
have to
yeah, I
happen.
don't want to. Yeah, I mean,
All right. And put it on this
that's
note
fine,
card
I
here.
guess. I can't wait
That's
to like
actually the
run
loot
around
card
and
from
heal
the other
people.
room that
Eh.
didn't get saved when the game crashed.
Okay, I'll just make a copy. then.
But none of the loot is on here. It's just an empty card, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess not. All right.
Do I see this door over here? The one on my right
Probably.
in the corner.
I wonder what that door goes to.
Probably
It
just the
goes
back corridor.
to.
It's like downstairs.
hell. Boy, I'd give anything to
up.
be in that room that was making me sweat earlier right now.
Uh,
That's not supposed to even be there. I don't know. Where does that door belong? I think that's the door that was over here.
Probably just got moved.
Yeah.
I'll take my counter because I still have Aced and Bless.
There's one door in this room, and it's in this back corner over there. That's the only other door in the room is behind the creature over in there.
I thought we were doing a marathon.
We did do a marathon. We started at 6. That was 7.5 hours ago.
That's a marathon. We're wiggling. I've been
And
drinking.
I still only got
all
3
this entire time.
turns.
It's true. Me and Barker have played at least 16-hour games before.
Yeah,
Kidding.
that's what I'm going for.
Professor fell asleep though.
24
Sounds like-
hours.
Yeah, he's gonna need some constitution over here.
Man,
It's
that
okay, I
game
gotta
was
get off soon anyways.
ridiculous. I couldn't believe we played
And
that long
we
that one day.
only made it halfway through the dungeon we were in.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I hate to be like a picky, like pushy person, but like we really do need to like speed up turns or something. Because I, you know, I hate to be that guy, but like we aren't getting shit accomplished.
I tried to, but everybody was wondering where my bear was gonna go. I was like, I'm
Right.
just gonna shove it in this corner. Like, let me do
Mhm.
my round.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. How do you guys think we could improve our efficiency here? What could we do?
I
Just
mean,
do
I don't
a
know.
lot
I
of
feel like
shit.
my turns are pretty fast, but my turns I don't have a lot of shit to do. Anyways, really,
Yeah.
right? But I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty quick, but I plan my turn out before it happens usually.
The one thing I would suggest, and it's just and like I'm just saying that from like playing my priest, like from on the other game, like the one thing that slows me down on the other game is when I have a shitload amount of different spells I can spell, like I can cast,
Well,
and
That's
it's
why, like, between turns, you spend some
yeah,
time kind of
so
thinking about
Yeah,
what
it's
spell you want to
the
use.
goal
Exactly.
is
That's
the
what I'm
goal
saying.
is determine
Yeah.
what you're gonna do before it's your turn, and then do that,
Absolutely.
and make
Yeah.
any adjustments you need to make according to what other people do, and not
Oh,
determine what your
Professor.
turn's gonna be on the fly.
And
Yeah,
also, when you're
that's what
thinking
it
about
is.
what you're going to do, look up all of the modifiers you're going to need to do that turn.
Yeah, because like Morkan is pretty easy. I shoot fucking arrows,
Yeah.
you know. But when I'm playing Grimoire, I have like a series of different spells, and if I start like I know that I take a lot of fucking time if I start reading all my spells on my round. I need
Yep.
to kind of know what I'm gonna be doing and a little bit of an advance.
Yeah, it's always harder to play a caster. The melee classes tend to be a lot easier to play.
True.
Now that I have a bear,
I
it's a
think we
little like tricky, like but I'm getting better at like learning what my animals comes from with like the abilities and shit like that. So I try to
Yeah.
make my rollers.
See, Potato, so like when we got in this fight, like we kind of got in here, and then we took a little break, gives
Yeah.
DM some energy,
I don't know.
and then we got back into it. So but what I think what really slowed us down overall wasn't the turns in this fight. It's the shit show that was whatever that basilisk thing was for 4 fucking hours.
That went on way
Like,
longer than I had hoped.
That was
Yeah.
ridiculous,
It did.
Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know,
to be honest with you, I'm like I'm like, what? It's like a side optional little monster, We're trying to kill a fucking vampire and get a level. Like, we'll come
Yeah.
back to the basilisk and get some fucking basilisk parts, no
That's
problem.
true.
So that
Well-
that caught, and we just spent so much time fucking around, like not doing anything with it. I don't know, man.
yeah,
It's
but
just,
like to be honest, with this is like I wish the basilisk would have just asked like a raging animal. Like it hid in the water like for like 4
yeah, but
rounds.
Ninja told us like for the last 2 weeks plus, like it's kind of like an optional sign. You're not really supposed to be like
Yeah, but
going after the basilisk,
like-
like kind of like dropping a lot of hints that it's not really like a big goal to go kill this thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
maybe
kind of
Gotta kill
there
the
to fuck
basilisk.
up and get caught. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
maybe,
Like,
but it's
I was
it's
gonna
just-
explode this chest on the basilisk. That
well,
was
she's
what I
gonna
wanted
hide
to do.
underwater, man.
Yeah, your only mission down here is effectively to kill the vampire.
I
Everything
know,
else
but
is optional.
The basilisk is such in a way like it's like right in the middle of the fucking pathway, and
No, I mean it was a really cool option if like the explosive barrels would have like killed him, yeah. But like after that, we spent a lot of time just like I don't know, just kind of fucking around, honestly.
It
Okay.
could have gone
That's
quicker if
He
he
said he was
wasn't
taking a shit.
if he wasn't failing his morale checks. He wouldn't have spent
would-
those 3 or 4 turns
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah, we would
I-
kill it real quick because we would just shoot arrows and attack it. Like a lot of you guys, like because it did not show up, we ended up going into another corridor, and I
Mhm.
was like, I'm not sure. Like I don't know what the fucking thing's gonna do, and I'm like, it's like the
I
target.
guess,
that I'm going for.
yeah. Maybe I guess we differ on the opinion of the fight. I mean, obviously we killed it, but you talking about back when you first found it, like that
No.
didn't feel like a good time to fight the basilisk.
Well, yeah, but that's just my character being like over confident.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, I think when we're waiting like a couple of weeks to kind of get in and do this fight, and then we get in here and spend a lot more time doing other things than the fight, it kind of made it feel like shit. What the fuck have we been doing for
Yeah,
2
but
weeks,
Kevin,
y'all? We
We
just
still
got
spent
into
time
this
in
fight
town.
because we just spent so much time doing all this other shit
Dude.
before the basilisk and the town stuff.
I
So
mean,
it
we
made it
spent like
feel
3
like, damn,
sessions
I
in a
thought
row
today
in
was
town.
like I thought the plan was like get in and do the fight, the vampire fight.
Yeah, I thought you'd make a beeline for the cold room.
That's what I
Dude,
thought
like,
too, and I
we
think
spent like
that's probably what you thought, Potato. So you're like, ah, fuck.
we spent an hour and a half in the
Yeah.
fucking city, and I thought we were just
Yeah,
gonna go down in the fucking.
I
city.
thought we
was
were
like,
gonna
what
go
the
straight
fuck is going
down.
on?
I was
No,
surprised by that too because I
abso-fucking-lutely,
did
and we're
not
all fucking guilty, dude.
I
We're
did
all fucking
not
guilty. We
prepare
all
for that.
did
I
shit.
was wildly unprepared for you to do anything in
Yeah,
town
we
today.
all did shit in the city. Like we're all, so I mean,
I
that's
thought-
where our.
That's
crux
why
was,
I
really.
shooed Barker out
And
of the
you're-
House of Bones.
you're
I was
like,
like, get
"You're
out of here.
shiny."
I'm not ready yet.
Well,
Yeah.
so technically, if
And
I
then
could
the
have stayed up
basilisk just- I
later,
don't
I
know.
would have done more in town last week. But
Ah.
I had to leave early.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know,
I
but
think it's just that we were angsty to
last
get this
week-
fight and level up. You know,
to
that's
me,
only
like,
natural.
to me, last
Yeah.
week was just like okay, like no one, like it's not everybody's here, so let's do some city stuff, and
I
then
thought
next
it was
time
done
we
with.
start
Yeah,
running
me
the
too.
tunnel.
Yeah, I thought we were done.
But then we
I'm
spent,
with
like,
you on that. Yeah, so that's probably why there's a natural feeling of shit. What the fuck we been doing? Because
Eh,
That's okay.
there were
That's why
a
everything
couple
that I-
we
setbacks.
really got.
Well,
we really
technically,
got
there
a
were
lot of stuff done.
there were like
you know, we
3 setbacks.
We
So
kind of did, yeah. I mean,
But if you really think about it, we progressed that kind of Leagavi storyline a lot, like with what Barker's doing, which is going to be the next big thing we're going to be wanting to get done, you know.
Yeah.
And then Morkan got some shit made with the mimic stuff, you know.
dude, I wasn't even thinking about it. I thought that this was
and then
gonna happen.
we killed a basilisk, you know. We got some
did kill
basilisk parts. I
basilisk.
mean, that took longer than it should have probably, but I'm not running into the water. That's what he wants, you know. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
he'll
just
eat
not a
us
good idea.
alive.
the
Yeah,
basilisk
So-
has good components for magic items, so it's
Yeah,
a
but
worthwhile
the-
thing to have.
Yeah, so
Actually,
we got
I
a
actually
lot
thought
done.
Kathleen was gonna charge
did.
into the water and
Fuck that. No
I-
way,
I-
dude.
I was gonna go for the best. My character was going for it, but like the
Right.
items, the magical items stuff. I was like, I sent you the DM ninja, but like really, I was like, I didn't even think about that. Today.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna go straight to the dungeon.
Well, you
and
sent me
then-
those DMs, and I
Right.
went right to work and researched how
yeah.
much it would cost and what would be required for those. So
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least that's all done. But you know,
So I think that feeling, which I kind of understand, Potato, stems a lot more from just that we thought we'd get this fight done and level up today.
that
or
was
something,
actually
you
the
know,
only
kinda the
town-related
expectation.
thing I had prepared because you had specifically asked for it.
We actually did get a
But,
lot of shit done, you know.
we
it was,
did.
it was just an idea that I was thinking.
Like-
but that's cool though. It's all done. But
We killed like a CR-14 creature
Yeah,
before
no.
this
CR10.
fight. I mean, like that's not
11.
nothing.
The basilisk is CR10. This sanctuary
Yeah.
guardian is CR7, so he's pretty
Hey,
badass too.
Mhm.
Kevin, we killed this fucking basilisk at 130 damage. Okay, we brought it down to minus
Yeah.
to 94 damage the first time we fought.
No. This
No.
minus 30, 130 is not applying your critical hit you did. Should be at about 170.
No, I think that is the accurate number. I totaled it up. That is where he ended
Yeah.
up.
We brought it down. The two of us.
I'm
pretty much,
surprised it still
brought it
had the
down to
damage from last time.
94.
He did not. He
Didn't have
fully
it.
healed from your previous damage the other
Yeah.
day.
Okay, maybe. Okay. That's
He
fair.
did a long rest while you guys took a long rest, and he used all his
Yeah.
hit dice to heal up.
So we did fuck it up quite a bit last.
we should have did what Godad wanted to do, it just jump in the water and chase it.
he's way more dangerous in the water. You probably don't
Exactly.
want
Well,
to do
I
that.
mean, nothing's stopping you from doing exactly what you want to do, but also nothing's stopping you
Yeah.
from dying while doing it either.
But to be
Turning to
fair,
stone.
But
I
then, we
I was
killed
only gonna do it.
We
And
killed it. It just took a long time, you know, because he chills in the water. Like that's what a
Yeah.
basilisk does.
the thing is, like, we
it
want
worked
to
out.
save some time, but I don't know where we're gonna save it because it's like we kill the basilisk and then we spend like half an hour on going on the other side to check the chest. But it's kind of hard to
That's
avoid
true
that.
too. I mean, there's all
It's hard to
kinds of,
avoid-
you know,
It's hard to
all
avoid
kinds
that.
of
I don't
things.
know what to say about that. It's like there's always going to be some fucking waste of time. But I
Right,
think
but you know,
yeah,
everybody's like, so that was like Glitch and Abforth and you over there, right? So y'all were doing
I
something
know,
like you guys weren't
Yeah.
the ones sitting here waiting at that time. You know,
I
that was
know.
me
I
and
mean,
Razor
I
with
did a
the
lot
show.
of
You
waiting
know,
today.
Yeah,
yeah.
you were a statue.
So
The only thing I
Right.
did, the only thing I did in town was I checked this thing with anyone we were waiting, said hi, and then I went to the thing and waited for you guys to be ready. That's all I did in town.
Yeah.
I thought that would be good to replace that theater
yeah,
stage with a statue of your
uh,
druid, but
I think I'm in the minority where I really don't mind kind of when you guys kind of do stuff like that. Like it's entertaining as shit to me to just watch you
Yeah.
guys like, go do it. So I personally don't mind. But I mean, there's little areas you could in the turns and fights, just playing your turn ahead of time, maybe be faster. That might help a little bit. But we just didn't get the level up potato, and I feel you, dude.
I
Yeah.
want my level 5 too, man. Like I've been waiting 4 months right
It
now.
was definitely like, yeah, kind of unanimous. The plan was to come in here and fight this today. That was the thing, and then it was
Took
like
us so long to
9
do it.
o'clock, I think, 10 o'clock by the time we even walked in the
Yeah.
room.
I mean, we
Well,
also like got disconnected, like
Yeah,
the weather and all that.
that's
So I
true.
mean,
Yeah, man.
we did have a couple
Yeah.
hiccups. But
I don't know what the
mean,
hell
I
was up
mean,
with that. My power went out for a split second. My UPS had not been reset, so it didn't catch it. I
And then
fixed
in
that
I
after the
had a lot
fact.
of fun tonight. You know,
a
overall, I
ninja,
had a blast. I didn't get the level, but no big deal. We'll get it next week, maybe. Yeah.
a
Yeah.
ninja, I did offer you before, but I'll offer it again. Like if you really want, like I can run the table. That way, these interruptions and stuff like that are not as like interrupting.
Well, if my power goes out and it turns my computer off, I'm going to disappear regardless.
No, I know that, but restarting everything, like like my computer and my internet will be able to like run everything, no problem.
Yeah,
And
most of it's at my end. I need my browser open with all my 20 tabs. I need my PDF viewer open with my 7 D&D books. I need my little
Mhm.
text file with my combat notes for what's going to happen in the battle here. Most of it's on my end, so you could run
Is
TTS
that how
and run the
I
game
can
maybe, but
like
is that how tabletop works? It runs like on your kind of like computer client side, and you host everybody
Yeah,
connecting
that's
to your
what.
I
PC.
It's
have
peer-to-peer.
I have
How-
the saves.
Okay.
So if
That's why the ping is to Ninja, not to the
Yeah,
server.
that makes sense. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
but
yeah.
all I'm
It's
saying is
if we
like
were going to do
It's
that, I would
really
have to upload where we're at to the workshop, and then you would have to download that workshop, and
Mhm.
then you'd have to create a save of it, and then we'd have to always run
yeah,
in your
but
game.
all we gotta do is spend an extra like 5-10 minutes before game and 5-10 minutes after game, just to make sure that I load up the good like with the proper stuff, and then I save the good stuff, and then we're good. Like at least like if you think it might help, like I'm saying, like I can definitely run all that shit easily.
Yeah, I don't think it would
That's
make
what
much of a difference.
that's what we did for Asworth's game once.
I
Like
haven't really noticed
if
any issues, honestly,
if it
like
can bring
with
some
what we're doing,
stability, I'm just
other
saying, like
other
because
than when his power goes out.
Hey, if I had remembered to reset my UPS, it wouldn't have clicked off like that. It was not doing what it was supposed to. The whole point of having that thing is when the power goes out for a millisecond, it fills in and keeps everything running. But it was it must have been turned off last time.
because I do have a good connection and my computer can easily run this. Man, my head is fucking spinning right now.
Mm,
No, but I did offer it before, and if ever like it can bring some stability and help you, just let me know.
Yeah, if I'm having internet problems, we definitely should try that out.
Oh,
It's the
we're good.
same thing for the Dark Sun game. Whatever, I'll help out.
Everybody would have to have you on their friends list. We'd have to sort that out first. That way they
That's
could
fine.
join your game.
That's
Not a
but
big deal,
Not
though.
really. You just have to. They would just have to search the game name, and they would find it right away.
Yeah, but it's got that checkbox like friends only, and it
friends,
speeds it up
that's
so much.
so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because when
It's
I'm
like
in
from
menu
click
and
to me.
I look for the game, I just put NIN, and I
I
find
just
Ninja or
literally
Quick.
click filter by friends games, and
Filter
Ninja's
by
the only
friends is
one
Oh,
that
the
yeah?
ever
only
comes
one.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What is it for people to put me in their friend list? Nothing.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not that
also
hard.
click
It's not that
password
big a deal.
protected.
Except
I'm
if
just
they
saying
really hate
it's a
me.
step we would need to do.
I mean, it
If they
costs
really
about
hate me and they
$47
cannot be
to
friends,
get on my friends list right now.
You know,
Limited spaces, huh?
$47.
Yeah, man.
What's
got too
the
many
limit on
friends
there?
for you.
50? I
What,
remember hearing
friends list?
about the
Yeah.
Steam friends list having a limit of how many people you could add.
No way.
300. I
I
think
have
it's
so
300.
many
Oh, yeah.
friends that
I've
I don't
got
know who the
61
fuck they
friends
are.
online right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
have like 10
300.
people I know,
300?
and the rest
Alright.
I'm like, who
I
the
think
fuck
so.
are
I
I
don't
have
have enough space
99
for you.
offline, 41 online but not playing anything, and then
Yeah.
like 20 people online playing shit.
I got
There's no,
60
there's not a limit.
I got 60 true friends, and you're
Can,
not one of them.
someone call Professor and see if he'll wake up?
No, he said that he was taking a shit earlier, and then I said, "Are you done?" He said he thought everyone was, and I said, "We went until your turn after Ninja got back," and I said, "We figured you were sleepy, so we figured we just call it call it a night right now."
You could have said
And then-
bye.
He
What?
said, "I'm not sleepy, but I have places to be in the morning, so I don't want to sleep in too late."
Says
So I
here,
just said, "Okay, no problem."
8 years ago the limit was 250 friends,
That's fine.
and then you get a bonus 50 if you link your Facebook account,
Is
and
there
then
anybody
5
that
more
wanna-
per Steam level.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
Anybody want to play a different game?
Let's play Star Realm.
I'll play Vermintide.
Fuck yeah, let's do that.
I'll play Vermintide too.
I already have Tabletop Simulator open. Ha ha ha.
I'm gonna reload. And we'll play Star
What
Realm.
is
Fuck yeah.
What's Star Realm?
Oh, it's like the best deck builder game ever, dude.
Alright, Ninja, can we get to level 5?
It's also multiplayer.
You gonna host
Dude,
it,
if
Barker?
you're not
Just
level
get
5
level
already,
5.
you should be level 5.
I'm almost there, man. Just gotta kill this vampire, dude.
If you done
I
work
think
well.
if you were level 4, the Basilisk should have gotten you level 5.
Yeah, but the Basilisk was like an optional boss that you weren't even supposed to fight him technically.
But he was CR10.
I
know?
wanted to tie everything to the vampire. So like Kef becomes the captain of the guard. He gains his level.
Yep.
Krius kills the vampire that murdered his father. He gets his level, and you know.
It makes sense.
It's not
You
really
know,
a vampire to
like-
kill my father, this one?
No, well he's like the
Underling?
the sub boss.
Okay. That's cool.
Like, I don't want my story to
I'm
be over
heading
yet.
towards it. And Razor 2 will be that's a pretty big kill.
Yeah, I
think.
feel like this one ties into almost everybody, which is why I said,
really
you know, let's
does.
just
It
get
really
everybody up to the right level after this, and it'll be more fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
You
Thank
guys
you.
are gonna get 2 levels
Ooh.
at once.
What?
I don't
It's
want
pretty
to-
much, yeah.
I
We're
really
gonna be
don't want
level
levels,
6?
I just want my level
Well, I had
5.
said this dungeon is so hard that you can have a level for this one, and then if you also have a like milestone event level, like I became the captain of the guard for Kef, then you can level for that as
Mhm.
well.
I want to ride a dragon. That's a legit thing, and I want to go on a pirate adventure
Oh, you're
because
so
I touched
generous.
So what,
touched Barker's bandit bow, and now I want to steal people's stuff.
are you saying
So I
that
want to go on a pirate
You-
adventure.
Are you
You
saying that
realize
are you saying that I would go from 4 to 6 because I killed the vampire and I go through the entire dungeon floor?
I have to open up my thing and check what everybody's level is. Is there much
I'm
difference?
Level 4.
I'm already level 5.
I'm level
I'm
5.
level 4.
I'm level 4.
Professor's level
4, yeah.
5.
Four.
Kef and Krius are level 4.
Yeah.
Potatoes
And
level 4.
Razor's level 4 as well.
Let's see, 4, 4, 4, 4.
No, I think he did some Raven Queen stuff that got him 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he got 5 too.
We've been level 4 for 6 months.
I think he did
Mhm.
some Raven Queen stuff that got him a level up.
And when I'm saying that, I don't know, but don't think I'm exaggerating.
It's probably
We do a
close.
lot more RP than we do combat. That's for sure.
Well, so
Yeah, but it's
technically,
not.
this
We're not
game
getting
isn't
XP
supposed
from
to
combat
be,
or RP.
This
you
game
know,
isn't
It's true.
supposed to
altogether.
be truly
It's true.
combat oriented.
Yeah.
No,
True.
it's not. But it's
True.
been such a long time.
I mean, I've been level 4 for a long time,
Well,
but I'm about to hit
I'll defend
some
Ninja on
pretty
this
big
one. The
goals.
game was supposed to only be level 6 maximum. He was playing on a 1 to 6 basis.
Absolutely.
That was
So
definitely-
four was almost our cap. So that's the reason we were there for such a long time.
Right.
We just like
Absolutely.
3 to 4 sessions ago kind of decided that we're going to go above level 6, and now people kind of getting level ups quicker.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Like 1 level or 2 level, like Ninja will take the decision. I'll take whatever. To be honest.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
Because
hang on, what level's Chris? Are you 4th level?
I'm level 4, and on top of that,
Is it
I've
only
been, like,
Professor that's 5th?
I've been working.
I'm
fifth.
5th.
I've
You're
been
fifth too?
working like
Alright.
my level
Yeah.
3
Joe
abilities.
Barker, Professor.
Like I haven't even like slowly I've been like unlocking some of my like mutations that I can unlock, and I've only got 3 out of 4.
Yo, Dab, you're level 5 too, right?
Yep.
Half
guess-
the party's level 5, half the party's level 6.
Half and half.
4 and
4.
Yeah,
and
I'm
5.
sorry, 4 and 5. I apologize.
Yeah.
That's correct. What
Mm.
they said just now.
Yeah.
It's about to be correct what you're saying once we beat these guys.
But like Hugh Barker, you've been level 5 for a long time.
Correct. And
Yeah.
I don't even get my second. Like level 6 isn't
But-
even that big of a level for me.
I think
that's-
after this, I just want to make everybody level 6 and just even it out.
I like that. That's
I
even better than level
mean,
5.
order protection's not bad for a paladin.
Dude, like Kevin
Wait,
and I were gonna be
I'm
like
so confused.
fucking superstar.
Well, I'm looking at it. So, Chris, he's 4th level. He's gonna level for killing the vampire. He's going to level for defeating the dungeon that's so difficult. So that'll put him at 6. Kef, same thing. Become guard captain, gain a level for that. Defeat the dungeon, gain a level for that. That puts him at 6. But then Jodeb, you're already level 5, so you're only going to go to 6. And then Barker, you're already level 5, you're only going to go to 6, and so on. So that way it'll
Oh, I
even.
thought I was gonna get to level 7.
I just want to even everybody out to level 6. I don't want anybody
so
higher
greedy,
or
Joe.
lower than anybody else.
Don't be
You are
so greedy,
definitely
Joe.
not getting to level 7, Joe.
You just
Well, he
got,
said I'd possibly get level 7.
you just
To
got
be
level.
What I'm
fair,
saying
she's
right now
giving
is I want to
everybody
even it
like
out.
the same level.
Joe, you just got level 5 because you sang your song to the bar. To
It's probably really hard to
Karen,
like get
which was
get
a
a
great
good
event.
monster to
but-
fight against like a bunch of different leveled characters too.
You are definitely not getting level 7, Joe.
And the other thing too is like the vampire was not your goal. It's like more related to me, Kevin, and especially Razor and I.
I will tell you right now, you've had the easiest milestones of anybody that's had milestones out of the whole party.
My original milestone was to get that instrument. That's all
And-
I'm saying.
Form a
Bard-
band.
Yeah.
You got a level for getting a bard troop. You got a level for playing a song for a bear in which an invite was. You didn't even do anything for it. Ninja was just like, "Hey, the
Hey.
Baron sent you a letter. Now you get a level."
I did a lot of
Hey.
RPing for that. Man. I've been
It's
RPing
not-
the
it's
fuck
like-
out of that.
You have had the
I'm just
easiest
saying.
path to levels this out of anybody. My
Hey,
level
Joe.
7 quest, Joe, is I have to control an entire continent.
Joe,
A continent? What? Nuh-uh.
Joe,
Tell him what
Joe,
that's
Joe,
what
Joe,
Ninja
Joe.
told me. He's like, I
Once
think you
again-
kind of need to influence the entire realm that
Hey,
you're in right
hey
now.
Joe, on top of
Well,
that,
all right,
on
that's not
top
the
of that-
continent. That's
hey,
the
listen,
high
Joe,
forest.
Oh
Hey,
my
I want to
God.
ride a dragon.
Listen,
We getting there, bro. We get an
Joe,
airship, get the beer trade locked down. I'm gonna line that
I'm
up with
not
you,
mad.
Barker.
The intent
I-
there
no,
was
I'm not
more.
down.
The intent there was
But
more
the
in
thing
line
about
with
this-
your goals of manipulating the governments and the lords and assassinating the lords you don't like. Like the idea is that you could become like the sort of like kingpin of the
I'm
high
100%
forest.
behind the idea. I'm 100%
but-
behind the idea.
Hey, Joe, think about one thing here. Like for us, like killing the vampire for my character and Razor is really connected to her character. For you, you risk getting an additional fucking choice of a weapon because this vampire is a bard. So you might get like, a pretty strong like item on top of that. You know,
I have to take a bit of blame for this because I was talking to Joe. I thought he had got his heirloom family weapon
no,
earlier in the
it's
dungeon.
not even connected.
So I thought I was like, well, yeah, you'll be level 7 then, dude. You know, like
No.
I'll take a little
Yeah,
blame for that.
I'm just
but-
saying, like he said, we're gonna get a level flat. I was like, cool, I'll be level 6.
You
and
should get a
then
hard instrument.
If I get
Yeah, but
Huh?
you're
But I
already
thought that
you're
was
already
I
fifth
thought it was
level,
your
and you
instrument.
leveled up so recently. It doesn't quite feel fair.
Yes.
I
That's fine.
for
I
my
get
own
it.
benefit, I want to even it out. It'll make encounters
So-
easier to balance.
Let's just say,
Joe-
that instrument isn't the one we're looking for.
Well, it wasn't. I
Joe-
mean, your instrument is
Yeah,
a different kind of instrument, isn't it?
What
Yeah,
I'm going to
Yeah.
tell
it's
you
not
right
even
now,
here.
Joe, is your instrument, if the Thieves Guild are up, or the cut of the mustard that they say they are, your instrument will be in my hands very soon, and it will be up for auction in the public auction within the next 2 weeks.
I think that you should put that instrument once you get it into the Coliseum and have
Yeah.
Antonio pray for it.
So
No,
It's my fault,
it's
Joe.
literally
I
gonna be a
thaught it
public
was your
auction.
instrument, but it wasn't.
So
An
so
auction,
here's my
Not the
thought.
one I have right now.
No,
saying
no,
no,
that's
no.
not even it.
I
That's not
know
even
I
close.
know personally who has your family heirloom loot, right?
Yeah.
I have put a contract out for the Thieves Guild to steal it for me so I don't have to be personally involved in it. If they give me that loot, I'm going to put it up for public auction and I'm going to have you practice and you want to be my apprentice, right? That's what you've been saying for so long.
No.
Something I would do would be influence the people in this auction to develop a base of support so that no matter who won the auction, I was still getting the loot, and that is going to be your goal. And I would be acceptable of you getting a level up from that as a player.
Oh my god, you're
That's
ridiculous, man.
Well, I think it's
That's
a great
good. That's
storyline.
I think
perfect.
I'd
That's
rather find
charlatan,
out
man.
who.
That's right what you want.
I
Fine.
feel like I'd rather just try to figure out who has it and then kill that
Dude,
person,
You're a charisma
I-
character. You're
I
not
like
not
this
a not
game
a
because
strength or assassin.
or
like
find a
the-
way to steal it.
I like this game because in the background we're all trying to do a little something to make it a little harder for each other.
Right.
Yeah. Right? Like, do you have any action economy, Chris, when you move
Yeah.
that bear?
I honestly don't think that's such a
That's
bad. I
fine.
think it's like just a quirk
I-
that you'll have to work around.
I
Like I
think
feel like
so.
it's-
Look,
That's
so,
the
so
point
right
of
now,
it.
We're calling
that,
shit out on
for
a
all
shit
of us.
if
because
your
we
character
forget.
does that to me, I feel like that's fucked up, man. Like that's
Dude, I feel like it's
fucked up.
100% within what my character would do as part. You've been saying for months you want to be my apprentice, and this is me
No,
training.
I'm not
That's
saying I want to be your
true.
apprentice. I said
You
I
just
want
said you want to
teach
be
you
like
some stuff.
Absworth.
Dude, like Joe, I wouldn't take it so bad because this is kind of what is making it entertaining for each other. You know what I mean?
I'm not entertained by that. Why you guys hold me back on that? That's fucked
Dude,
up.
come
That's
on,
supposed
like
to be my like
It's,
level
dude,
3
it's something
thing.
you're completely capable of doing. It's
Dude,
not
I
like it's
thought-
impossible for you.
I think it's a great level 7 goal. Make it like I don't know.
can't
draw
It's
it
like
out
be
into
easy.
something.
It just can't be easy. Like if you're gonna be like if
I get it.
if I
There's a
spend,
better way to do it,
months- if
and
I
it's
spend-
that isn't the instrument.
no,
I
but
mean-
if I spend like 6 months, like level 4 to level whatever, to reach the like next step, you know, like I believe myself like to get to level 7, I'm gonna have to do like 3 steps or 4 steps myself before getting to level 7.
Like
Yeah.
okay, so the way this is where my mindset is, Joe. I just don't want you to think I'm bullying you. My mindset is I'm a schemer. My character is a schemer. He's a political manipulator. He's not even good at charisma. I got a fucking artifact mask that made it even possible for me to do this. You're naturally better at these things than I am. It's a test as your character. Like that's the way I'm looking at it. It's not like I'm trying to like I fully expect you to get the item. It's not that I don't
trust
expect
me.
you to get it.
Trust
I'm
me,
just
Joe,
saying
there-
I don't want to go down that path.
Well,
Like
trust
where
me, Joe. There's really nothing against you in person, because like personally in the background, I've talked to like I sent some message to Ninja. It's like why don't we like I asked him why don't we make it a little bit more difficult for this thing and that thing so we can make it a little bit more, challenging or a little bit more difficult for us to be able to reach that goal. It's like I think like actually RP at the end of the day, it's not about winning. It's actually trying to reach, whatever we're trying to reach. Like, it just can't be given.
I guess I just look at the game
Yeah.
differently. Like I play this game to have the fun experiences in the game. Like I don't care what fights we do. Like if I wanted to min max or be like an actual rogue or an assassin, I wouldn't be a noble. Like nobles aren't assassins. They're the most fucking forward point of contact with all people in the city. Like, I just feel
or
like
they hide in their
it's
basement.
yeah, I feel like it's
Yeah.
fun to try to influence people on the front and kill the people in the back that it's like not doing it. And like so long your character's been like, Absworth, I want to be like, teach me the ways you do things. My character's not just gonna sit down and hold a class for you. He's gonna teach you through example.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like,
I've asked him to teach me how to use like thief tools.
That's what I've asked him to
Huh?
teach me how to thief, like
Okay,
teach me how
we've
to
done 1
be
week out of
sneaky.
7. Now I think it's gonna probably take me 4 months before I reach that because we have to mix all the other different things, and then I'm gonna have to try and find some like little niche time to be able to make that happen. You know?
My
I just thought it
character,
would be fun in general for that event to happen. That's why I thought
So,
about doing that. I
D&D
don't want you to
is-
be upset if that's what happens.
D&D is
I just see it as
collaborative
being
storytelling. You guys should talk to each other about your character goals and see if you can find ways to make them interlocked where everybody's doing something at the same time rather than
Yeah,
focusing on
true.
one person at a time.
Like,
Well,
also,
I'm
I
thinking
think-
like maybe my level 7. Like I really kind of want to do something with the brewery. So maybe like Barker, you're trying to get like a regional influence shit going on, right? Do your kingpin stuff. Like if I can tie in my brewery thing into that, and maybe we find there's some like boss like brewer, or
didn't
something,
we have
right, to go fight.
didn't
Like
we have
I
a
don't know.
conversation the other day, like Barker, Kevin, and I, like just about like just like the deluge and the minotaurs and like what we're gonna be doing.
not only that,
about-
we talked with Kev about like finding a recipe of a hidden dwarven brew that he had to go
Yeah.
acquire
This
the
is
ingredients
true.
for.
This is true. Like maybe
like-
doing all that is worth a level 7 for us
yeah,
together,
everything
right?
can
Like
be everything can
But
be
Ninja is
interconnected.
absolutely correct. We do need to, and Kev mentioned this earlier today. We do need to get our milestones to be more aligned with each other, and then
Okay.
instead of so kind of like character oriented.
But
Yeah.
can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
anybody can make a suggestion. Doesn't mean we're gonna
So-
listen to it.
yeah, sorry. I know. But what about like we take our characters and after we clear a bunch of this stuff because like right now we're just busy and whatever we're doing right now. We go back to the fort and we actually have a group meeting and we talk about shit. Like
So that's
I-
fine, but every time we try to do that and take downtime, our quests are all time oriented. That's the problem.
but we take a pause and we take like an hour and a half just to fucking chit chat between characters.
I
And
think after
say-
this, there's nothing time sensitive that I can think of.
Then that's
The
perfect.
Centaur
After
War?
this, the centaurs,
Go back to the fort.
maybe
And
that
just
might be the
talk about
last thing
shit.
we need to do is
I mean,
settle the
that's
centaurs.
I don't know. It feels kind of time sensitive.
But
I don't know.
that's with Ninja, and if he wants to be flexible
Yeah.
or not with it.
That's true.
But
true.
what is it for us to go back to the fort for a day or two? Because we're all gonna have to fucking heal and like get better, or if maybe one of us is gonna fucking die out of this fight, as far as we know. But we sit down, half and like schedule like not gonna say schedule, but take the hour and an half just to chit chat between all of our characters and roll, and come to like what are we trying to do here? Because we're building a fort. Barker's doing a bunch of shit with the underground stuff, and we haven't talked about that as a group. We have the deluge, but I haven't devolved like giving you all the like haven't told you guys the recipe to make it safe. I giving you guys some like
Yeah, we just know it
whatever.
takes minotaur hooves. That's all we know.
Yeah, exactly. So this is kind of my part of like my character and the alchemists that are working for me. It's like where the fuck are we going as a group? What are we
The
trying?
Underdark.
Didn't we have a really long discussion about this, me, you, and Barker, about our whole deluge ideas
But
and
that was
taking over the
offline.
whole trade and
That was offline.
operation and
That was not our
production and who
characters.
gets all the cuts? We even talked percentages and shit.
Yeah, but we talked about that offline. We haven't talked about that with the characters. My character wants to maybe work more on a fort, and maybe other characters wants to do that. And then at the same
Cool.
time, it's like Barker and the fact that we know that he's a fucking thief, but he's kind of generous in the back way. And
He's a
all
thief,
these
but he's a
things,
thief for
I hear you.
us.
So you just want us to like RP out that discussion is
Exactly,
main
and then,
character.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
there is still a lot of distrust for my character based on the whole
course.
unicorn cave thing.
Of course, like my character is gonna have a hard time, but he loves your character because we've been friends for a long time, and we've been going through a bunch of shit, and I've always knew
Okay.
that
Cool.
you're kind of a crook, you know what I mean? But
See,
at
like,
the same time,
I
I
like.
trust you.
I'm a big
Thief with a
last
heart of
man
gold.
for-
Doesn't fit in this party at all, dude.
Kind of. No, he's
Like
killing
I'm
people,
fucking
No,
looting
slicing them by
elven
God.
tombs and shit, man.
but you
Like
do.
what?
I see. I feel like you do.
Trying to turn a blind eye to everything Abforth does.
Yeah.
I see. That's the thing, though.
Ugh.
You
Is
might be
Absworth
lawful
becoming the
good.
villain?
It's just so I mean
Wait,
I
Their
get
laws
that.
are different.
I said, is Absworth becoming the villain?
No,
I don't
he's
think
not
I've
a
ever been the
villain.
villain.
No,
I've
not at
never been
all.
the villain.
My
I just
Not at all.
operate differently than everybody else in the party.
He's just,
I-
like
He's that
chaotic
guy that has
neutral
to do the
or
shady
I-
stuff in order to get us actual progress
each game,
because we have to have that in the
Yeah.
party somehow.
he's
each
willing to
game-
cross those lines that I'm not for us to advance, and I
Yeah.
have to
each
kind
game
of
I'm
be willing to
struggling with.
accept that.
For the greater good, he's helping us.
That's how
Yeah.
I've tried to reason it, but it's still tough, man. Sometimes, like I can't really get into a
And-
conversation about the Thieves Guild and stuff. I have to just kind of like trust that Abforth is going to
No,
do
I
what's
know.
right.
It's the
And
same
Joe,
thing.
you're not absolutely wrong either. I am villainous, but I'm
Yeah.
not the villain.
My character
No.
struggles so
I
much
got
with
you.
yours.
Plenty of worse villains
Like-
in this world.
No, but that's the thing. It's like we're killing vampires, we're killing like demons and fucking undeads and constructs.
You're in the area of Umvor the Unliving. That's about
Yeah.
the evilest thing in the, in
Yeah,
the surrounding
this is a
area.
different realm.
least-
It's not the same like as good and bad as we are.
And
Like
so
here,
the-
you're a bad guy if you steal candy from
Yeah.
a kid or something. Like
That
back
green
then,
dragon.
it's like murdering 100 children.
Probably the
makes you
evilest
bad.
things around are the Green Dragon and Umvor the Lich.
But my character is still like recognizing all the stuff you've done for the group, and that's like the main
Immoral.
reason
Exactly.
Immoral.
why
Right.
I'm okay.
Right.
But I'm still like he's still struggling every single fucking time. It's like I gotta trust him, and it's difficult for him every
Of
single
course.
fucking time.
But it works really well, I don't know. I think it works
See,
really
the
good, the
worst part
dynamic
is-
we have.
my character doesn't mind the things he does, but he has to play it off to the party like it's a struggle. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it
But
has to
that's fine.
seem like it's struggle, or you guys definitely won't trust me because you barely trust me as it is.
Yeah. but my character
Yeah.
has issues with you because of our past, and because it's a lot more good than you are. You know what I mean? But at
Yeah,
the
it
same
was-
You got a
time, it's more-
righteous. You got a kind of righteous. I feel like you're more lawful good than Kazanlir is.
Yeah, I think
At this point, maybe, dude.
Like
I mean,
honestly, and I
I
feel
know
like
you. I know you
Kazanlir.
murdered an innocent person, and I just had to be. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Well,
Hey,
see, the
no.
thing is, I feel like your pact makes lawful
No.
good, not your true alignment.
I mean, Oath of Vengeance changes me, man. It does, and I think I played it all right, but it's still like I still can't cross any of that, man.
I feel like at this
murder
point you
and
should
shit.
have an in-game alignment shift, honestly, towards
Yeah.
more lawful neutral than lawful good.
But the problem though is
Probably,
that
but that's like who I worship and shit is not that, like.
my character is
Oh,
scared
wow.
for Kazanlir.
The spear
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
drink by 8/28/19.
Fallen Paladin,
Oh,
man.
that's
you
fine.
know?
Yeah.
You're fine, dude.
My character is scared for your character.
It's an
Kazanlir.
IPA. It was gonna taste like ass anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna taste like straight hops
Well,
anyway. You're good.
Yeah, like I said, Chris, like we
Mm.
haven't had to cross any of those lines that I'm not willing to cross. Like
No.
I'm willing to accept the lesser of two evils for the greater good because, I mean, I'm starting to experience a lot of shit. Everything can't be all roses and good and shut up, man. Like you got to get your hands dirty. Like I'm willing to accept that, but I may not want to like get my hands dirty. You know what I'm saying?
My character is
Okay,
not like
keep
so
my
much of
distance.
a lawful good because he doesn't fucking care about killing so much. But I think it's more about a loyalty type of thing.
So the way I see
And that's
my
where
character
like
is
I trust Abforth is that so far he hasn't done anything that's been detrimental to like the
Ex-
group as a whole and what we're trying to accomplish. So
exact. So things I've done. I said that's exactly what I was about to say.
that's
Things
why I
I've done
trust
have
him.
been inadvertently detrimental to members of the party, but it has been overall absolutely beneficial to everyone in the party.
Like I said, I started off like, throwing him against the wall for looting the chest, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then now I've kind of grown to realize that, like, if we're going to be able to do what we want to do as a group, which is what's
Like-
the best for Askelhorn and the people, like, I'm going to have to let Abforth do the things behind the shadows that I can't do to get this done because I'm not going to be able to get it done the way I want to. I've
Yeah.
realized that with you guys, and so that's the Oath of Vengeance was a good way of kind of like accepting that and making a shift that way. I don't know if that changes my alignment, and if it does, what that means for my deity. But sure. Like I don't feel like I'm lawful good like to the T anymore for
Who
sure.
is your deity again?
Moradin, like the cookie cutter fucking paladin dwarf lawful good god, So
Moradin's lawful neutral.
Yeah, Morden's lawful. You can be
Yeah.
He's lawful
is
good.
he?
He's
Yeah.
lawful
I
good,
thought he
but you
was
can
lawful
be
good,
lawful
like
neutral and still.
100%.
No, he's lawful good,
Okay.
but you can
What's
be lawful
tier?
neutral and
Tier
still
is
worship him.
lawful
Well,
good.
then that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. So I didn't know how that was gonna affect me. Yeah, whatever. But I
Something
didn't
I've learned
really.
recently is that 5th edition doesn't give a shit about alignment.
Yeah, because it
Yeah,
didn't
but
really
it's
feel
tough,
like if I
though.
got into some like issue with that, it was gonna be any good. Like I don't know what we were doing. I was like, it just kind of makes sense. I still think it makes sense for what
I
I
don't like
worship,
that.
what
The
we're
only thing that
doing.
really
But
affects it is like
I
the
can't. We
texture
can't like
control.
in it murder innocent people or shit. Like we can't
And
do
they're
any
gonna
of
phase
that.
that out even. So
I
that
don't
is
like
Yeah.
going
that
the way of the
because
dodo.
it's like when we're playing like the Dark Sun, I'm really trying to play the complete fucking maniac. Like
Yeah.
like what I mean? Like I'm really
Pyromaniac.
It's pyromaniac, but it's not always like in like I'm really trying to reach like the fucking elemental fire mentality. You know what I
I
mean?
right, and I'm with you. I love playing along to an alignment. I just think mine may have shifted to like lawful neutral at
Well,
this point, and I'm
that's
kind
the
of playing
fucking
it that
problem
way.
with
So that's what I
paladins.
was saying earlier. In 5th edition, that's okay. You can alignment
Yeah,
shift.
exactly. We've been talking. Yeah. So
Even
and
if
I've
you're a
like
paladin,
Yeah.
they don't care
can
if
have.
you go from being a lawful good paladin to a chaotic evil paladin. They don't care.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't.
even a week ago, I'm
You
like,
know,
shit, I might not be able to like keep playing with this character. Like I was talking with Joe and Ninja about it, and he kind of
when
brought that up, and it kind of made sense. And yeah, I'm cool with that.
I wouldn't tell you what to do, Ninja, because I would never tell you what to do. But like, if I was DMing a paladin that went to evil, I would get them to try to get through the struggle of becoming a fallen paladin.
Oh, of course. That's half the fun. But
You know?
so I think the way it works now is like if you actually are a good paladin and you totally flip to where you're going to be an evil paladin, you probably should like change gods to one of the evil gods and then
Yeah.
just be a paladin of that evil god, and then it's fine.
Yeah.
Evil paladin.
Right.
Then, but the problem though is that think about this. It's like when you're passing through the good to the bad, it changes so many things, including your mounts, including like all of the vision that you have. And then it also you would like in your character, you wouldn't even be able to be like really like the guards leader because you would be a
The guards right now are already
demonic
corrupted.
type of fucking character,
Right.
And you wouldn't be
That's
able
true.
I mean,
you would
yeah.
not
You
you
talk
would
about
not
if I was
have
like
the
evil.
loyal part.
Yeah, I mean
You know
for
what I mean?
sure,
Like
dude.
the loyal part is all gone during that time when you go
Absolutely.
to that side. But being
I'm confused.
neutral and
I don't think
all like it's
yeah.
probably the easiest way to get yourself away from being a loyal good.
I wouldn't go any further towards evil. No, and
Yeah.
I would never want to be evil. No, lawful neutral's about as far as I would want to shift. Honestly, like
Change
for
spell
what I'm
slots.
playing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You never know what happens if we play another year and a fucking half. But
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, like, it's like the problem with paladins is that it brings so many fucking like unflexibilities from being a loyal, good type of like, you know,
I
the
should have thought it through a little
setting.
more, to be honest. Like
Yeah,
completely out of character. Like being just kind of lawful good paladin doesn't work really.
it's,
Like in D
yeah.
and D. I mean,
Like
You got
unless you
the
like
first
It
everybody's
character,
like
it
cool
used to
with
be a
that.
big deal and made it not work, but not anymore.
yeah.
In 5th edition,
Yeah,
it totally
right.
works because they've loosened up the restrictions on alignment completely.
Yeah, and
Hey,
You
it's been fun.
probably
I feel like
choose
it's been great. And I've had a
you
lot of fun playing the
you,
paladin.
Now,
you
I as a
probably
DM will
choose the
homebrew a
hardest.
lot of that stuff back in. You'll find cursed items that change your alignment. You'll find items that only work if you're the correct alignment. You'll find just a whole mess of alignment-based things that I've put back into the game because I like it, but it's not actually normally in 5e.
You probably choose one of the hardest class to play, to be honest. Like the
Hmm.
first character.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
Because
I
wizard.
mean, like
Wizard
but
is
it's just
clearly
kind
the
of
hardest.
if you play
it.
Yeah.
if you cut paladin,
That or druid.
it's hard.
The bigger
I
your
don't know if I
spell
would
list,
say
the
it's
harder it
hard. It's
gets.
just kind of boring until higher levels, and I get more options. That's all. But
I was
I
just
think the
thinking of one
paladin's
thing.
pretty fucking strong, to be honest.
I
See,
actually went
I'm more of a combat person.
What, Joe?
I.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead, Joe.
I actually wanted to. I've been wanting to say it for a while, but I was waiting for an opportunity. I actually wanted to talk more big picture. I mean, besides going in rabbit holes down like a certain character, I was gonna say I don't like the idea of us fucking PvP and shit. Like, I'm kind of getting over it. Like,
PvP.
like
What do you mean by
us
that?
being against each other. Again, us being all on the same page.
Oh, we can't though.
Well,
Like,
he's. I think between the
scheming
glitch,
against each other.
Oh,
the
the
glitch
glitch
thing,
thing,
glitch
and
me
then
talking
harmony,
about the
the
loot.
loot
him being a
thing.
bandit, him with a bandit longbow. You know,
And then
Yeah.
me with the loot, he doesn't.
I
I
don't
don't.
like
That wasn't
shit.
a slight towards you. It was a
No,
test of your
I
aptitude.
no,
I think the
I
whole
don't.
the glitch you thing was kind of yeah. I kind of that was kind of
That's
weird.
why I
I don't
kind of just
know.
like try to
Yeah,
let
it
it
was.
go.
Kind of
It
like
was just. It
what
was
was
some
that?
random shit that happened. Like it didn't
But
even mean anything.
if I can make like a little bit of a criticism and maybe to help Joe with that, is that like Potato, like your character before, ended up getting like incorporated in our in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Glitch is not there yet.
No, he's
Yeah,
still new.
like there's so much. Like my character personally doesn't like your character.
I don't like glitch either. My character doesn't like glitch.
My character is
Doesn't
just
trust him.
waiting to shoot a
I
fucking arrow
love
through his head.
glitch.
I put
But
glitch in like kind of the fourth category, and I'm just like, man, whatever.
Yeah, but
As
like,
long as they
what
don't
is
fuck
it?
with me.
But on
What
the
is
other
it your
side,
characters
though,
don't like about him?
no, but
He hasn't explained who he is.
yeah, you haven't
Nobody's
like,
actually sat down and talked to him and
He
asked.
doesn't know who he is.
Well,
He's
Yeah.
got
you-
memory loss.
I'm the only
exactly.
one that's had a conversation like that at all with
Yeah.
Glitch at the bar. Like night
And
one, I was asking him like who he is and like what he's into. He's like, I don't really know. You know, he just
It's
kind of
like
We
likes to
also
have
haven't had a
fun.
chance to stop and
So,
really
Yeah.
talk
I
it.
know
Like
he's
yeah.
Chris
yeah.
said,
I
we
know
gotta
he's
sit down
just
for an
like a
hour
little
and
trickster.
talk in character.
He's like a nilbog. I'm the only one that probably really knows that. Like I know he just likes
Well,
to kind of play tricks on people.
You know what
Yeah.
makes it
And
harder?
it's harmless
too?
tricks. It's not like, haha, I'm stealing all your money. I'm killing
No,
you.
no,
Yeah.
no, no.
I mean-
but at the same time, think about this. Your character doesn't even know who he is yet.
Correct.
So how the fuck are we supposed to know who he is and what part of the group is he part from?
I
know what I
actually,
mean?
personally, as a character and as out of character, love your character, Potato.
Oh, hey,
The
same
character,
here.
I think he's hilarious.
I do
Same
too.
here.
I
In
like it a
character,
lot.
I think I like your
But-
character more than anybody else in the
But-
party except for
I
Razor. Like you're my
I
second
do.
favorite person in the party.
But my
I do
character-
understand what
yeah.
Chris is saying about like nobody's really talked with Glitch and knows what his deal is. But you know, that's kind of like not all Glitch's fault. You know what I'm saying? That's
No.
like
I've
you could
talked to him.
also
What are you
bring it
talking
up.
about? I was the
You know,
first person
I brought
to
it
talk
up.
to him.
Yeah, I brought it up to him in a bar. Like we sat there and drank and talked about it. You know, like I did that. You know, like
True.
anybody could do that. You know, like,
Yeah, but
It's-
my character is like fucking questioning every single thing. Is like super curious and
I've
then,
broken
like,
Yeah,
broken
yeah.
Morcan's
Yeah,
trust
more-
of
yeah,
everyone.
you-
Absolutely.
Funny.
yeah.
He's
Cavalier's
Chris is
just
a
don't
woman
give
that's
a
been
fuck
cheated
anymore.
on, and every new party
but,
member is
like,
just the
True.
next
So
boyfriend.
what?
Like
what-
Absforth just gives Casimir some weed and he gets high and it's like whatever. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
So I mean, like, what has Glitch
No,
done to
hey.
Morcan to make him not trust him?
Yeah, but Morkan discovered that you were a fae.
Okay, and I
But
said,
never had a
okay, I prefer
conversation
this.
about that. You know
We
what I
did.
mean?
You asked about it, and I said I just prefer this.
No, 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 no. We never talked about
facade.
that. I discovered about that because of the traces that you left behind. You know?
I don't know.
He
Yeah,
has that
you
spell
said-
that lets him do
yeah. You
that.
said
It's
you're
not a
you're
spell,
like,
but
oh,
it's
you're
kind
a
of
fae,
like-
and I'm like, am I? What's that? And
Yeah,
like,
but think
we
about
just
this.
kind of ended that.
Potato.
We didn't do anything else.
I remember that because you could see it. Yeah,
I've
Yeah.
seen like I've
with
perceived
that
like
spell you had. Because I was like,
I've
wait,
wrote-
that's the same shit I have.
Yeah, it
That's
just
the
kind of got
spell.
pushed to the
No,
Yeah,
side
I
though.
remember that.
I
It wasn't
wrote
even like
several
discussed or
times-
talked about.
I rolled several times perception to see the app for to steal gems and steal shit like from
Right.
a bunch of chests, and I've never said anything about it. And
Yeah.
then I've seen you fly away, and then that's the traces of a fae. It's right in my fucking face. You know what?
Oh, I thought you
when I'm
you
sort of-
used that Hunter's
used the-
Bane thing you
Yeah,
had
but
to
the thing
detect
is,
Fae
it's
and
being right in my face. What am I supposed to do about it? It's like, okay, this is pretty fucking obvious to me. You know what I mean? I'm not detecting if he's good or fae or whatever, but he's leaving
Right.
some like those are signs of something that I would be able to like trace or detect. or
yeah. So
whatever,
you
know
said
what I mean?
something to him that
And
you
you
said
did.
he was a Fae
No,
and
I
he was
never
like,
said
"Am
anything
I? Huh?"
about it. I never
Oh,
said
I thought
anything
you
about
did.
it.
You did
Yeah,
say
I don't
something
know.
about me being a
Just
fairy.
like
I
You're
wouldn't
like
have
you're
been.
a fairy, and you called me a fairy guy or something, or a fairy
No,
boy.
my character's just curious. My character's just like, oh, this is different. My
But
Yeah.
to tell you have been really vague in all your answers too. You
Yeah, I
know,
know.
so it's
No,
been
it is.
perfect.
I'm
It's been
trying
your
to be
character.
because
Yeah.
Conversation.
hmm
And to be honest, it's like
when
you
we go
know
on
you have
adventures, I discover more.
you got you got pushed into the group.
You know what I see here? It's a
Mhm.
hard to get situation, and
Yeah.
Morcan and Glitch are gonna be a
Yeah.
couple in a
And
couple
you got
months.
into my group and you're like suspicious to me. And then there's other shit about you stealing like shit from one of our vendors in our fort. On top of that, because we never like
But
got
you
clear
didn't.
on that.
Did you know about that?
We got a neutral on that. We got an equal fucking roll on that. So I'm like, who the fuck is that guy? And no matter what, it doesn't matter. My character is very cautious about everything.
From stealing from a
And,
trader?
and
What do you
then I
mean?
have like a new person joining a group. Like I'm not
Wait,
gonna be necessarily receptive to that. You know what I mean? You got to prove yourself. You know
you were
what I mean?
talking about whenever the trader was like leaving, and then like I met him outside the fort, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, those are some nice boots. Do you think I could get them?"
Once,
And I
once
charmed him, and then I
yeah,
got the boots for free, and I told him to go ahead and head
yeah,
on to
but
town.
think about it about my perspective. I'm a blood hunter. I kill undeads and fays and fiends. You're
Right.
gonna have like on one side you got to prove yourself a little bit before I'm gonna be starting to trust you, and we're gonna have to do some stuff together. And
Right,
once I
but
build
what
that
is
trust, I'm gonna trust you no matter what. You know what I mean?
yeah, but my character's only been good to the entire party.
So far.
I hadn't like made any
But
like attacks
yeah,
or
but
anything, and we've
don't
been
forget
together for
about
like
that. I
in
Until
am.
we
game like
find this fucking
a
Yeah,
month,
fake noble in
yeah,
Askelhorn.
but think
That
Yeah.
about this.
motherfucker.
Think about this,
right?
potato. I am an elf that comes from the Fey world,
Right.
and I
So you
distrust.
probably know stuff that I
Yeah,
need to
I
know as
do,
well.
and I distrust phase just in general, and that's a stereotype.
As
you
you
know what I mean?
should.
Exactly.
They're
And
tricky.
why the
Uh-huh.
fuck would I trust you if you don't prove yourself? You're gonna have to do extra to win my character. That's all I'm saying.
And
Well,
I'm
that's
over here trying to like give him a higher rank than everybody in the Pillars of Olympius just for
Exactly. And
doing my bit.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
Hey,
you know what I
I've been
mean?
trying to do nothing but help though.
Yeah,
Like
but you
my
know, maybe
character's been like, "Oh, I'll help you do this." I've been
I'll
like fairy
I
fire
mean,
and
if you
stuff.
really think about it, we got a party of like, oh yeah, let's do the right thing, and then we just got like two people that are just, it's like two little kids, just like fucking around, like you got to keep an eye on them the
I'll,
whole
I'll,
time,
I'll
Yeah.
like
you know?
all I suggest for your character, Potato, is win our trust a little bit to prove something, and then don't play so many tricks on us. You can play all the tricks in
But
the world on
I
everybody
love
else.
it.
what tricks have I played on you guys?
I
You did
love
a
it.
fart smell and fart at Joe, and Joe got
Did I?
berserk on
You
you, and he
stole
thought
his
you were a
clothes.
vampire,
That
and then he lost his mind.
I
He's
mean,
like,
come
I'm
on,
not gonna go kill that vampire
that's
until I find out
definitely
who the fuck
metagaming.
that vampire is who
That's
did a fucking
I
definitely
spell
mean, that
on
metagaming.
is
me,
super
telling me.
meta. That's super meta game, you know, for sure. But like, I mean, there
Yeah,
might be something
or-
too. Like maybe you shouldn't play tricks like that on party
It,
members,
it's
especially
true,
if they're gonna like
but
react. You know, like,
but
hey, what the fuck was
Like I
that? You know,
literally
to be
okay,
fair
so
though,
I literally came in
you can
to
do
the
it to me whenever
forest
you
out
want,
of
dude. How
like
about that? No
I
problem.
met a game to go into the forest to get you because I was like I feel bad that he's not involved in this fucking quest line. No one wants to go to Tina to go get fucking Potato. He's in the forest. Huh. I'll just go there by myself.
the sign
You know,
says "free gold." Clearly a
Potato.
trap.
The
And
easiest way,
I
the
was like,
easy,
cool, he's
But
in the fucking
but I
thing,
mean, come
whatever.
on, those are very harmless. And to
yes.
be fair, none of you know that it was my character that did it.
And my character has no idea of that. But now he knows
Exactly.
that he
Don't
has been
So
forget,
charmed
so not liking my
and someone
character for
tried to
that
take all
reason
his
is
shit.
bullshit.
No,
don't
that's not why
forget,
he doesn't like your character.
like the easiest way you can fix this with Joe, you
Explain
show
who the
up,
fuck you are.
you
He's
show up.
not wrong that nobody knows he's the one that did
He's
that.
not.
I
That's
have
the
That
only
is
an
like
reason why
idea
I'm
that
doing
he's the
that.
one that
Is
meta.
stole
because
Joe's clothes,
it's
but even I
not
don't know
meta.
that he
Like,
did that.
I
True,
don't either.
true.
I was told there's a fake noble by Antonio. You know, I haven't seen this dude yet.
like he's
And
just playing.
Antonio is
He's being a fairy, playing harmless tricks. He's like, oh, I know these guys. Like like Joe came in there and he was like, ah, puny man, don't talk to me. You look like a
yeah,
kid. So I was
yeah,
like,
but
oh, you dare? My guy was being noble. He's like, how dare you insult a noble? And he was like, poof, fart bomb in your face, haha.
My
And then
character
like
tried
it
to
blew up into a.
apologize.
No, you
I tried.
drug him outside.
No, I tried to
Yeah,
apologize for him first. I
You
said, "I'm
insulted him.
sorry. Excuse me, noble. I didn't realize you were a gnome. I'm sorry about that. And he's like, ugh. I'm like, who are you if you're a noble? And then he
Oh,
refused
that's
to answer
right.
me.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, hold on.
And you were like, "Tell me your name. You must tell me your name. I am Antonio Davis."
Anyways,
Yeah. But I mean, like, we sat there and that was a thing. That was a little RP, whatever. But like, I
thought
don't
it was
see why
funny.
that. I don't see why that would make your character hate Glitch more, though. Is what I'm
no,
saying.
he doesn't hate Glitch because
No.
of that. He didn't like Glitch before that.
No,
Okay.
but you had different options there, Potato. You could have been
Like-
like on the side. It's like, hey, don't worry, it's me. I just played a trick on you.
That's what I expected you to do. That's
Or
why I kept going
find a
in.
way,
I
and
escalated.
then I trigger Joe. And then when you trigger Joe, you don't know what's gonna happen.
But when you charmed me,
The trigger
my
man.
character wants to kill that character now.
No, but it's true. Like, look at Joe. Like Joe's. I'm gonna say like Joe Dad. Like you play your character the way you play it, but at the same time you go completely fucking crazy sometimes.
He's a chaotic good.
How funny would it
Mine's
have been
chaotic
if you were
neutral.
in jail and Casimir
fuck.
walked in that
I was
fucking
o-
guard tower and you'd have just been in jail like,
Uh,
Casimir,
I was
help!
I don't know that guy.
I was hoping to see Joe on the fucking stand, just about to get hang because he got
Yeah, and then
completely
Casimir
fucking
comes
nuts in the
saves you. That
city.
would have been fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
My
yeah.
character
Cuts
would
him
have.
down.
I
got
thought about it,
you.
but my other thought was like, let me just end this shit so we can continue because I thought it was getting a little out of hand, to be honest. So I was like,
No,
all
I
right,
was
hey,
like, if
Antonio, what's up? All right, it's just harmless. Don't worry about it. And you're like, no, I will kill this motherfucker as soon as I see him. He's fucking dead.
Kill
And I
that
was like,
vampire
Jesus
until I
Christ.
slay that motherfucking
He
fucking.
farted.
What
he
were
still
you
goes
about to
that
Put it
way.
in my face.
He still feels that way. No, seriously,
wanted-
my character was. I didn't expect it to escalate that far, but if it had to do that,
No,
I was
yeah,
gonna
you
start
do
fucking
you,
killing
bro.
people to save myself.
It's
Mm.
fine. It's like RP, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
man, exactly.
it's like it could have been very fixed. It's just a matter like just to go back to it, is like Potato is just a matter of trust with our
That's
characters,
funny.
because you're just a new character and you play like if you were playing your other characters, none of this would have happened. Because
Morkan doesn't
you-
even trust me.
That's
exactly.
the point
Trust-
of my
And I'm
I don't
supposed
trust
to
character.
be his
Barker
best
either.
friend.
My
My
character, honestly, the only character that he trusts is
There we go.
Casimir. Because
I only
my-
trust Casimir. I trust
My-
Casimir and Morkan actually.
my character, the only reason he trusts Casimir is that once he takes off that armor, he knows that he's gonna be fair man.
Going right.
Yeah.
I trust
It's just
Razor
the
more
goal,
than
not
anybody in
fair
the
in any
party,
other way.
but
I don't even trust.
I look
Razor.
to Casimir more than any other person
See,
in the
I
party.
I trust everybody in the party. Like, I don't know. I feel like I understand Abforth, and I understand what Glitch is. I don't know. Glitch, maybe I don't like completely trust yet. Like, we'll see. But
It's
everyone
too
else,
new.
like 100% trust, man. I know Antonio's like whimsical and clumsy, but like he's got a good heart,
Yeah.
man.
Did
You know,
like,
Krias is like the
Yeah.
wise dude that's like just sniping people quietly, you know. And then Abforth like fits his role perfectly. I know what it
My
is.
character doesn't like people who have stuff to hide.
I
People who
Until
aren't
Abforth
Like-
crosses me, but he hasn't done that yet. I don't know
If
that he
I
may have
wouldn't tell
stolen stuff
Casimir
from
the
me.
truth about the stuff I did eventually, like I let Casimir
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna do in a way that doesn't conflict with his morals, and then I do
Like-
it.
tapping me on the shoulder with an invisible mage hand and giving me a little nugget of weed as I'm leaving the
I think
the
that's what
guard's
we need the
tower.
hour.
So like I know what he's doing and shit, you know, because like I'm not gonna walk up in there with Abforth, you know, like
Because
So when are you guys gonna go find the vault of Lauren Carr?
I just nod at him like,
What's
okay,
that?
I got you.
We don't even have any clues about where the second or
Yeah.
third gem are.
No,
so I
No,
guess
no, no,
we're
no,
gonna
no,
find
no,
some
no,
clues
no.
about
Incorrect.
those.
Incorrect. You have
the
the
lady
first
was-
key.
yeah.
You were told the second key's in
do.
the Underdark.
And we do have the lady.
The
we
Underdark.
know that
That's
she
I
has
So-
the-
mean,
the
I
lady
that's a
has
pretty
tried to go
big
examine
place.
the Underdark, and I almost got eaten by a purple worm. So
No. But Bucker, my character, I'm telling you, after the vampire and all this stuff, the Underdark is gonna be gold because I want to go and get that blade.
Okay, but
But
you
I-
guys do know 3 or 4 safe entrances to the Underdark.
Yeah.
we have one
Because
in our keep. We
I-
can
And
I-
you also know that Minotaurs are down there.
I'm going for the Deadbringer. Once we go into the Underdark.
I'm ready to go in the Underdark. That's fine.
I
But
can't wait to
I
use that Drider figurine I showed you guys earlier.
Oh boy, a Drider.
I'm actually thinking about it just now.
But
And if
where
I
is
took
it?
my level 7 now,
No.
I would excuse myself from the party and go ahead and have Dabus go do something else.
We're in the Underdark.
So you
is
guys at level
so-
7.
That's like the question. The Underdark is so fucking vague. We are already like limiting ourselves to where we're leaving the city, like where we're established right now. We're going to Alvenport. We're going to our
Pick 'em up.
fort. We're going to like
Yeah.
local areas. But the Underdark is like the same size, and we've never been there. Like, where the fuck are we gonna be heading towards? You know?
Going around to the
Part of it is exploration. Since you've never
Use the
been to the
chat
Underdark,
in-game.
going there is like the adventure. You learn about the Underdark and where you can go. So you can't find out about the Underdark aside from, like secondhand information in a book
Yeah.
without going there.
Yeah, I know I need to go and find some help because I'm looking for the what is it, the Deadbringer or whatever the sword is.
So I can explain the Underdark a little bit. So mechanically, as it's gonna work in our game, I have
It's a
the
giant mycotic forest that knows everything about everything that touches the mycotic reeds that are spread across the
It's a
entire
It
giant
is,
ant-
yeah, it is the Aramikos. Here, I'll put it up
Giant
on the screen on Twitch if you wanna look at it. So the Aramikos Underdark is an enormous cavern. You can enter it from any of like 13 entrances. There's lots of them. Your base is on top of one of those entrances. Other entrances can be found in almost every major town, including the one you're in right now. Askelshorn has an entrance as well.
And there's also portals in the Underdark leading to other areas.
Correct. Teleporters will take you into the Underdark. So the way mechanically it would work is I have this grid map, this hex grid, and it's very much based around random encounters. Before you go in there, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to prepare encounters that I can put on a table that I'll roll, but mostly it's exploration where you're exploring the hex grid, trying to get to the different locations along the routes that you can see on the map. And then once you get to any of those locations, they will be like a full like dungeon of their own, or like
a cavern.
or like an underground town that's got some creatures you can interact with. So like this map is like full of places, just like the above world map is full of places that you can go to, like Elvenport and all those other towns. The same
man.
applies to this map, except in the Underdark, it's going to be like Deep Gnomes and Durger and Drow. Those are going to be the populations of towns rather than what you're used to.
I'm
Hey,
looking for
hey guys,
draws.
real quick. Amaranth is doing ASMR on a $10,000 microphone on
Okay.
Twitch.
Oh my god.
Is she playing with her clitoris?
No, she's got pants on, but her tits are hanging out a little bit.
I really need her clitoris.
And the microphone is
I will-
I think
I
Joe's
will,
got that clip. You need to ask
I
him
will
for
not follow. I will not follow until
that. Her
it's
microphone
like
is
her-
shaped like a human head, and apparently it costs $10,000.
No, that's
I believe it.
disappointing. But it's not worth it. You gotta see the clitoris.
Like I said,
No.
Joe's got that clip.
I have it.
Do you have the
How
clitoris?
many golden
Yeah.
needs to make it?
In that super secret club.
Yes,
Do you have to pay an extra for the G spot?
I think so.
Nobody's ever touched that woman's G spot.
You have to find it first. I hear it's
Hey.
hard for men to find.
It's kind of funny, but she's still making 1.5 million a month.
I
For
sent you a
shout
message on
about
Twitch,
it.
Around the
I mean
world,
on
so.
Discord, Ninja.
Please don't
I-
say that.
I
Nothing
will
makes me
marry the
angrier
woman.
than hearing about people getting super rich on Twitch
On
and stuff like that.
So yeah,
I just sent you a message that's not about you getting super rich on Twitch, but it's
Totally.
about the Underdark.
Okay.
So,
I'm doing it.
so
Oh, I shouldn't have done it. All right.
So okay, I have kind of a specific kind of gold
God
for the
damn it!
Underdark,
I thought I could kill him.
but is there anyone in house that needs to go into the Underdark? That's what I'm
Figured I'd-
wondering.
Everybody, because you need those Minotaur hoops.
Well, yeah.
Travis doesn't wanna go down
yeah,
there.
The Minotaurs.
I need to go
Oh,
there
we're fine.
because I want to.
Yeah,
I want to
no
find
worries.
the Deadbringer sword because
So
I
does
want
that
to
sound.
kill more hundreds. But it's like,
Davis is tired of going underground.
it's like Joe and then
Wait. You mean Dawnbringer?
the Dawnbringer. Sorry,
I keep hearing Deathbringer when you're talking, and I'm like, isn't that like a
Yeah.
horrible, evil,
Yeah, but
like?
I'm looking at when I'm looking at my screen, I'm looking in a diagonal right now, so it's a little difficult to sit right.
Krios only has one monitor, but he's looking at 4 monitors.
All right.
See, I just want to like go and do
So
a bunch of
big.
like
What's it-
fight and adventures. I want to go and do stuff. I don't like being stuck in town talking for like 3 sessions.
I am so
But like,
tempted.
but like,
Yeah.
I get that other people want to do that, and like that's cool. But like, I may need to just like skip some sessions to like break up the monotony for me. Like I don't know. Like I get it. Like
I mean, we
have
don't
fun
need
with it
every single
sometimes.
person here to do a session.
I just feel like our sessions need to be like 10 hours long for us to achieve everything.
It really honestly does. Like it's a whole day thing, like a risk, you know.
You know, that's
Well-
why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. It's like once we clear some of this stuff here, because there's magical items we want to make made. There's the fort stuff and all this shit, and then killing the vampire and all this stuff. It would be. I personally think it would be good for our team to just sit down
God damn it.
and really say, hey, listen, it's like because at the end of the day, it's like, what the fuck is going on with our characters and where are they heading up as independent characters? You know what I mean? Like we've been moving kind of a semi group. But what is my goal? What is Casimir's goal? What is Barker and
Well, Casimir's goal is to take over as the guard captain of
Yeah.
Askelshorn.
No, I
and
told-
Potato says, I think we need to do less talking and more adventure. Kriya suggests instantly. Let's all sit down and talk.
Let's make this. No. Give me a second. I'm
No,
fucking
it's not.
confused.
It's not a bad idea. You're right. We
Okay.
do need to get on the same page.
We're
But I
fucked
think it's
here.
hilarious how those things sequence themselves together.
Yeah, exactly. Because to be honest, I need to gain trust in Barker. I need to gain trust into Potato. I personally need to gain trust into Razor because he's affiliated to Barker too much. You know what I mean? It's like we're a group that is kind of dysfunctional because of stupid shit. Let's make it clear, and then we
quest is
can actually
vain.
have a goal and lead to something. That way, we can all actually gain like something and reach something individually. You know what I mean?
I've had to work
I think we got a
harder
great
for my-
idea out of character, for the deluge shit. Like, right, we'll talk about that in character
Yeah.
when we have a good opportunity. That's perfect. But we need to find a way to tie everyone into it, right? And then, booyah, there's a level 7 for all of us to work towards.
Because
So-
D&D brings the alignments problem.
Joe can come back in.
Not so much,
Well,
like
what's our
I wouldn't
actual goal?
like I
think
would
we're-
not like stick to
Stop
alignment
the
over
apocalypse.
having fun and like
See,
being
no
part
one's
of the
told me
group,
that.
Like I think having fun
Oh my
and
God.
playing as a group
Wait a
fucks
minute.
alignment is
Wait a minute.
more important.
Glitch has
Yeah.
never been told about the actual mission.
No, I'm
He really hasn't.
I've been trying to say this. I'm literally just with you guys for adventure. Like
I know.
I'm with you
We-
guys.
we-
I'm
we
like,
don't
I
even
want to know who
what
I
the
am. Like
adventure is.
I don't know what we're doing. Like let's go kill shit. Let's go fight stuff. Yeah, this is
My,
cool.
my
it's
character's
fun.
as lost
And
as
that's
you
what my
are.
character's been doing this whole time. Like I don't
Yeah.
even know what the main goal of our story is.
So-
I will
We
mention
don't even
this.
fucking
You
know.
guys might not be aware of it, but you've actually touched on that quest several times.
Yeah, but we don't know.
Sorry, what
I would
quest?
say that
The
there's-
save the
Stopping
world
the
from the
apocalypse.
demons.
I would say that even
Stopping the
Barker.
apocalypse.
Okay,
Even
so
Barker-
Askelshorn is called Hellgate Keep. It is a crater full of demons in
In
actual
guess I
Forgotten
kinda
Realms.
thought-
setting. In the
Yeah.
modern setting.
Right, I kind of thought that maybe like our our venture into the Underdark, like doing the Underdark was
Not
kind of
even.
the end game for that.
It's not even that. It's not even that.
So, do you remember
Kevin.
when we saved the werewolf from execution?
Yeah, that's like
The first time we
8
ever
months
heard about
ago?
Deluge, Kev? Do
Yeah,
you remember
yeah,
that?
8 months ago.
Yeah, kind of. I do
Razor?
remember like
So-
somebody was getting I stopped somebody from getting executed.
Yeah, that was the lady.
Razor followed that lady to the Divinorium, and the leader of the Divinorium did a fortune telling for him. And in the fortune telling, the Divinorium lady said, in like 300 to 400 years, the world will end, and you
Oh yeah,
guys,
yeah,
are
yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
will be directly responsible.
That's right.
For
And we
either
were all like, "What
facili-
the fuck? The world
for-
end?"
You guys will be either directly responsible for facilitating it or stopping it. This is the
Yeah.
goal.
That's right. That's
Well,
right. I
like-
do remember that.
Barker.
And we were all like, "What? Is that real? Real talk?"
Yeah, but
What?
Barker, think about it.
So we
You're
have a
level 2.
goal.
You were level 2 literally at that time. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck does that mean?
I wasn't even really an assassin.
I
Then.
think I
was still a
remember that
museum owner.
100%, but I also
we
kind of
were-
remember like maybe not believing that, you
Yeah,
know?
we're so
Wasn't that a
distracted.
thing? Like we were kind of like, the end of the world?
I was more concerned about a werewolf and
We
getting
still had
some
Devin
Yeah,
in the
like-
party.
So it's not
The
the
rats
end of the
under the
world.
city
It's
and
not the
what
end of the world, but
that
it is.
lizard guy was doing.
It is definitely the
that's-
end of Askelshorn. The entire city of Askelhorn and all its inhabitants will be wiped the fuck out.
But we
And
still don't know that.
you were explicitly
do.
given a goal by Madame Corium of the Divinorium because she can foretell the future, and she sees in the future the town that she lives in and everybody she knows will be dead.
So
That is apocalypse.
So Ninja, can I make like, would it be possible at some point to find a way? Because look, I think that every single one of us in this group of D&D players, I think every single one of us has ADD.
A little bit, sure.
Yeah, and it's like we can't focus on shit.
Well, that's
And
why I throw so much stuff at you that you accidentally stumble into the things I want
That's
you
the
to hit.
problem. That's the
No,
problem.
Chris,
Like
what are you talking
we'll be on
about?
a quest line and then we'll like this NPC in
It's
the
like-
alley will be like, I got a side quest for you. And we're all like, ooh, side quest, yes, let's do it.
Let's go good.
Right.
Let's go
Sign
2
me
weeks
up for
away
that
from our
side quest.
And then we're
town.
like, oh shit, what were we
Remember
doing?
every
Let's
magical
go
item we've
barbarians.
ever found in this campaign. What are you talking about?
That's
Yeah.
true. You do know the loot. You are the loot like maestro, dude.
Look, Ninja, you're playing with some disabled people here, okay? And
I am withholding a lot of
We
information.
got every
You just need to
stereotype.
be like,
No.
hey, main objective.
That's my job, is to withhold a lot of information from you guys. You actually
get
are
that.
touching
I
on
get
these
that.
quests without even realizing it.
I get that, but I get this. I personally get distracted by the different cutter. And the Barker might get distracted by something else, and everybody gets distracted by whatever.
I feel like I'm applying myself towards my goals
Okay. You have
slowly and
more
steadily every mission we do.
You get a
I
lot more
think that
experience.
I'm gonna switch my character to a druid.
Barker is actually the closest to touching on the main quest.
Joe, you're not gonna change your fucking character.
I'm done.
You're gonna play a
Character's done.
bard.
He doesn't want to play
No,
Bard
you're not.
anymore after level 7.
You're not gonna change your
You're gonna get
fucking
that,
character.
that loot, and you're gonna fuck your
He
loot.
is done.
until
You're
you
gonna
fucking
fuck
die.
shit up with that loot.
Man,
You're gonna fire the
I am
fuck out of it.
throwing so many cool Bard items at you. It's going to be disappointing
It's
if you
like-
just quit.
At this point, it's like I should be getting like the best fucking bow in the world, and you shouldn't get anything.
You
in
already have the best bow in the world. Like that bow you have is ridiculous.
You know,
You shoot
I'm
China
just
from
having
here.
2 damage in one fucking round. Like,
Hey, listen, I made that bow. I built that fucking bow, and
Exactly.
I paid for that fucking bow.
Like, oh, I mean,
didn't get that bow.
so what? You're not gonna find much better than that.
Yeah, I could. But anyways, all I'm saying is like, anyways, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying, Ninja. Anyways, to get back to it, I saw some of the stuff, the main story. Like, to be honest, I don't think we're getting it. I think you gotta give it a little bit more of a leeway. If you want us to get into like the deeper level of it, like none of us, I feel like we have the mind to get into it because we don't really understand it.
That's not true. Like he said,
Yeah.
I have been making progress. I don't care what y'all are doing. I have been making progress.
I mean, I've been making
So-
progress with my
You've been
shit
doing a
too.
lot.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you need some hints, I could
You
throw
know,
some
like-
hints your way.
I guess I
Mhm.
kind of thought maybe like, discovering about the, the workings in the background of Askelhorn, aka like the Baron and what's going on with all that shit would be like a nice leeway into like what's next in the main quest line of Askelhorn, but I don't know.
But
But
there's
if I'm not touching on the main quest line,
I mean,
then
if you
shit,
guys really want me to spell it out for you, I could tell you what's going on.
there's just no sense of urgency for
Nah,
any of
nah,
our
nah, nah,
characters,
nah,
though.
nah.
Yeah,
I think like, I
Well,
get
we
this
just
city
said
watch
it.
position,
Yeah.
we have
and
every
then I'm in a
quest
transition,
fucking
like,
timed.
I think the
Like,
city watch
everything has been
guard
time
captain is, like,
sensitive. What do you
enemy
mean
there.
it's not? Oh my god.
Nothing is time sensitive. To this-
Everything has been time sensitive. That's why we can't take downtime.
not to the main quest.
We've taken plenty of downtime and shit.
No, we haven't
You've
done.
had a couple
Well,
options where you
well,
could have
to the
taken a bunch
fort
of
and took,
downtime
like,
and didn't.
3 weeks.
We literally left for an entire month to go up north and kill some barbarians.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we're at the fort for a while, and everybody's like, "Let's get the fuck out of the fort," let's go to Askelhorn.
And maybe it's us not
What do you-
having the right
Killing
impression of
barbarians. What are you
time.
talking about?
Well, I'm talking about the potato and
Boswick.
his characters, like the quest and like
Yeah,
what was the
we
name?
got Boswick and we also got Harry
Yeah.
Jack.
That was a time sensitive thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
and then
Boswick,
we
but
went
not
back
for
to the
main
fort
quest.
And,
and we
Harry
did a
Jack.
bunch of shit.
Harry Jack was on the run. Remember?
And now we're killing vampires and fucking like underling.
That is
like,
how we got the first gem of Lauren
Eh,
Karn.
and there's no criticism to that. It's just that I don't think that our characters, like as a group, is aligned towards the main quest.
Yeah, we don't
because
have a
understand it.
teammates mentality. We're
Yes.
all like, let's do our own thing, let's do our own thing, let's do our own thing. We're not like, hey, let's all get together and do the main thing that benefits us all.
Yeah. And we're all
I think
enjoying
in
it.
Avforth and I got a pretty good thing going on with like this whole Askelhorn City
Yeah.
Watch these
So it's
Bell
true.
connection,
So
Bell
Kef
huge, like I
Kef
think-
dealing with the corruption within Askelshorn, within the hierarchy of the City Watch, is actually really closely tied to the main plot. And then
I
Yeah, okay,
literally
cool.
tried
I
to make
was
an
assuming it
alliance
was
that
in
would help
ballpark.
every single member of the party in an individual way.
Right, and the more power we get in Askelhorn as a group, like the closer we get to the main quest line, which like saving the world or
And then-
saving Askelhorn.
And then, without giving anything away, another way that it really connects to the main plot in a big way is anytime you interact with any of the factions in Askelshorn.
Yeah.
Any of the wizard schools, like even if you think you're not doing much there, when you interact with those wizard schools, it does play into the main plot in a pretty important way that you probably will not ever notice.
What about the vampire
Oh,
stuff?
that's cool.
The vampire stuff was out of Left Wing.
I'm into it, Ninja. I'm
I
into it.
had to work
Okay.
hard to tie the vampire stuff into the actual plot.
Okay.
So I did connect it, but it's loosely connected.
Yeah, to the
play a
Baron and
drow.
shit. Yeah.
Joe, Joe,
Ninja.
talk. Hang on, Joe, talk.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna play a drow. My next character.
Why are you
Well,
trying to change your character all of a
Joe.
sudden?
It's been like 4 months. Literally, you've been trying to play a different character.
Yeah. Okay. Hold
Why-
on. Hold
no,
on. This
seriously,
is
why are you trying to play a different character
Hold
all
You're
of a sudden?
so
hold
in
on.
love
This
with
isn't
Antonio, man.
this
You know-
isn't
you know
necessarily
what?
a bad thing. He can play
You
whatever
know-
character he wants. That's fine.
It's true, but we mock in a certain way Joe, but we all like Joe. Like
I just want to know
Antonio.
where this came from.
I'm just trying to figure out how to fit this in there.
It came
go.
from tonight. I mean,
go.
like
Let me
it
ask-
started with the furry ball thing,
Yeah.
kind of like, and then it with the loot thing, he was
No,
like, I don't want to do
Travis-
that, and then the
Travis should
glitch
take-
thing, I don't want to, I
Let-
think it kind of just
Let me
maybe
ask
think
you-
about it for a little bit, Joe. Like
Let me
kinda
ask you a
sleep on it.
simple question, Joe. Okay, look at all potato. His character. His character could actually join our group very easily, huh? But it's still fucking difficult. Your character's already in the group. Your character is a group, and he's good, and he's contributing to our group, and he's building up to fucking something. Why would you want like
He's about to blow up.
It's a
About to
personal
get big.
thing, but at the same time, why would you want to go through the struggle of introducing a different character just to fill up a spot?
Nah,
Like,
we
our
can.
group has
it'll
been
work, man.
fucking
Hey,
imperfect
maybe it'll keep
since
things
the
fresh.
fucking beginning.
Sometimes people get bored of their character and they just want to do something
Like,
else. It doesn't mean your character
I don't
dies.
feel like he all of a sudden got bored of his character.
You
Come on,
could-
he's been like the most excited about D&D every day, like of any of us.
Well,
Dude,
like, look
like,
at Boswick.
what are you
Boswick
talking
isn't
about?
out of the game. Boswick exists as a character that has
It's
stuff going on. He is running the Bugbear Nation and is an important part of the, like the peace of the realm because the Bugbears aren't at war with everybody. It's improving all of the towns in the area. So
I ain't gonna lie, I thought about maybe like Casimir getting the city guard watch position would be the end because he'd have to be devoting all his fucking time to that, right? Like
Dude,
so like that's a
I
good
fucking
stopping point
love
for him.
Casimir.
But
You don't
I
even
don't want to
like,
stop there with Casimir, right? Like yeah, exactly. Like I'm gonna take him and we're gonna go another direction after
if you
that,
guys want to
Like-
play a different character, it's fine. The other character will
It is,
continue to exist, and you can say what they're doing in the background, and you
I
can go
just-
back to them if you want to at any point.
Yeah.
And that's where
I
I'm
just
at
don't
right
want him
now.
to make a rash decision because, like,
No.
I know a few things didn't really go your way tonight, like the dice and shit. Like that's the way it goes.
Well,
But
that's not.
like you were like just before tonight, you were the most excited, pumped shit about everything Antonio Davis. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I just buy that all of a sudden you want to switch characters because
Look,
you're like bored of it.
so
Like
right
it's more
now,
than that, right?
so right
Like let's
now,
get to the real reason.
after everything has been said tonight, there's
Mhm.
multiple reasons. One,
Psychology.
the loot thing I was explaining to Barker, that was supposed to be my like level 2, level 3 thing. I was supposed to get the loot a long time ago, and that was going to play into a bunch of other shit he wants to do. He has to go get his father. His father gave him the loot and said, "Come with me and
He doesn't
catch
have
up.
the loot
Like
yet.
just keep up." He can't go to find his father without the loot.
Okay, the problem with that is you wanted a magic item that's out of your league at level 2.
Got it. Well, level 3, whatever. I mean,
I'm starting to
wasn't
throw those
expecting you to
items
give
at
me-
you now, but it's because you're like
well, I wasn't
in the
expecting you to give me
ballpark.
the rare one. I was expecting you to give me like the uncommon one. You know.
Yeah.
But
Give him like
I don't
a
really care.
magic.
Like, I mean, this guy who doesn't know me, who I said was my father, he just gives me a magic item. Like, yeah, that's fucking chump change. No worries. I got plenty of these fucking magic instruments.
Magic rod.
Anyways, digress. My character needs to do fucking downtime. He has a whole bard troop that he's supposed to be managing actively. He can't be the leader of a band and he's never there for practice.
Yeah.
Like he needs to take like a month of downtime. My character needs a month of downtime. Solid.
What's gonna happen though after we kill the vampire?
Like my character wants to go fucking downtime. Like he needs to go travel with his bards and kind of teach them and like
Okay,
do
so
reputation gains for the Olympians.
so
Like-
so give me Joe. I don't want to interrupt you, but like
Yeah, you're good.
let's say we sit down, we have a meeting, we build on some stuff. Like there's the the deluge issues and all these things. I think a lot of us could use some downtime right there. Like the only reason I'm saying that is like I like your character, even if it's quirky and all these things. It's just like what is
I don't
the
want to
direction
kill
of
my
it?
character. Like
Yeah.
that's not what I mean. I just like my character and again, if
Yeah, we
it's
got to
not about
figure out
level
what
7.
changed
It's not about the
tonight.
level 7. The level 7
'cause-
wasn't a big deal. I already said it once.
Okay, so it's
I
not
can
that.
lump that.
Cool.
I can lump the level 6 and 7 thing together in one, and I'll just be level 6. Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't
I think it
care
makes
about
sense.
that.
Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense.
But
Cool.
the whole dynamic with us, it's not really like it's all over the place.
Yeah, but are you just trying to replace a character to fill up a spot?
Well, I'm trying to change out my character for something that would fit the party better.
I didn't really know how your
Yeah, well-
character doesn't fit.
I can
My
get his
character's
I
fight.
guess I
chaotic
thought your
good.
character fit pretty well.
So out of character, my character doesn't actually trust Absworth. I've been trying to like teach me a little bit. I'm trying to get into his good graces so that I can kind of get to know because my character has problems with people who keep secrets from him. He wants to know stuff. Knowledge is power to him. He also can't read between the lines, so he's like, I just need to know. That's why he likes Kef so much, because Kef's honest and direct with him about everything. Like Morkan's direct with him. My character doesn't really know Razor. He doesn't get a bad vibe from him. He just doesn't know him. And the whole secrets and whispers and stuff with the Raven Queen thing, he doesn't understand it. The Borker thing, now that he's chumming up with that and keeping secrets, like I mean, my character is not a dummy. He has low wisdom. He's not street smart, but he knows like he understands math. He's has a high he has a fucking 14 intelligence. He understands that Asworth has been around him for the past few months straight, and he just has so much more money all the time. So he's like,
Absworth has his fingers in many ventures.
and I'm like,
Many
how
I
you
mean, he's into many businesses
and
and
think
shit,
about it
you
like
know?
Fast and the Furious 1 when they're in the diner after they do the little race against the Porsche or against the Ferrari. It's a Ferrari, and they
True,
fucking
but like
race
if
up
you
the
really
coast.
think about it, like a lot of the time while we're like off, Morkan's like crafting some badass magical items with stuff, and I'm like city watching it up and whatnot. Like Absworth's off like fucking businessing it up. Like that's kind of been his thing.
Talking to NPCs. shooting the shit.
I'm just
exchanging
what I'm
info.
saying.
not-
I
I'm
guess
not
is I
saying
think
like-
there's a logical reason to explain why.
in one go.
You know, I think there's a logical reason to why he has all this money. I would is what
I
I'm
understand.
trying to say.
I'm just
in
like my
character.
character wants to know how to make all this money, and the reason why he wanted all the money in the first place was to get hit to try to find the loot or to try to buy the loot.
Hmm.
You know, he's
Sounds
trying
like
to get
it.
the loot.
Sounds like it was heading directly that way for you.
Yeah, but
The way it was
This is a
setting up
personal
was like
challenge.
exactly that. You know, but
what I'm assuming with my next future goals was that w- these
Beach dodge.
these fucking famous bards would start appearing,
Yeah.
and we'd run into some of these famous bards that I know, and like my contacts would, oh, I remember you,
Well,
some bullshit like
Joe-
that. Oh, Davis.
Joe, don't you think like my character to be able to adjust to F4, I had to do a lot of personal choices as a character. You know what I mean? Like I know your character is limited because he's very naive, but at which point, like, can he maybe change a little bit? And all I'm saying is like because it seems like you're trying to take a decision on like a very static character instead of a character that can maybe modify a little bit of itself. And to be honest, I've like Morkan really
I
likes the
kind of did a little
character.
bit of that with Kazan there. You know, like
Yeah,
I've definitely
there's a
kind of
big
like
fucking
A little
changed.
bit of
struggle.
soul searching.
There's a huge struggle
Yeah.
into like adjusting and to be honest, I'm I played D&D before and then I came back and all that stuff and I'm just adjusting a bunch of shit. But my character, if I was playing my character as the beginning compared to now, it would be completely different. And it's just to personally to like F4, like your character, sorry, not F4, but
Davis
Davis?
got it.
Dabus, like where is he going to be able to develop as an individual? How is he going to be able to develop as part of the group? Because you know what, at the end of the day, it's like it sounds
Oh.
easy to bring in a new character just to fit the group, but your character kind of fits our group right now. It's just
I'll be honest, like
you know?
what he could do for the group right now, which fits his actual intention. That's why I'm saying make a new character. Was to play a character from level 6 to 7, while you guys catch up to level 7.
Okay,
I
but
mean, if we did it that way,
imagine
I'm just saying,
imagine
Davis
you
can go do some fucking shit on his own.
but imagine you just started right now as a cleric or a priest, whatever you want to call it, but you start at level 3.
If I started at level 3, like no, I wouldn't do it. Like
No,
that makes
I know
yeah.
that, but at
Sure.
the end of the day, that's probably if I died right now, I probably expect to start another character at a lower level and have to
Yeah,
build it up
for
from the
sure.
start.
I
And
think my
build it up
character was
and try to
level.
introduce myself into a new group like Potato is doing right now, because he's going through the struggle of trying to match with a group that has been kind of tight since the beginning, no matter what
Wait,
the
so
conflicts
Potato's
we've
level
had.
3?
Oh,
No,
4 now. I started at level 3.
yeah, and
Oh, we were level 3.
yeah,
right?
level
No,
3 with no magical
we
items.
were level 4 for sure.
Yeah, y'all were level 4 or
Glitch just
5.
joined.
Yeah,
He
Potato
didn't
has
start with magical items.
Potato has no magical, but maybe
No, Potato started
some.
with an
I started with
adamantine
nothing.
set of
Yeah.
glasses that he got from a fairy that he sold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I started with a hat because Ninja did allow me to have. Starting out, he allowed me to have 2 magic items, but they had to be common or uncommon.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
And I
you know,
chose a
I don't
hat.
think that even matters. Like that's not even.
it's
I
true.
just
True.
want to.
you're right.
I just really want to know what
From what I've been hearing,
what can I do
Okay.
as a character to make you not want to switch your character? Because I like the way your character plays. I think it's great. It's funny. You got a lot of good character aspects that you bring to the table. I just don't understand why it. Is it because everybody's against you getting level 7?
No, I already said that's not.
It's
a
either
problem.
that or it's like the loot thing. I think honestly, from what I've been hearing, is
No.
what's different.
Because I mean, yeah, my character's been hard on your character, especially about the wanting to train under me, and like you say, teach me, and I don't want to, but What?
Well, I think it's. I was playing it because I think your character's smart.
But I'm not. Until I got that headband, you were smarter than I was. Like I don't. It's. I saw no reason as a character to take someone under my wing when I was perfectly handling everything on my own. And
Well, I thought it was because you saw me as Jeopardy. Like,
slowly I started doing more things to help you on those lines. Like, hey, go scout that area out. That's what I would do. And you found that you made the right decision. You left when you found that the cubes were there. I mean, like slowly but surely I was getting into the situation where I was, but I feel like I don't know how I could have done that any different without being completely meta about it and just being like, "Oh, sure, here's how you pick locks and here's how you go invisible when you're hiding behind somebody because you're small." Like I don't know. I feel like I did
no,
something wrong
no.
and I feel
I
kind of
think
upset
you're. I
about
think
it.
you're playing. You're playing your character fine. I'm not. I'm not.
Like I
I'm
feel
trying to
upset. Like I'm
adapt.
upset that I feel like you're upset about it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm kind of like it's depressing a little bit to think that I've made you want to switch characters by the way I played my character.
No, it's no that that one thing with the selling the instrument and all that stuff and all that I didn't like that at all. But the whole how your character's been playing it, the way my character is playing it is that I got to prove myself to him and then he'll take me under his wing. You know.
You want the Sanctum, Kev, on your mage?
And I already said it out loud. I don't know if you heard me, but my character doesn't actually trust
Yeah, I
Abscor.
heard
No,
that.
you should take it, right? It's good on you.
But I mean, it's not that he's not going to trust him. He knows that he's not like he's an ally. He
So
has his
who's your
back.
ally?
Ooh, there's that golden statue.
Everyone's my ally.
No, I know that, but you're saying I don't trust him, but he's my ally.
No,
I
he has
just,
secrets. He just knows he has secrets,
Life or alignment?
Yeah.
whether that be good or bad
Alignment.
secrets that he wants to know.
like, do you think I would put that loot up for auction and not let you end up obtaining it? That's what I would like. Do you think I would go
You?
through that
No.
scenario and
But I
not
would
end
play a
up with
trick.
somebody in our party obtaining that item?
I would try to buy it just to
Yeah.
play a trick on you. That's the
I
part.
thought it was just to help you develop your character. Like you were always gonna get the fucking loot.
No, I
Yeah.
understand that. I just don't want to play the fucking loot card. I've been playing the loot card, like trying to get the loot since level 1.
You asked me to help you get it in that
can
town of
pull you.
Bostwick, and the whole reason I asked the Thieves Guild to go get it is to help you get it. I was doing this as part of me trying to teach you how to do things in the world at large. Like I thought it was going to be like a fun character building. You get to use your actual strongest stat in doing things to acquire it without it just being handed to you. I thought it was going to be
I'll
fun
give
to
you an
watch.
example. I'll give you an example. I just thought about this one right now. If when you got the information from the fence in character or out of character, I was so fucking happy about that. All the information you got, I'm so like I'm just giddy in my seat, happy about it, and I'm expecting you at every time to like come give me some information. Be like, yo, hey, come here. I got some information for you.
Are you too naive though as a
But like
character?
Yeah.
Because you can play naive, but you can't play naive by default.
that's
Eh.
not even it. Like you gave me a job. I'm not going to come talk to you about it till I've done the job.
No,
Like
that's
it's
fine.
not. I'm not going to check in at you every 2 steps of the way to say, hey, I've heard about the loot, but I
Yes.
haven't got it yet. And then, hey, I know where the loot's at, but I'm still working on getting it. Hey, I've hired somebody to get it, but I'll let you know if they fail or not. Like, it needs to be like an occasion, That's the way I was looking at it. I just feel bad that I've caused you to
I don't
not
know.
want to play your character by the way I've
No,
handled it.
I just want to take a break from my character. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
And we can't force you to play your character, but it personally,
Sure, it was just hard for me to like, cause it seemed like up until tonight's session, you were just like the most into Antonio I've ever seen anybody into a character. Like you and Morcan, really, or Chris. Like, I'm like, damn, he fucking loves that shit. So I thought it was kind of weird that
Yeah.
all of a sudden the tune completely
no,
flipped,
but I
you know?
mean, but the whole
And it was like
conversation we
something
just had,
happens, you know,
like I said,
obviously.
the whole
You know,
conversation we've had tonight
let's
kind of
figure it
leads us
out
to
and
believe
clear it up, man.
we're
You
not
know?
gonna take downtime. Like I've been trying
we
to push towards
can.
like, hey, let's go take a year downtime and like split it up into like 2-3 month sections and do
But
like a quest
you know,
between them.
the matter
know?
of time, I think like what makes it more complicated for the entire group is that we are not fully invested
Nice.
into the main quest.
Yeah.
But as soon as we understand what the main quest is, then we know how to manage time. Because managing time is not a problem. But once we don't, because right now I don't, my character right now, like, can't figure it out what is I need to achieve when. You know what I mean? Once I know that, then it's a different thing. Then I know what I can take 2 months, 6 months, a year, or whatever the fuck it takes. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But right now, it's like it's difficult to take a decision about time. We don't when we don't really know on what calendar we are.
I just
Now,
mean that my character wants to go sit at the theater and bandage his bards and try to make money for the
okay,
group and get
Where'd all this
information.
all came out
but
of
but but
nowhere?
that's all RP and it's all like out of the game type of stuff. And it's like
That's what I want to do. I want to RP. Like,
I get that. And to me, like, it's like personally, and my character, I could say too, is like, why the fuck would I want to lose Antonio? Like, our entire group is completely unbalanced. You know what I mean? But we all depend on each other, and we, like, even if we are so fucking like not organized and disruptive and so conflicted between each one of our characters, there's still a synergy. And like losing Antonio, it's like losing like Barker, it's like losing like anybody else. Razor, it's like losing myself, it's like losing anyone else, you know?
Nah, man, I don't do anything but steal from the party and keep secrets.
It
It's cool.
doesn't,
You,
no,
you
no,
don't
but
need me.
when, like in every single team that we achieve, whatever the fucking matters, like we are this dysfunctional fucking group that still achieves shit. And my character is like, I don't want to change so much because even if like we don't have a cleric or whatever, or a mage or a character, you know, a wizard or a sorcerer, but we do have a sorcerer, but you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not like, okay, we are still functional, you know what I mean? We're still working and we're
It's not
still
a
fighting, like
functional
winning
sorcerer.
battles, you know what I mean? I'm just saying,
Well, I mean, our
Functional.
fucking group comps actually nutty strong. Like, we're actually a very, very solid
we're
fucking comp.
glass cannons.
But
We just killed a CR10
you know, and
basilisk
I
at
feel
level
like
four.
we've been playing a D&D game for a year and a half, like same characters.
I
The
mean,
whole
to be
fucking develop and
fair,
change. Like
Antonio Davis did die in that battle.
It's
yeah.
true.
He died in the
I
vampire
didn't
battle too.
die.
Yeah, he did die at some point.
Hey, I died by the lightning trap.
Ninja,
Hey,
I sent
Yeah.
you a couple messages.
hey, listen, like in an entire 12 months, we haven't lost, like, truly lost a character. And we're the most fucking, like non cookie cut, like, group that is possible. We don't
I'm not
even
gonna
have,
lie,
like,
this is the most fun I've had with a character personally in any D&D session I think I've ever played. And a lot of
Yeah.
it comes
Ooh,
from
Beckel.
the kind of the not generic dynamic of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
absolutely.
Yeah,
even if
dude.
we're
I mean,
making
I'm having fun.
jokes, even if we're making
Absolutely.
jokes about your characters, to be honest, Joe, my character loves your character. My
I
like
thought it was
I
all
re-
kind of part of the Antonio thing. Like that I
yeah.
just thought that was kind of part of it, what you were trying to do.
What?
Like, you know, you do kind of clumsy, naive things, and we like call you out for like, what the fuck are you thinking,
Yeah.
Antonio? You know, like
Like
Yeah.
I thought that
No,
was
no,
kind of what you were trying to
I'm
play.
going
Like,
for that. That's fine.
yeah.
No, I have no
like
problem
what
with
the
that.
fuck did you go across a
So
dungeon,
like,
go
Here's
up
what
a
I'll
you've
say.
got
wall, get
Absforth over
into
here,
some
you know,
sort?
get like trying to help you get the loot, and he's thinking like he's a schemer. That's like Absforth's thing, and you know, you've been kind of reaching out in one of ways, you know, maybe not explicitly, but like, hey, I want to be like better, stronger. You know, I want to learn how to be like, you know, like you guys.
Okay,
And so
Yeah, but
out
he's
of
kind of
character,
created this awesome fucking
yeah, go
scheme
ahead, Joe.
for you to develop that, right? And like, I just think it's so good. I
out
don't,
of out of character, initially did that so that, hey, when Barker does some of these things, maybe he doesn't have to do them alone, and we split the party as crazy where he's by himself for an hour. You know,
Yeah,
maybe
but
he
sure,
you
you
can.
know,
wanted to help him stay safe.
Yeah, and I was
it's
like, cool. Maybe I can go with him and assist him and do some crazy stuff, and then my character can profit off of
You
that.
know what? Like, you
But
should have like
if no one
maybe
else
like
is doing that,
you should have like said that to him instead of like, hey, teach me how to be more like you. You should have like voiced that. You know what I'm
but
saying?
Here's what I'll say. If you want to play another character, I
Yeah, I mean,
support
no
your
one's gonna
decision. I
stop
want you
you,
in the
man.
game, but I don't like feeling like it was my fault. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's
no,
that's my only
no, I
sentiment
don't.
is like
yeah.
like I say, you can make a new character if you want. I just feel like you wanting to make a new character came out of absolute nowhere from 6, 7 hour or beginning of today, right? Like you were the opposite or this afternoon. So I wanted to make sure you're making the right decision, you know, like think about it for a little bit. Don't make a rash decision because some things like, you know, upset you a little bit. Like we can work it out and we can make it work as a group because what we
I
got going on has been a
The
good
fu-
fucking thing, man.
the funny
You can
part is
make it happen.
the one who's the most equipped to be able to follow Barker around is probably my character.
I mean,
But
Joe, we were just talking about a week ago. I was talking about
how
a
is your
new
character
character,
be
you know. So
better than my character at sneaking
you-
around?
okay, because I am
I have
proficient.
invisibility.
I'm proficient in stealth, and I already have a.
I have advantage on all stealth rolls, and I'm proficient in stealth.
I have 7 in Dex, and so it's a plus 14, and I can easily stealth around and do whatever the fuck I want.
7
But
in Dex.
yeah, but we both have a lot of fucking conflict.
he has saving throws. He has
I
7.
got I
Oh.
got 21
Efficient
Dex.
saving throws. He's got +5 on his.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got I got 21 Dex, but it doesn't matter. Like all I'm saying, I have the gear to be able to go in stealth, and I have a cloak of Helvenkind, which gives me whatever.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's kind of beside the point, though. Really, you
but
know, we don't need to get off on that
all I'm saying
tangent.
is that you don't have to fill that role. And to be honest, it's like personally, it's like why try to change class just to fill a position? You know what I mean? It's like
Is there
our
something that
group.
we need? You talking about like a
It's like
specific like
I
class or
mean,
something?
to
exactly.
be
I was actually
fair,
I was thinking about playing a druid.
to
but-
be
Yeah, but
fair, like
playing a
That's
I
druid
know
what
is
we
to try to
need.
heal, is try
Wait,
to be the
what,
support.
potato,
Yeah.
go ahead.
the
Yeah.
whole reason, like one of the main reasons why I honestly switched over to glitch was because we didn't have a healer, and I specifically took like support and healing magic, you know, which like like I get, like I may not necessarily be like included in the party right now or yet, but like it'll eventually happen.
Yeah, you'll get there, man. I didn't know that's why you switched. I thought you were just kind of bored with Boswick, wanted to switch it up, you know,
I
because
like
I mean,
Boswick.
like we
you know, you like to
well look
roll
how
new characters all the time. Like,
look how physical heavy we are. We got
yeah.
Casimir, he's the
I
Doesn't
tank.
mean,
matter.
We
a
got
dedicated healer, sure, but like I kind of fit the role, sort of. Like it's manageable with potions and shit.
I know,
You
but like you're
you
the
don't feel
tank. Why
obligated,
do you
but
gotta heal, tank,
yeah,
and do
sure.
like magic damage?
But
Like
I get more spells later, and like I'll be doing some cool shit. Like no
Mhm.
biggie. But
And
I don't think anybody
Yeah.
should ever feel obligated to change their character to like fit a role that we're all like, it'd be cool if we had like a healer. It'd be cool if we had like a wizard. You know, it'd be
Yeah.
cool if we had a fucking turtle tanking. You know, it'd be cool if we had everything. Sure, but
Yeah.
our
whatever
group
you
works
want to
Which
play.
great the way
I
it
get.
is. So play what you want. You know,
Yeah.
we got it covered. We can make it work.
Well, once I
Yeah.
level up more, I'm gonna actually take more attack magic on the sorcerer because honestly, I want to play a sorcerer, but I want to do
Mhm.
like fireballs and I
I
want to
think it's
shoot
kind of perfect
chromatic
for
What
you
orb.
level are you?
because you could do like a combo.
4.
Like you could have some support healing shit, and you could have some offensive shit.
Well, whenever I
You're
level
level
up, I
4?
can switch out spells too.
Yeah,
Are
he's
you
level
level?
4.
Yeah, but that's the problem is that you can only change spells
One
when you
spell.
level
Right,
up.
but
Yeah.
the cleric like I'm sure there's some cool offensive shit in there, you know what I mean? Yeah, or like
So
I can take
level
from
up and
sorcerer or
multi-class
cleric.
into something else, right? You know, or
when I
Right.
play sorcerer on Barker's game, I learned real quick that it's cool that you have a lot of options, but it kind of really fucking sucks when you're a sorcerer and you can only choose your spells when you level up.
yeah. Nobody should ever
Yeah.
have to feel like they need to be playing something that they don't really want to play, just to, like fit a role in the
Yeah.
group.
Which is why I
Play
kind of
what
like
you want, and then we'll
I
make
went
it work.
sorcerer, but then like I was like, well, I'll take healing spells. So I was hoping that I could fulfill like a little bit of like healing. But like
Fairy
ultimately,
Fire
I
is
am a
amazing.
sorcerer,
You do have a heal. I mean, like,
right?
yeah.
But I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, we
I think you're
level up.
just in the same boat I am, bro. Like I'm
I'm
level
kind of
4.
bored of
Like
the
I got
same
3
level. I
spells.
want to get next level. I want to get attack spells.
It'll
I want
get
to put
more
it to them
fun.
so useless because I'm literally
It'll
like
get more
roll in
fun.
there, fairy fire. Oh, it missed. All right, in my turn.
But
Like
your
that's it, and
level,
then like I wait like an hour for my turn.
Just
You
think
know
of
what I'm saying?
yourself as a hybrid. I'm kind of a hybrid too. I've got healing capabilities. Lay on hands is just a built-in fucking paladin, like insanely good healing capability.
Yeah.
Like I always got it. So like
Lay on
just
hands is
because
build
OP.
like a hybrid healer sorcerer, like and do some damage too. Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be cool.
I'll take I'll keep like a healing spell or two, and then I'll pick up like fireball. I'll pick up
Yeah, sure, man.
Hopefully chromatic orb, or there's another one that I really like. It's
You do you.
scorching ray, I think.
Yeah.
Are
So
we
Joe,
the-
you're in the same boat, bro. Don't feel like you have to play something to fill a
No.
role. That's just nah, dude.
Are we
Play what
the
you
three
want.
of us like level 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my options, Joe, is shoot an arrow. And
I don't think that's what it is.
But you
Like,
got, you got like hex,
Oh,
and
that's
you got a
not
bunch
it
of
at
other stuff
all.
Wait a
to
second.
slash.
Joe's got a really
I
fun
didn't want to
character to
like.
play.
I didn't
I'll
want to
take
bring it
I'll
down.
take Joe's side a little bit on this. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think it's a lack of options. I think
He's
it's
got options. Yeah.
Maybe he just
I
wants
think
to
it's
He
play
got
something
more
else.
Too
options
many
than I do.
options.
I think
got
he
one.
feels I think he feels like not valued in a sense of RP sense, not utility sense, but RP sense more than
Oh.
anything.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
I expected my character to be the face of the party, and I am, I guess, the public face of the party, but I'm not the face of the party.
You can't
I
be
got a
that,
plus
Joe.
10. I
You're
got a
not.
plus
I don't
10
know.
persuasion.
That's. I mean, to be
Joe,
real with you, like you're the bard though. Like
You can't even expect to reach that, because then you're expecting to be able to compete against every single one of us.
Yeah, you're competing against your
That's
allies at that point.
impossible.
I'm not
Eh,
going for any kind of fame, but like
You are
like,
the captain
all going
of
for
the
that.
city
I got like the
guard.
captain
And,
city guards, yeah, pretty prominent position, But
yeah.
I wouldn't never do that to like be, I think you should be like our. I don't want to say like this and like our mascot. Don't take that like the wrong way, but
Oh, I understand.
like our group, like you are like the personality of us as a group, like you give off that with everything you do as a bard. But to be like the face of it is like the leader and the bard and like I don't know what you mean by that necessarily, I guess, but
But for Potato though, like when you're in a fight, like you are kind of on the same level as I am, and as Kez and Lear is. You know what I mean? Like you're a sorcerer, you have a little bit more options maybe, but it's like depending on
Dude,
the
my
spells that
character
you
has
choose.
a level 5 fucking heal right now.
No, but like for level 4, like sorcerer, like you choose your spell, and you just can't. You're immobile from that. You know what I mean? Like you can't decide like a wizard to learn something different. And my options are like the options of a ranger practically, and all I can do right now level 4 is shoot an arrow, and I have like a couple of different abilities and then I have some class abilities, not
Yeah.
class, but like species.
but
Like
again, that's not the
type of
problem.
yeah. And then you have Kez Lear. He's a paladin level 4. Like it's like
That's not
I
his problem.
told
He's got a fun character to play. I still
Dude,
think we're
my character's
getting a
all
little
over
off
the place.
topic
I
again.
fucking
I
I don't have a
could-
problem with my character.
I totally get the struggle from Lear, because man, if I was playing a paladin level 4, like my options would be very
I
limited.
mean, sure, I've
But
been very limited in combat for a long
yeah,
time, but the thing that might be different is like I I play a tank in a lot of games we play that there's like a
yeah, I know.
tank role. So like I actually enjoy like
Kevin's the
taking the
tank.
damage that you guys can't. Like I know it's like very like not glamorous and nobody really gives a shit, but like to me
Are you
I'm kind of
kidding
like,
me?
yeah, like I fucking love it. So like I enjoy being the tank and I knew that when I fucking made a paladin.
Dude, if like in Rift,
It's cool.
if it was not from you, we wouldn't have ever achieved what we
Oh
achieved
yeah,
in Rift.
right? Yeah. That's a little
Okay,
different. Like an MMO, there. Yeah, I guess it was a little. I had a little
that
bit
was
more
kind
importance,
of the same
but that's
thing,
where
man.
my love for being a tank came from. Is Rift,
Yeah,
100%. That fucking ego boost I got from that shit was great.
dude. When
You
I
know?
think about Kevin, it's like, okay, he can be a tank.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
trust him
Right.
on that.
So yeah, it's just like I think you're feeling a great. I don't. I feel like the role is what you want, Joe. I don't know, and if it's not, then yeah, you do you, man. But don't make that decision based on like
In the
feeling
end,
like you need to feel
no,
some other
in the end, it
role
comes
or.
down
Yeah,
to Absforth taking more of the leadership role than Antonio.
I
If you want
guess.
to.
I guess. I
Well,
mean,
I
catering
understand
more
that your
to
character's
Antonio.
doing
Like,
the underground, like he's the puppet master in a way, and I don't have a problem with that. Like, I don't have if my character is the puppet, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me.
Well, I mean, it's not just your character. Pretty much, I feel like I'm not like I don't take this the wrong way, anybody, but I feel like my character's playing everybody in the party to an extent because nobody really knows the things he's actually up to.
Yeah,
like, it's
unfortunately, when I rolled my character in a way that kind of locked me out of ever being able to do that with you. You know, I didn't know that it
Yeah.
was going to kind of be like that.
well,
You know, if
so
you want to
since
go
It's a
real
trust
meta,
if you
like
want to
out of
get to the
character,
bottom of why my
like
character's the way it is, it's the unicorn cave. When no one trusted me that I was doing the thing that helped the party when I left, it immediately shut me off as a character. I had to
that's
Just
put on this
fair.
front. I had to put on a front that I was a party centric player while I was still doing unparty
Right,
centric
but you
things
also
in the
understand
background.
how when Abforth went and murdered an innocent person, I had to completely check out of any RP with Abforth after that.
hundred
You
percent.
know,
I mean,
like I had to completely just like abandon Casimir, you know,
I'm
because
not
it's like
saying the
Abforth
decisions I've
doing the
made have been
antithesis of
good
what I
for
want to be,
everybody.
you
I'm
know,
not
and
saying that.
so
I'm just
yeah, like I
saying
don't know if you really can stand on that altar when like you've kind of been the cause of a lot of that, man, in the way you
Barker,
play your character, dude.
like,
You kind of sneak off away from everybody and do these things. So like,
yeah.
how are we gonna do things with you when you're sneaking off and doing them yourself in
I,
secret?
at
You know, and
four,
then
That's
how
the
are you gonna,
nature of
you
a
know,
rogue, though.
bitch
Every
it up
rogue is
with
like
it?
that.
I'm a
You know what
rogue.
I'm
I'm not
saying?
bitching.
It is a
I'm
rogue.
not
Like,
no,
how
bitching
no,
at
is
no,
that?
anybody. I'm not upset at all. I
You
was
just
not
said that
bitching.
you're doing everybody in the party's job.
no,
No, I
no.
didn't.
But at
I did
four,
not.
You
He
said you
said he
feel
was
that
doing
way.
things that benefited the party at that
No,
time.
I did
yeah.
not.
No, no,
No,
he
no,
literally
no.
said,
like
I
I'm
feel like I'm
playing.
doing
No,
the
when I
party's,
said I feel like
everybody's.
I'm playing everyone, I mean in the sense of lying and doing other things than what I'm saying. Not I'm doing everybody's job. I'm playing you as in the sense of I have to do one thing and say another. Not in the sense I'm trying to do your job. In the sense of I have to do what I'm trying to do as a character while also putting on a front that I'm doing something different. I
Right,
never
but that's
meant to
also
say.
your fault in the same sense, man.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not. I
Yeah.
never once said that. I'm not trying to take blame away from anything I've done as a
Right, but it seemed
character.
like you were a little upset about the fact that you felt like you're
No,
like playing everybody's role or whatever you
no,
said, I
no.
guess.
But the thing with Afford is like
That's not what I said. But okay,
I
I'm
think
It
sorry.
that the
It
is.
main
makes me feel that way.
Okay,
I
bro.
think the main problem for Afford is just trust and like communicating what the plans are. And on the other side too is like his worst enemy are actually his allies.
It's
Because at
I,
which point is he gonna go just too far that is gonna be
Yeah.
too much for
He's
one
been
of them?
I mean, yeah, you know, he's been riding that line for a long time but it's
Yeah,
worked. We've made it work,
yeah.
you know?
But
The way I
like
play my character's the way it works.
even if he has all the magical and the poisons and everything, my character could turn around against him. You know what I mean? Like another
Yeah.
character could turn around against him at some point and be just enough is enough. And
I'll draw the line right there because that's a
I mean,
valid
sure, but
point.
then you're
he's
taking away
juggling
from
with
what
stuff.
Barker wants to do with his character,
Yeah.
you know? So I don't know, like, how do you let everybody have fun?
And my character is not gonna wait to be a like I'm not a loyal character. I'm just gonna shoot him in the back. And you know
That's
what I
why.
mean? But
That's why whenever we want to do it, like we have to get a little meta and be like,
Okay, I
how
don't
far
like
is
that.
too far? What do we?
The
what do
DM
we-
does
what do
not
we
like
want-
that.
My
I know,
my
so,
character would shoot
cut
it
it off.
back.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
like,
you shouldn't be part
where
of
do
this
we say
discussion.
too much or this is too much?
Now,
and
that's
then we
sort
just
of
don't
directly
allow it.
going against one of my core rules of D&D is that the players do
Well,
not kill each other.
Like, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
We would. like I'm trying. Like we wouldn't do that. Like
Right.
honestly.
You said it, but I'm
That's what I'm
letting
saying.
you know that's like against my rules.
I know.
Yeah. So
No,
like
but that
we draw
yeah,
the
go ahead.
line at attacking a teammate. Like no attacks, no
You guys can
rolls,
tease
like,
each other, you can prank each other, you can steal from each other, anything like that, as long as it's not
Well, even
going
on that,
to
like,
be completely
think we should-
disruptive.
I think we should sit down and talk about like what's off limits.
But
like,
at the
what would
point when
make
you
guys
just
not
decide to
wanna
kill
play
each
anymore.
other, the game's over.
true, but it's really hard to find that balance though, because like,
Yeah.
you know, Barker wants to do what he's been doing, and it's fine for the party, but it creates this problem of like he has to do it in secret, you know, and then he feels like he's doing it all in secret by himself. And then if he wants to steal stuff from us, like he can do that, but where's the line of, oh, that's gonna fucking piss people off in the party?
But that's Barker that really makes the decision.
Well, you guys are looking at the
Yeah, I get it.
downside, but look at the upside. Look at how many things he's been able to do by not having that strict
Exactly. I
moral
mean,
code.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've played Casimir for a year and a half under like, damn, Abforth is getting shit done.
Well, I
Like,
think he's
That's
fucking
what.
doing
let
That's why
him
great.
none of
do
us
his
complaining.
thing, you know?
His character is
Yeah.
able to take shortcuts that your
been
character
great.
is not.
But if
at the
it's,
same time,
I
like
might be in the
that's why
minority there, in like
that's
being
what
cool with that.
that's why I'm saying like it might be worth at some point for us to just sit down and just kind of build like a direction. That way, because like at the end of the day, like when anything, when you're gonna have like a mixture of loyal and then good and then bad and then neutral characters,
Right.
like all
we
of
don't.
this is gonna mixed up. But
Do we have
as
any
long as
evil
you,
aligned characters?
yeah, as long as you have kind of a little bit of a
Mm,
direction and everybody can fit themselves into that, I think things are fine. It's just like I
Yeah.
find that we have a lot of conflicts when we don't really have that direction, we don't really have a goal, and
Mhm.
then like automatically we turn on ourselves. Like we look at each other, like at ourselves, like personally, and then it's like, what the fuck is my role in this group? It's like, where are we going? It's like, what the fuck am I going? Is he working against me? What the fuck is he doing? Why is he
yeah.
so fucking stupid when he's doing that? Why is he so smart when he's doing that? Why is he stealing from me? What, you know what I mean? It's like at
That's
the
what I'm
end of
saying.
the day,
Let's draw lines and be like, you can't steal from other players because it'll literally cause
well, like,
a week or even a
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks of just mayhem,
But
and
again,
then
that brings me
PvP.
back to the whole like, yeah, where do you find the line that's fun for everybody? Because if we like make a rule that Barker can't do those things, like he's not gonna want to play anymore. Like
But I
he's
mean,
just
he
not
doesn't.
gonna
He
be.
doesn't steal from us anyways, right?
The only thing I've ever stolen from the party is a lantern. And it was just try to get Joe from stop looking in a puddle
Yeah.
of water.
And
There you go.
so like,
That's what I'm saying. Like
what, the gem?
he really hasn't really
Oh, okay,
broken.
yeah. The week before
Say
that.
for instance,
no,
stealing from
he
another
really
player.
has it. And like I said, like I
Well, okay, we don't
when he
know, to be
murdered the
honest.
innocent
It's
civilian,
true.
like that
Yeah,
was
but
kind of like,
He's that
okay,
good.
Abforth's got his thing, I've got my thing.
okay,
And what have we
okay,
done in the last year? It's worked
okay,
great.
let me ask you,
His hand was forced there.
Kevin.
To join the Assassin's Guild, you have to kill somebody for no
Yeah,
other
let-
reason.
right,
Let
right.
me ask you, Kevin. How many legendary items does he have compared to us?
Oh, I
I don't
don't
know.
know, but I don't
He's got
care
a
about
magic
any of
bag.
that stuff because,
I don't
but
either.
see the way I see that, Krius, is like he's given like stuff that's good for us, he's given it to us.
No, it's
And if
true.
he has good shit, it's only going to be better for the group
Hey,
as a whole. Like,
that's
I
the
don't know.
only reason why my character is really not like angry at him when I even catch him stealing
Right.
shit.
So the dynamic I feel like's been good, but maybe we've hit a line tonight, maybe I don't know, like with the Antonio thing. Like, because that's what started
Yeah,
it
I mean,
here.
I mean, like, okay, so that maybe that's what kind of put us into this conversation. I thought out of character metagaming, I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. I like where this is going. This is all awesome. He's gonna, you know, be my best friend after he fucking gives me the loot. Like that's how I see it right now. Like my up until that point where he's like, ah, I'm gonna teach him how to do this, blah 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 blah. I was really looking forward to this. Be like, Borker could do no wrong, or I'm sorry, Asworth could do no wrong at that point with me because he got me my fucking thing when I need it. If I need something, I go to Asworth. That's how I wanted to play that.
That's what I've been
Like
doing. Like my character, like if I have anything or I got any questions or anything, so far like Absforth has been the one that's actually been willing to like kind of talk to me and not judge me. That's how my character's seen it.
the most concern I've actually had out of character, like, is trying to figure out how to include glitch and how to make my character like glitch because out of character, my character sees Glitch as like, holy fuck, he's a Fey. I have Fey energy. Oh shit. Like, I harness Fey power. Maybe he can help me enhance my Fey shit. And oh my god, we can go do Fey shit together.
And you just gotta befriend me instead of like
I get it. And then
nah.
this conversation just happened today. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
If that's the thing, yeah, then maybe we have to force those conversations to happen. I need
Yeah.
Potato to
My
like,
my my
come
character
in with some
literally
fucking plot hooks that we can tie into and bring him into the party.
Well, to be fair, Potato's done a pretty good job of like portraying this whole like kind of confused. Maybe he doesn't know who he really is, like just kind of whimsical guy, just floating
chaotic, man.
along.
Yeah,
Like
but
Yeah.
it's
He's a
not easy for
chaotic
an elf.
fairy, just like, hey, what's this? What's that?
nobody's
Ooh,
really
look at
like,
this.
hey, what's that guy really about? Like,
Yeah.
what are his?
My character's completely like that. Like I don't
Yeah.
trust him. But
If we
that's
sat
just a
down,
matter. It's just a matter of like spending time with him, and it's more a matter of actions, and because like an elf coming from a hell, like from a fey world, is defensively gonna have a chance of suspicion just by the fact that he's a fey. You know what I mean? It's like a stereotype.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
eventually, he's gonna like my character tends to like mellow down and things like that. But if you're gonna be playing tricks, to be honest, I'm not gonna trust you, and then I'm gonna judge you more than anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if
So,
you,
like,
yeah, if you prove yourself and you're like, let's say like it's like a fucking dream, like anyways, like an imaginary thing. But if you sacrifice you to save the group or something like that, that would gain my trust. But if you're gonna be playing tricks and never be honest about things, my character is never gonna really change much of his attitude about your character. And it's not a matter of like not wanting to have a new character in. It's just a matter of having like a fairy type of character, which
yeah.
goes against a little bit
But I mean,
my.
My character's
Right.
seen
To be fair,
four. Sorry.
I played a trick on Joe initially, like at the beginning, dropped his gold or whatever, made him drop it, and then leave it, and then was gonna give it back. I know that was the whole thing. I thought it was gonna be kind of funny, whatever. Ended in to be like not so funny, I guess. But you know, it was a harmless prank. But nobody saw me do it. Nobody knew it was me. Nobody knows it's glitch. And then the whole thing with Joe in the H ink or whatever, like you were there,
Mhm.
but like your character doesn't know that was me.
No,
It was just some random
no
guy.
fucking idea. I
That's what I'm
just
saying.
left
So like,
because it's
Okay,
like
your
I'm
this
saying
is
character
out of
only knows that
character.
I'm a fae.
Out of character, my character doesn't know it was you, and in character, my character has seen people possessed before. As in Casimir's possessed and fighting us, and we were gonna probably we thought we were gonna have to kill Casimir.
Right.
Okay, so we don't want to lose a party member. My character has been directly possessed by a vampire, and he was in my head telling me to lure you guys to a trap, basically.
Right.
you're
And
paranoid.
then this guy told me to turn myself into the guards for assaulting a noble, which I, kind of did, but that's essentially going to get me killed. And now my character, if this is going to be canon, if someone uses a fucking charm, like my character doesn't trust that person.
I never
Right.
looked at it that way, to be honest.
My character is in canon now, deathly afraid of fucking mind control.
True,
And I'm the mind control master.
And
but
you've done two of them out of the
you
four
know,
that I can go right off the top of my head.
maybe in the future it's just a matter of like I am with you and I'm just playing a trick on you. You don't have to do that, but that's the thing. It's like just like every single thing that I think that we've had issues so far, like in our group. Just to say, like I don't think we had that many, like anyways, but it's just a matter of trust. It's like my character trusting F-Fort, my character trusting your character, not Potato.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like doubting Jodab, even if my character trusts him. It's like I don't know when he's gonna do some crazy fucking stupid shit.
Yeah.
And
Like
it's not
like go
because he's
fight a
stupid.
basilisk solo.
It's not because he's stupid. It's just because he's naive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like I can't control this fucking guy. He's gonna.
Hey,
go
wait,
kill
wasn't it
himself
Morcan
on
that
me.
got attacked by the basilisk first?
My character like my
It was,
character
but then
always
Joe tried to go fight it by himself.
No. He Glitch
Yep.
said under his breath
Right.
that you should dive off the top walkway into the water after the basilisk, and I had to roll a perception, which I failed, luckily, because if I would have passed that perception, my character was diving in there after the basilisk.
Yeah,
My
because
character.
he was like, "Should we go after it?" I'm like, "Yeah, just jump on in," sarcastically.
My character's overconfident or just very fucking eager to go and kill something very strong. That's
Yeah.
all.
My character in that moment, if I would have passed it, I would have justified that. Hey, I thought everybody was coming after me to come, and that everyone else was going to do it.
See, Glitch just
No,
wants
but
to have fun, figure out who he is, and go on an adventure.
If your character tells me to do something, I trust you 100%. That's going to be a fucking good thing. I trust you as an ally.
But if I was like, jump off this bridge,
Yeah, my
there's
character's
spikes
going
at
to
the
say,
bottom
okay,
Trust to a
let's
fault,
go.
man.
to a T.
Let's fucking go. Let's do
was-
it. Jump.
he-
I'm jumping.
he was
Ain't your mama?
charmed,
They
though.
say if your friends jumped off a bridge, we jump too.
Davis didn't have a daddy. His mama was always working. He did what people said to do.
I always did
Yeah.
what Mama
That's
said.
Oh, that's another
that's
thing, by the way. In my backstory,
my mama
my
said.
my tragic backstory, when he left to go try to find his or with the flute or with the loot to go after his father that he just met that night, he got robbed by those bandits that we already fucking found and shit, right? And they took
Yeah.
everything from him, including the loot. So he's does not like the idea of losing everything he has.
So
Right.
Barker, we know if you want to reach level 7,
Oh,
Barker,
man.
you need to become Joe Dab's fodder and be a fodder figure.
That's
Secret is I already am his father.
Yeah.
He just hasn't figured it out yet.
oh shit.
Casimir is the
I
father
mean,
figure
that
I
would be
never had.
great. I mean, I'm glad you see me that way. That's flattering. I
I'll
look
give
out for you, man. I do. Yeah, but I'm hoping that you pick up some, some more
I just
common
need
sense
to.
in some of these
I
dangerous
need to
gonna-
learn about the
situations.
cunning.
I'm gonna give one of you guys the little coin, my little medallion of thoughts, and be like, "Go ahead, use it on me if you don't trust me." And then all you're gonna get is, "Man, this is taking forever. Like, when are we gonna go kill stuff? Where's all the loot at?" You're just gonna get like very vague, like, "Ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that? Where's the money?" And then there's gonna be an occasional like, banditry. Ooh, let's go steal somebody's money. But I also Barker dropped me this banditry bow. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that he dropped the bow and he was like, "Pick it up," and I was like, "Cool." Picked it up and took it. Well, now I have the urge to be a bandit, so it's also making me want to do bad things and steal money.
And in regards to the bandit
Oh
thing,
yeah, you do have that
if
item.
my
huh?
character saw
I
you
do.
with that on, because he hasn't noticed it, that it was the bandit bow, he would
Yeah,
assume that you got the curse removed. First of all, if he
I
did
didn't know
see
it was
it,
cursed.
I'm saying
Hmm.
if he would have known it was cursed, he would assume you would have gotten it removed already. And I don't know if I've been around you when I use my detect magic, because if I saw it was fucking glowing red, I would have dispelled magic on it already.
Or you can let him know at least that
Wait,
it's
does
cursed.
dispel magic remove a curse, or do
No,
I have to actually remove a curse?
it's
have
it's a
to-
different spell. But
You got to
you
go to
could
like a priest.
yeah, you could let him know though that it's cursed. Like nothing stops you to do that. Once
Yeah, but
you
I haven't.
detect-
But I don't think I've been around him when I use my detect magic.
well, it's easy to not think about it, when you do detect magic.
Yeah,
Right?
but I didn't want to be meta and metagaming and,
No, no,
and
no,
say
no.
like I
Like,
knew
ooh,
he
you
had.
got magic items on. I see you.
Yeah, somebody
Well,
would have to remind you of that. You know what I mean?
well, I'm saying like I didn't want to be meta. I've known that he has this bandit bow. I don't want to be meta and
Yeah.
say, oh, he has a fucking bandit bow. I want to see how it goes. Like
we
to be
we
honest.
way deep in the meta pond at this point, bro. Like, let's just meta it up right now. Like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Well, okay, we'll
We
be
just
fucking meta. The
we're
next
all
time
This is-
my
drenched in
character
that
Make
uses
it
shit.
even.
detect magic, the next time he uses detect magic and glitches around, he's
And,
gonna notice that he has a red bow. He's
that's
gonna be
not
like,
even.
You
that's a
probably see
fucking
it. It's on
cursed
my
bow.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
But
even meta. That's just like everybody has like so many fucking items. How are you supposed to keep track of that shit? You
no,
know what I mean?
but here's the other thing. If he's had it for 24 hours, which I'm assuming he's had it for 24 hours,
Yeah,
he knows it's a bandit bow.
Oh, do
He
I
knows
know
it's
it?
cursed.
I do know
I
that.
don't know. No, he doesn't know that there's a curse on it. He
He
just knows that it's a
after
nice
he
bow.
attunes to it, or after he's had
I
it
mean,
for
I feel
24
weird.
hours,
I get the urge, but I mean, I don't know what it is. I just
you would know it's
Exactly.
against your nature, wouldn't you?
It
know
doesn't
because
know.
I don't know what my
No,
He
nature
doesn't know
is.
who
it's
he
like a
is
charm
in the
spell.
first place.
Yeah,
It's a curse.
it's the perfect curse because I don't know who I am, and now this is like
Mhm.
I got these urges to like steal and cause
Yeah, that's
mischief.
confusing
You
him.
know, very confusing.
Yeah,
It's fine.
you could help him with that. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's a thing. I mean, that's a tie-in. That's something we need. Like, I
But
mean,
that's like
nothing's up to you,
that's
right?
what it just sucks that we had to go meta to find it out. Like we couldn't find it out in game
Like
and
it's,
be like, oh wow,
personally, I don't think it's meta. It's just like, how am I supposed to know what you're carrying that is curse? You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
anyways. But next time you do a detect magic, you might notice if you're looking at him, by which you would probably at some point notice that he has an item that is
well, the
not
only way
just
that I
for.
would notice, like, even if I wasn't keeping track of his bandit bow, the only thing he could do
Mhm.
is like, Hey, when Jodav uses his detect magic, does he notice that my bow's glowing red?
Yeah,
Oh well, yeah, you would have to bring it up. but
true.
You
I
would
would
have you
bring it
have to
up.
fucking start pushing stuff to the surface.
It's true.
I don't think he thought about that though.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
don't.
saying like, if you
I think
guys
we
want to
should just
pursue
save it,
something,
yeah.
you guys gotta like. I mean, you can message Ninja, and Ninja would say, "You also notice that
Good start though, Potato. Good
his
start.
his bow is
Right? Hey, we were kicking butt.
Yeah,
his
man.
bow is fucking red."
True.
Yeah, but I mean, like, also, I mean, like, now that that's kind of up in the air, like, yeah, we know to like kind of talk about it a little bit, but me and Barker did talk about it a little bit when it did happen, but it just kind of like got swept under the rug, you know? So I
Yeah.
mean, it could have been picked up or perceived, and I could definitely push it out more.
I mean, I
But
could
like,
tell, like, again, like if I would have seen you like do something bandit like in game, I would have said something, and
yeah,
you know,
call
this
you out
might
on
have
it.
come to light.
Like, what the
But yeah,
Yeah,
heck?
but
Why
no,
are
he's
you
good
not
doing that?
doing
job.
stuff. But he's not doing stuff bandit like
Well,
as
we've kind of
himself.
been in
He's
the
doing.
middle of a vampire dungeon for
No,
like
I'm saying.
a month, you know?
Yeah,
As
Oh
Glitch
yeah,
for
joined the
forever.
party, we kind of run straight into this just dungeon fights.
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I had that first day we met, like, you know, I sat down with him in the bar, stuff. There was a little time there, but, and then I
yeah,
was like, I remember I introduced him to the whole group because I was like the one that met him. I was like, hey guys, like, and I explained, like, he's kind of mischievous, you know, he doesn't seem to know who he is, like, just real basic shit, but that was
right.
kind of it. And then we went in the
think-
dungeon, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we should
Like,
really
here's
get to
this
a
guy
point.
that's confused.
Like, all that stuff will come out, you know, naturally through RP. I think it's
Yeah,
good, but maybe not like tricks on Antonio.
yeah,
No,
right.
Well,
No, hey, after the first one, I decided not to, and then like whenever we ended up in the place, I was like, oh, harmless fart. It's not making him like I'm not charming him. I'm not doing anything like that. So I
Yeah, I
figured it'd
thought
be
that was
okay.
funny.
But then
What, you
like
didn't
he's
think
like,
it
I'm
would
gonna do
turn that way?
levitate and I'm gonna grapple him, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I just want to get out of here. So I was just like, go turn yourself in, and I flew away to try to like just get out of it. I wasn't like, ha, 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 he's going to jail, he's gonna die, he's gonna, you know what I'm saying?
No, I mean,
I literally was just trying to get him to go
Yeah,
away so
y'all,
I could
it's
disappear.
Potato.
I
You're not
Straight
literally
up.
looked through my spell list, Potato, and I was like, "That's an attack. That's an attack. That's an attack. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's an attack. That's an
Right?
attack." There's so many different things I could have done, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Nope, nope, nope, nope."
You know what you could have done is used your +10 persuade, but you didn't.
True.
You cast levitate.
Yep. Both of
Yeah.
y'all kind of
Yeah.
escalated it,
Yeah,
you know,
I
Yeah.
mean,
for
it's
sure.
fine. I
But
That's what I'm
played it
saying. It
wrong.
was a complete accident. I was like, my bad. I didn't mean to sprinkle farts in your face. Like,
I
I
didn't
didn't
care
want it to
about the
escalate.
parts.
I just thought it'd be kind of funny. Like, I walk in there with my chest all puffed out, and then he's like, "Oh, blah blah blah, you kid," and I'm like, "I am no kid. I am a noble." I was just trying to have fun, and it kind of like escalated. It was kind of oops.
again,
Yeah,
we're deep
no,
in the meta pool, right? Like, there's sometimes in the game where like you just might have to make some decisions that are like maybe not exactly what you think your character might do, right? But does it make sense your character would do it, and is it like better for the game as a whole? Like, and doesn't take you off on some tangent like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah,
I know that's meta as shit, but like
like
sometimes you probably
I
have to
should
just
just
play
went,
that a little bit.
and then just tilted my nose up and walked away.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
Hindsight's
as long
2020.
as long
You
as
know,
we learn from
y'all
this
played it
shit.
the way you wanted it, but you know, it could have been something
Like to
maybe
be honest, like who knew?
de-escalating there.
Like to be honest, who knew this? Like Potato, like not to be critical to you, it's like who knew the fuck they would have turned that way.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
yeah,
And
I just let that one
and
go. The last week thing, I just kind of let it go. I didn't want to bring it up in session because I didn't want it to slow us down.
yeah,
Like before we left the session, we fucking ran that shit to the ground. I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, the Nil bog and this and that," and I was like,
Yeah,
"Cool,
it's a
my character's good enough."
nil bog. The nil bog was making me mischievous. He
Yeah,
told me to
it
pull a
took me
prank
like
on somebody.
3 hours after the game to like
I'm like,
talk
"Give
him
me
into
a
the
fucking
nil
out.
bog.
Give me an out."
Oh my god.
damn,
You
I
can't.
didn't even think we would be able to go and kill the vampire. I thought he was gonna just go and hunt
Yeah,
you
to
for
be
like
fair,
3
Joe, like it
months.
was really hard to get you to move on from that one, you know.
No,
But
I mean, I'm
like
saying,
it's fine. You
I
were playing your character the
logically,
way you thought you
yeah,
should have. Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
not
like
gonna
get
get
it.
an easy out. Like,
Right. But like I'm saying, sometimes maybe you kind of like, maybe we'll just de-escalate this and you know move on. I don't know if you
that's cool.
see it getting out of control. Like,
I still kind of think that it would be worth for like just for us to be able to. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff we talk outside of the game that I think we need to integrate in the game so we can just have like a direction, or we can agree on some stuff, or like even play together to achieve some stuff.
Otherwise, we end up with just like some fucked off chaos where everybody's
Yeah.
running in circles doing their own
Yeah.
thing.
And we don't want to play independent and all this, like, or else it's going to be like this forever, and we're going to have a lot of problems achieving some of the stuff we
Yeah,
want to
see,
achieve.
like, I get these problems, but I guess I feel like what we've been doing has already been solving these. I don't know. I guess I just,
No, you're
It
right.
I guess
kinda
it's
has.
been good
The
for
game's
me,
not
you
even.
know, but it's been like good for everybody what we're doing right now. It's like
No,
everybody's story, you know,
yeah, it's
kind of.
not. I don't feel like we have much
Like
problems
we're
there,
on the
but
right track, you know what I mean? Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like maybe it's because I know that the game is not about what we're doing right now, but it's like if ever we want to get into the story of what Ninja wants to make
Well, the
to
game is
do and the
what we
direction he
make
wants to
it and
go,
what Ninja
yeah,
makes it, you know? Like there's no like what the game is. Like it's what we bit and what we turn it into.
yeah, but we can integrate each other into some of the RP2 just to make it more variated and to
Mhm.
make sure like everybody has a part to whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, is there anybody that's feeling like they're not getting enough like RP interaction with
Potato. I heard
anybody?
Potato really wants to talk more.
Kinda.
Yeah, like
Well,
like anybody
I
like
mean, I do a little bit.
we're in this conversation like specifically like anybody
yeah.
got any specific person they want more
Well,
RP with or like
it,
I
it's like if Potato is like no, but what I'm getting at is like we went for like a month almost of doing stuff for Potato, which is great.
Yeah. Which is
But
why
then
I've been super chill about like, I may
yeah,
not be included right now, but like I get it. You know what I'm saying?
well
We
I
did the whole Boswick thing, which I
yeah.
get. You know what I'm saying? That
That
was
ties
my
back
thing.
into the us getting back on track here with the milestone stuff. Like I think the milestone
Correct.
system is great as long as they are somewhat related. If you get into
Yeah.
everybody has completely separate milestones, then
Yep.
we're all just like helping each other do their own thing for months at a time, you know, and
Look,
that could be
I'll,
And we
a
get
I'll be
way
honest.
problem.
off track.
That's a good point.
That
Yeah.
could
That's
be
a
a
good point right
big
there.
problem. You
Yeah.
I
know,
was
and
sitting
that
there
was
talking.
the problem. And what did we do? What did Ninja do? Like that problem was addressed and like all of us, you know, Ninja worked really hard and did a great fucking
hmm
job to get it all to tie back together here in this one
Yeah.
fucking dungeon, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Right.
And
Yeah.
like we're
no,
on the
right.
right fucking track, you know? So like
I know,
I feel like
yeah, but
we're good, you know. It's just maybe a lot of this past shit's kind of coming up.
we had to bring it up though,
Mhm.
and all I'm saying is
We'll
like
just sit
Yeah,
there and
and it
test
was
it.
addressed and we're fixing it. So we'll
but
fix
we
these
could
problems too.
we could work some of these stories sometimes together.
Yeah.
And we're already talking about our next milestone. We've
Well,
got a real good idea for this deluge operation
Yeah.
slash thieves guild slash city guard. Like, how do you make Casimir? I'll be honest. Like, like a year there, I couldn't do like anything Avworth does. Like, I just turned a blind eye to it, and it was fine. But like I don't know. There's times like, man, like maybe I shouldn't be lawful good. Like, I keep having to turn a blind eye. Like, should I really be fucking a paladin in this group? Like, for a while, but all of a sudden
As
now
long
I'm
as you
like.
take their armor off, it's easy to fuck a paladin.
But this last like month or so, we've really
I
kind of
got
got
that
things
butt fat
back on
boy.
track, and we got this really
Yeah.
cool deluge idea that's gonna tie together
Yeah, but like
me and Absforth,
all the
you know. And
conversation we had was off game. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, yeah, no doubt,
how
but
do we
like
bring it in game? Like
Absforth
that's
and
what
I
I'm
kind
saying.
of have, I don't know, we've done some stuff out of game, sure, but intentionally like talking to each other that we didn't want you guys to hear. You know what I mean? Not like secretive stuff, but
hmm
it's open now. Like these plans for working together to kind of gain this power in town. Like we've kind of been planning this for a while together. So, but
I was gonna
to tie
say
everyone else
it's
in.
just downtime. I mean, we could explain this shit that we had this stuff happen in downtime or this and that or um the other thing is like when you're talking about these milestones intertwining and stuff. I was saying it tonight. Like I kept muting my mic and I was like, "What the fuck, man?" When he's like, my next milestone is to ride a dragon." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Come on, man. We're talking about getting on the same page. Our goal, our milestones
Well, the
align."
dragon thing makes sense, because Barker's looking at a dragon bow, and he's got it. I don't know if I shouldn't say I don't know how much he wants you to know, or you already know, but the whole dragon thing is kind of like Absfor's thing. It's not
Is it?
really
before
Deathwing's
the
thing.
before the l-
Yeah.
like before he, like way back
So
at
it
the early
really
session,
actually ties in really well.
my level
the
5,
dragon
my
stuff.
original level 5 milestone goal was to find a way to get around, either kill, befriend, ally with, or in general get around the dragon that's guarding the lake with the sword in it and get the sword and find out more about the moon symbol. That
Does
was
your
one of my
Ooh.
original goals.
Does
Yeah.
your character knows that I'm trying to help you with that?
Probably not.
So
we don't
like
really like
something
spend
like
on it or
that,
anything.
like glitch could easily be tied into that now. Like
Like I've been keeping
Uh.
this wyvern
Maybe I had a Fey
poison.
dragon in the Fey Wild, and
been
I
keeping-
feel drawn to him or something.
I've been keeping this wyvern poison and increasing a lot of my like alchemy, so I can actually make poison for like specific dragon, because it's one of the ingredients of it.
That's I mean,
Mhm.
kind of have like another question, like regarding the whole thing, like our milestones and stuff. Like, so
And
say for instance, right now my character is like a blank slate. I'm trying to remember my stuff. What happened. Like, do you want me to like come up with everything and like just tell
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
Ninja, or to
Okay.
like? I was just trying to like roll with the punches and just see what happens, and then something pops up, and I'll be like, oh yeah, like
I think
I don't
if it's
know.
like
I'm not
your
100% sure how to
backstory and
roll
who
It
that.
you are
really
as a
does
person,
help if you work
Yeah.
with me to develop a arc for your character.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like me not having a lot of backstory right now is kind of also affecting. So
The more
mean,
info you
and-
throw my way, the better I'll be able to integrate
Yeah, you can't
your
have Ninja,
milestone into
like-
the story.
okay,
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
and,
I've never really messed with it before. Like I wasn't 100% sure how to go about it, and I didn't really. I guess I was oblivious to it. I was just kind of rolling with the punches.
and
If
But
you
yeah.
want like
Barker-
theory craft ideas, like there's 5 people right here, not me, that are really good at being creative with that shit.
I mean, to be fair,
Right.
it's really different from your typical like a video game RPG tells you what to do and then you gain your levels. But this is like totally blowing that out of the water, because instead I'm saying like, what do you want your character's entire story arc to be? And you can pick your milestones. You can pick when you level up. I'm barely involved. I want you to tell me when you want to level. But I want it to be, sort of at the speed that everybody's leveling.
and Barker, like one of the reasons why I'm doing so much range stuff, and I actually got that like super long bow, is that I thought that my character probably the best way to be able to attack a green dragon was from distance.
As long as you make your goals suitably challenging, fine. You can level up for it. That's all I ask.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I legit want to like make one of my milestones like 100%. Like I want to
Yeah.
ride a dragon. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine, but like I think we should, theory craft a way to make that kind of tie in to at least
Yeah,
you
like
know.
like I'm thinking like maybe my character has these urges, or like it's one of those like gut feelings. Like whenever I get like near or see a dragon, it excites me. Like it brings back like a little nostalgia, but I don't know what
Sure.
it is.
Absolutely.
We don't see a lot of dragons, but here back to what I
Yeah,
was
we know
saying is
one.
if your next goal is to fucking ride a dragon and we go down into
goal,
the
at least.
Underdark, there's no chance. Or I would.
That's why it's a milestone. It's not necessarily the next one. Just a
I
point in
think
my
he was
life.
just kind of throwing out ideas, yeah.
That's
for
pretty
like,
high
Yeah.
level too.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
dragons
I
are
would-
going to be stupid to high level. Probably they're going to be super
But-
tough.
Yeah.
You can
I
make that
figure that's
tie in with what
challenging.
Ashworth's got going on. I don't know. Morcan he made a bow to hunt it. There you
Yeah.
go. Antonio,
Just, like,
he wants to
Find it
write
familiar.
a ballad of the dragons. He wants to write this epic song about an epic battle with a dragon. Like, how often does that turn out?
He would actually probably just try to
So-
fuck the dragon.
or that, whatever,
Fuck the
So
dragon.
like, and I don't know.
How many
Casimir's
boys do you know
always
fuck the
like,
dragon?
Casimir's always gonna be down for getting rid of a dragon. Like, dragons aren't nice, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that green
they got a lot of
dragon, as
gold.
much as we were scared
Traumatic
of it,
dragon is not.
it ain't gonna be a milestone for me, but like, I could find a way to make it work that I'm down to do it. Like, fuck yeah, So
By that
Okay.
time, you could ride your griffin into battle against a worthy foe.
maybe the
Exactly.
dragon's been eating all the fucking horses that are hauling the long brew to all the towns, and I just can't have that.
but
Right.
that green
Yeah.
dragon, as far as it's feared, like we were feared of it, like my character's like, how the fuck can we bring some creature like that down?
Yeah,
It's
so I mean,
taking on
there's a lot of ways we
stronger
can
things.
make it work together. I think that's kind of fun to sit around and theorycraft that shit. I don't know. I mean, as
Mhm.
long as everybody's having fun with their character and their role in it, then yeah.
Well, you're starting to be able to fly around, and you've all got pretty decent
Yeah.
ranged attacks. So, well, except for Kev. So
Bro,
fighting
you
a
see
dragon
my
wouldn't be too
javelin?
hard. Yeah, I don't know what Kef would do in a dragon fight, because the dragon's just gonna fly around and breathe fire on you, or
He has
acid,
the
I guess.
griffin. He has to get the griffin.
I'll have a griffin by then.
All right,
He's gonna
all
be
right, there you go.
casting bless on
It'll
us.
be a year from now, and I'll have a fully grown griffin.
See, that's a extra reason to do the year of downtime that
So,
Joe wants.
yeah, I'm flying around on a
Slay
griffin.
the dragon, not
Joe
lay the
Dab's flying
dragon.
around in a fighter pilot, or no, sorry, Barker's flying around like a fighter pilot ship, you know.
I've seen
And
that
then
one before.
Potato's flying on his little dragon egg that he stole. in
Hey,
the
I'm
maze.
I'm not stopping anybody from taking downtime. I'm just telling you that the world will continue to evolve around you depending on how much time passes.
Well,
That's the debate with like a
the-
year of downtime. You know, like what does
yeah,
our main quest again? We don't really know, but we do. Our main quest
That's
line is
it.
Askelhorn is gonna be destroyed. Like, do we have a year to just chill?
So that's
I'm
what that's
sure
initially
that if
like.
we did, he would not explode the town because we took a year of downtime. To be fair,
I mean, yeah, maybe he won't, but maybe we come back and it's like, oh shit, imminent danger,
well, if
danger. I don't know, you know, like so.
that's the
Like,
thing that
whoop, whoop,
really
warhead
like
initiated.
sometimes I'll lose back
Grab it.
on like us scheduling our time and like sometimes planning for this and this and that and that. It's like, like let's say you play a RPG, like Final Fantasy VII, for example. Like the final boss, you know what's gonna happen, but you don't like. There's no time limit. You know what I mean? So you can like grind the fuck out of the game until you're like the strongest character in the world. But in this, it's like
Hmm.
I'm not sure what the like. I know personally what it is, but my character doesn't know what it is. It's like I'll
Yeah,
like personally,
absolutely.
like it's like why am I not even taking a year long rest? Because at the end of the day, I don't. My character personally doesn't fucking even know what the threat is.
If you guys
You
did
know?
take a year off, there's probably only like a 60% chance that Askelhorn would be destroyed.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
and just knowing that would change the entire way of what we're doing. I think.
Right. And
look,
but you know,
even
my
if we
like
don't take a whole year at once, right? If we like get to a point where we start taking a week of downtime after each session, and if we're in the middle of a dungeon like we are right now, storing that week to say, all right, next week if we finish this dungeon, we're going to take 2 weeks off instead, or we're going to take 2 weeks downtime. You know,
The thing is,
that
when
would
you
put some
guys are
pace.
actively doing stuff, you're hurting the evil faction. So, like when you beat up the Drow, or when you beat up the vampire faction, or when you
Mhm.
defeat an evil cult, all of those things have pretty important ramifications to the world and to the setting. So, like the fact that that cult has gone to the abyss means that they are not doing any harm to the world, which means that like that is a nearly permanent fix to a problem that did exist. So, like, if you took 3 months off, that would probably make Joe pretty happy, and it wouldn't give the bad guys a whole lot of time to do bad things to the setting.
Well, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
I don't need
well,
3 weeks off at one time in one shot. I just need like a week this week, and then let's go do a bunch of RP type shit.
Right.
Or
So, like, if you guys took a
during the week,
little bit of downtime and then did some stuff, that would probably maintain things to where the world doesn't blow up around you. If you take a lot of downtime in a stretch, things might happen. But if you're just taking chunks, it'll probably be fine.
and during that week of downtime, out of character, I can sit there and talk to Ninja and expedite some of the fucking things I want to do, and say, when we start our session, during your downtime, Dabus did this, 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 and this.
Yeah, just send me
that's fair,
DMs
and
about what you want.
that's fair, and I'm willing to make the sacrifice for you, Joe. But
And
like,
then we don't
I,
spend fucking 3 hours in town.
but
Send me
what
your
I'm saying is
ideas. I
like,
will try to write them in.
so you know you want downtime to progress like your character with the bards and stuff, right? So if I think in the same vein that you're thinking, Kazanlir's in the middle of a dungeon trying to kill a vampire that's been tormenting town. Like, I'm not just gonna like, let's just go back to town, keep for a week, y'all, and then like come back and finish. Like, I ain't no fucking way is Kazanlir gonna want to do that. You know what I mean? But I will do that for you if that's like what we're gonna say we're doing.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying I can see it in a logical sense. Hey, during that week, Kaz and Lear was on the case on a city watch, or we got a hint that this is probably where the dungeon actually is. Boom.
I'm
Now
about to
let's
fall asleep,
investigate it.
guys. I'm about to go to bed. Y'all have a good night.
No,
But
but
like the big
Amazingly
thing is
late.
like
I'm amazed we got
the,
this far.
the last time
Because
we
we had a
actually
little
took
bit of drink, I
downtime,
guess.
4
I
a.m.
had one of my bards like trying to revolt and leave.
yeah, I mean, it
You
was
know?
literally right before we came to do this vampire
I've
stuff.
still
We
been
were
streaming this entire thing. This is good
giving
RP.
downtime. Oh, nice.
And I'm just like, okay, cool. Let's get this whole like I need to get back to the bards so I can fucking, get them, you know.
I don't have any table up, so I've just been putting silly memes on the screen while you guys have been doing all this great RP. But it's
Mm,
still good D&D content, so I kept it up.
As the struggles of like figuring out shit and
yeah, like so we got to
Yeah.
find a balance. Like Joe, your character wants downtime. That's what your bard
Well,
wants to do,
I
right? So to
out of
progress
character
your
want
character,
downtime so that I can do some of this RP on
yeah,
the side with
absolutely.
Ninja.
That absolutely
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. I get it, but at the same time, like Kaz and Lear may not want this downtime, right? Like downtime is risky for someone like Kaz and Lear when I'm constantly chasing all these threats, centaur wars, and vampires and shit, right? So as long as there's not anything detrimental done to those types of things for me by taking the downtime just randomly, just say we're always doing downtime stuff, then sure. But like I want it to make sense within the timeline of the world, you know what I'm saying? To an
Well,
extent, but I'm willing to like make a compromise because you want to just kind of be able to take a bunch of downtime and like put everything on pause, right? And so I mean we could find a balance
no,
there, like Ninja
obviously,
said, like we could do like 3 months, be fine.
no. I'm just saying like the days aren't moving fast enough. Like I'll give you an example. The the magic item that I had made, um,
hmm
my I don't know if it was my boots or my gloves. It was one of those. I think it was my gloves. My gloves that I had made from Tina the Witch. How long ago were we at Tina the Witch?
Dude, we are very efficient about what we do. We clear like 5 dungeons a week as like a group. And I'm sorry if you're like if we're getting better gear by the time you're done that your gear is made.
Well, it's kind of D&D's fault for making magic items take so
I
long to
know.
craft.
It's
No,
like
I mean, but I'm just saying, like
time cycle
that's
is
easy.
fucked.
Okay, we took a week of downtime while we looked for clues on this fucking thing. Oh, look, the gloves are done. I mean,
I get it. It's the
I
same
spent
thing
I
I
mean,
for
spent
yeah,
me.
but it'd have to make like again, I'd want it to make sense. Like I wouldn't just all of a sudden take a week of downtime so you can get your magic item crafted. You know what I mean? Like I hate to like be this voice, but like we're all playing together. So we got to find a balance. Like we can't just do what
that was
Antonio
just
wants
an
to do.
example. I mean, there's downtime things that need to happen for you.
Well,
I mean,
everybody can do
Absolutely.
downtime stuff. Kef, you even said you
Draft a
didn't
longbow.
take the time to make holy water. You could have made a whole
Right.
lot of holy
No,
water.
and like I said, I'm 100% for downtime, like all the time, as long as it's not like detrimental to like maybe a time-sensitive mission that I have to save a city. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
and
if I'm
I
gonna take
mean,
downtime for your magic boots, but that means the vampire gets away, like
e-
I'm not gonna make that decision. You know what I mean? Like as
each
casual.
each of us is very like I don't think that each of us like I think that our entire group like doesn't like feel comfortable with time in a game. Like everything is a nerve.
I don't feel comfortable with time in the game.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
accurate.
everything. Oh, there's something. Oh, you gotta go, and that's like, and it just doesn't like matches with all of the downtime stuff. It's like the downtime stuff is a month, but we're trying to clear 2 dungeons. Like I was not joking. It's like we're clearing like 3 dungeons, 5 dungeons a week.
Right.
Every day we're in the fucking
Absolutely.
dungeon.
Not just
Yeah.
easy dungeons either. Like these are
There is
mega
no way
No
dungeons.
our
shit.
characters are not exhausted right now. Like
Yeah,
literal grit and glory exhaustion right now.
and that's what I'm saying. It's like if we had like not necessarily we don't need a calendar, but if we just knew like okay we had like 8 months and by 8 months and that's when we need to be there, then time would be a little different. You know what I mean? But right now because we're not like involved necessarily, like some people have clues about okay man there might be a mission or something
All right,
like
well,
that.
hang on. What is time sensitive?
But let's say like the main story. It's like because we don't know what the main story is yet.
You have no
Like,
idea when the Askelshorn place will be destroyed.
exact-
That could
yeah,
happen anytime soon or far in the future.
But we could like literally do side quest to the point that we just get to the point where the city fucking crumbles and the demons are coming out of the
I
ground.
definitely did put some urgency on this vampire thing because I really, really
Yeah.
wanted to get you guys back to Askelshorn so that my story could actually progress.
But we're like even once we kill the vampire, like where does it take us to like the 7 layers below ground where there's a dude trying to take over and bring demons up on to the surface?
All right. Well, so there is an unknown evil which will destroy Askelshorn. There is a known evil which you've encountered, which is like the cult or the vampires or the drow.
But we haven't connected that yet together. And that could be our fault, like I'm not saying it's your fault, but it's like we haven't like figured that out. Like literally my character right now doesn't even like fucking understands like the deep problems. I
I
understand
think
there's
I thought
problems
he
with
was
vampire.
joking when he said the world was gonna end. Honestly.
No, but I know there's vampires.
Well, it's not.
I know there's
Like
a
in the
green dragon.
future, Hellgate Keep is
Yeah.
a
No.
ruin,
Yeah.
but the rest of the
Yeah.
world goes on. It doesn't destroy
I-
the planet; it just destroys one town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know my character knows about the imps, like weird stuff that are going on. We know about the underground. We know about now the like the Baron where he's keeping himself. We know about the vampire, but like I just don't know the threat that is going on. You know what I mean?
Well, think
Because
about it. Who tried to assassinate the Baron?
who knows yet? I don't know. Like it
The
could be like,
drow.
or it could be like one of the mage in the city.
He told us it was the drow. I thought.
Did he?
Yeah. Said it was or dark elves underneath.
Okay.
He said
So-
dark
so-
elves underneath or the
Okay,
drow. It
I
was
guess
one of
that's
those.
what we
And
need to
then when
under-
you got in the dungeon that you're in right now, what did you
I
encounter?
think they're the same thing. I don't know.
Drows.
one
The
drop.
drow spiders.
The drow were in there, but what else?
The big worm, but it's only Barker that knows.
Well,
about that.
the worm doesn't matter. That's I just did that for
What, you
for
talking
funny
about
jokes.
The vampire lord.
Okay, so what can you think about from that?
I got you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we've seen a million doors about going into the underworld. Like we know that there's like underworld like access everywhere.
I have tried to hint multiple times that all of this connects down to the Underdark.
Yeah, but everybody is fucking scared of going down there and killing shit down there.
I'm
Oh, I
not gonna
know,
go
I
down
know.
the Underdark
Well,
until I get
that's-
fucking dark vision.
That's why I'm trying to level you up a little bit more so that you'll feel more comfortable going down there.
Yeah.
My character really wants to. And here's another thing that I thought about, by the way. And I just thought about it now when we were talking about the possession and all that. We have the fort, right? We did the whole cleared the fort except for the ghost that's down there. We never killed that ghost.
Nope.
No.
We never sanctified that cemetery that's down there or the
No.
graves.
We don't have the money for that.
Like that's something that we haven't done yet.
But that's part of the.
So our fort is kind of haunted.
Yeah, but
That's not
part
of the
fort,
main
and
quest, though,
I
I
think
don't
we're
think.
we're managing with it. with knowing
I
the
know. I'm just saying, like those kind of
There's
things
only
that-
two ways that the fort ties into the main quest. The two ways are
Access to
Lord
the Underdark.
Lord Kyle as an important NPC in the overall like
Yeah.
area that you're in, and that it connects to the Underdark.
Yeah, there's an access to the Underdark in our fort. If we go down the water well. or if we
Aside
go-
from those two things, the fort doesn't have anything to do with anything. That's just a place you guys liked and you chose to make it your base.
Right, but see, that's the thing. Like, you get back to the rest thing, man. It's tough because I want to go like to the fort and build a bunch of shit and like get a self-sustaining economy where I'm just making money off
That's
of
cool.
stuff.
I like that. I'm not going to stop
I
you.
love all that shit.
Even-
right? But yeah,
Even if
but we can't- I
Askelshorn
can't
was
just go do that
obliterated,
for
you guys
months
could
at a
continue that plot line as
Yeah,
far as you
that's
wanted.
true. Let's
sure,
just do
right?
that. Let's keep
Yeah.
killing some.
You guys
demons
could
and-
develop it until it's the main city in the
Fuck
High Forest.
Askelhorn, bro. I hate that place. Let 'em
Askelhorn
die.
turns into Hellgate Keep, and you guys become the main town.
I became the city watch to just take them all to my keep. Fuck their city watch.
And killing demons.
You all work for me now.
I
don't
mean,
know
there's
about that far.
there's
That's kind of fucked.
you don't necessarily even have to try to complete the main quest. You could just play the game. That main quest, the whole city could get blown up and the world wouldn't end, and you could just hop on a ship and sail off to another island.
Hey, we're gonna have a
But
flying
like,
boat at some point, so who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
you
can
guys want to
So-
get yourself an airship, you're going to have to go traveling into the desert, the Anarok Desert to
Mhm.
the east. Find that floating mage city.
My
see, all
character's
that shit
from that
sounds like
area.
a lot of fun. But like, I'm all for downtime show, 100%. Like as much as you want, really. I just like I said, I don't want it to
No, I want it to
be
make
something that
sense.
makes my like main quest break because I took too much time, in
You
town.
saw what I just put in D&D chat?
No.
You can't take more than one long rest in a 24-hour period. We've been doing that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
enforce that too much. I know I can take too long rests in real life.
Problem is we do things like, we went back into that dungeon. There was a real risk there. That
And that's the
basilisk
risk.
fight was forcing us into another long rest after that. Like, yeah, it's just tangents that we
Well,
go on.
and I'll give you an example. Okay, so here we go. So I would argue that we actually took a full rest before we came back down here, because when it says in here when you die, like you gain a level of exhaustion. Even if you're resurrected, you have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
You don't recover exhaustion from a long rest. You recover exhaustion from a full rest. So Potato would have had to take a full rest to be able to recover that level of exhaustion.
I don't think that's true.
It's not.
Nah, you can recover exhaustion a bunch of ways.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that stuff, honestly.
No, I think I think once we're a little bit more settled and we have a chance to like, I think we need to give ourselves a chance as a group to like talk about stuff like what do we want to do, like what we've discovered. Like if you think about like the main quest, if we want to figure it out as a group, like without having to meta or like talk about stuff outside of the game,
Yeah.
and try to figure out what the main quest is, like our characters actually have to be in game engaged into communicating that together. You know what I mean? Or else it's like Cazenly has a bit of information. Fort has a bit of information. Razor has a bit of information. I made my own observations. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that like individual seeker will be able to do it to get to
You're right.
have a goal. You know what I mean? It's like
That'd be tough.
if we want to save like Askin Zorns as a whole, we got to do it as a group. Like you know what I mean? Like we need to be able to work as a group.
We gotta decide our own roles. Like, we got Barker. He's doing like the political stuff. Kev's doing
No,
like the
I
city
mean,
guard.
Yeah, but
you're right, 100%, Chris. Like nobody's arguing with you there,
yeah,
buddy.
if we're
Like
not a
we all agree with
synergy,
that, and
we
we're
need synergy.
we're well. That's what I'm saying. Like we're on the right track, dude. Like we're there. Like these issues have been addressed, and
We can
Ninja's
kind of
doing
like,
a lot of hard work to make it kind of work all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and like
yeah,
we're there, dude. Like we just got to stay on this path together. We just haven't had an
hopefully not die.
opportunity to like get to a spot where we can all chill and talk. Like, man, we've been fucking
Yeah.
chasing a vampire that's like, we got to kill this motherfucker.
Right?
Yeah,
We
so
had
anyway.
the event where we like talked to the nobles and whatnot, and
Yeah,
then we had
we
like
had
the
right. We
dungeon
did
and the
we did the thing in town last week, right? And we all got a lot of
Yeah.
good information from that,
True.
But we haven't had it. We knew like we got to get back in that dungeon, right? So we didn't really have time to make
I'm
all this
going to
shit
bed,
happen.
son.
But there's gonna
3:15.
be after we finish this, like we should have a good opportunity to go back to the fort. If we got a little time before the centaur thing, I assume.
Yeah.
Like we'll
Well,
have some
you
time to
think
go
about
back
that.
to the
That's
fort,
even like
and
even that seems
we'll
like
make it happen. But we're on
So
the right
even-
track.
let me mention this rule. Long rest will reduce one level of exhaustion. If you
Yeah, I see
take
it.
a full rest, if you have 2 levels of exhaustion, you can get rid of both of them with a full rest.
I see it. I just read that.
Yeah.
well, like
I was just
it seems like as a group you think about it, we should be able to figure it out. But as a group in game, we haven't just like we're not on the same page on this. Like every single time there's a quest or there's a mission or there's a reward somewhere, that becomes a priority. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, you're right again, but again, like we're on the right track right now. Like
Yeah, we're
we fixed these problems. Yeah, we
Yeah.
agree, dude. We agree. This has been a problem, and like we're on the right track to fix it now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see it as a problem because, like, to be honest, I could keep on playing like this, like week after week, and not like because we've been playing what like 4, 5, 6 months at level 4, and
Yeah.
I still enjoy the game. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It doesn't
and
matter.
I don't have a problem with it. Like again, and we were under 90% of that time. We were under the impression that level 6 was max level, so level 4 was like pretty high. I wasn't thinking I'd hit level 5 anytime soon.
Oh yeah,
I mean, like, what if we, do this?
That's not a problem, you know. Yeah,
What about like after we do this, like, we're like we were talking about, like this being
that's
level
the
6
thing.
max. Is this like an actual campaign, or is this kind of like you have the story kind of made up yourself, Ninja?
It's partial stuff that I've like got from books. Like the Vault of Larankar is an actual like adventure that's in a book in a
Yeah.
PDF.
Right.
Hellgate Keep is an adventure, but I rolled it back 700 years to where the town is intact, which
Okay.
is it kind of required a lot of just like making it up as I go.
Yeah.
like the preventative.
I mean, like, what? I mean, how do you feel like? How do you guys feel about like after? I mean, we'll probably play this campaign for like another year or something like that. But what about doing like another like legit campaign? Like, I mean, I guess that's kind of further down the road. But like,
I
once
wouldn't
we
mind
complete
trying a totally different setting.
yeah,
Me either. I would
that's
love
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, what about a completely
No.
different setting? That's what I'm thinking.
I would love it. Star Wars, post-apocalyptic like Fallout world, um,
Could like
fucking a fucking
alternate weekends.
western like Deadwood or some shit. Like I'm down for any of that, dude.
Like we
Yeah,
could do
man.
like Saturday do like one campaign, and Saturday do a different one, or just wait until we complete this one and then go to a different one
Wait,
in
you
a
mean
different
like
setting.
do two different games at the same time?
What did you
That's
mean?
Maybe
tough.
that's
I
what I'm
am
asking about.
already doing two, and my brain is like
I think he
Well, I mean,
means
like,
no. We
unable
just
to
do it
hold
one
on to all
night
that
at.
information.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
like,
is a lot to
but
remember. Even if you
uh,
alternate weeks, like you
I mean, like,
one.
You'd have to
so,
DM.
yeah. So say for instance, this Saturday we did this campaign. Next Saturday we do somebody else's campaign, and then we skip a week and we come back, or not skip a week, but then we come back to Ninja's campaign.
We
This
do it
way,
on a
like,
different day and still do this one every Saturday.
I
No,
do
that's
like
what
this
just.
campaign.
I do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want- like,
Well, that's what Ninja just said. He
because
doesn't
I'm
want
gonna
to.
bow out
He's
of
already
the
got two
second
games.
campaign, so I
yeah,
don't
like
want to
if
go
somebody
2
else
weeks without
runs,
playing D&D.
I've been having
no, no,
fun
no,
with this. I think this has been a
but
good game.
No, you
that's what I'm
play
saying
every
is
week. You just play a different
I don't want to play
campaign.
2 campaigns. This was like,
Okay.
Well,
There,
no, but like
okay.
that's what I was wondering. Like, what if we did like
That's what you
this
say, Joe.
weekend D&D, next weekend a
Just be
different
honest
type of
about it,
D&D,
bro.
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
That's
come
what
back to
like I
Ninja's
said.
again?
Like, yeah.
I mean, that's
what
an
I heard
interesting idea. Just break it up, do something different for a week, and then come back to
Yeah,
this.
because I mean, maybe people are getting kind
I
of sick of
One shot.
monotony. Like maybe
I'm not against it.
Do
I'm
you
not
guys want to
against
do like a crazy one shot where everybody just makes a level 20 character and fights a Tarrasque or something?
See, that's the thing, though. I
level
get
20.
kind of
I don't
invested,
know. It
man.
just
Like,
ends up being a fight.
Level
I'm gonna
20 is
make
just
like
so
a character.
complicated.
I know, right?
Yeah, it just becomes a fight, and then
What
it'll
about like
take us
level
forever.
7 character?
I won't be
Or,
super invested in like a one-shot
10.
fight, to be honest. Like, it might be fun.
We had that happen already. We tried the one shot adventure, and it was kind of
The one
Well, I mean,
the
well,
one thing
Barker
about
has his campaign too that he was talking about
yeah,
maybe starting back up again. You know,
Yeah,
the
but it
one
is a lot of work to run a campaign.
yeah. But
it is.
different setting doesn't
That's what I'm
mean
saying.
like
They give you a
different
chance to
game
play too,
necessarily.
Ninja.
That campaign's the same setting as ours, honestly. It's like
Like,
same thing.
imagine if we went out out of our area where we're at, and we actually, let's say we had like a big mission that like Ninja builds about us bringing back like a super strong
Like the Prince of Dark.
exactly, or like some super strong giant, for his belt.
oh, there he goes. I knew it was coming.
I
No,
knew
but
he was
that's
about to
one
say
example.
giant.
I
I
knew it.
knew it.
Because I was thinking about stuff too, like I was thinking about that magical bow, about like what could it be to build that, like. But the thing is though, is like as long as we had a goal, that I like it. I think in this game, like everything is so overwhelming because we all branched into so many fucking directions at the same time. and we don't have like a specific goal. Okay, yeah, there is
But
a free. There is
again,
some
like I've been
trees.
drinking, I know you've been drinking too,
Yeah,
but like
Yeah.
you're right. Again, you're right. 100% we agree with you, man. Like you kind of said, like in the nicest way possible, because I know it. I drink and I get it. But you've said kind of the same thing over and over. Like we got it, we agree, and we're on the right
yeah.
track though. Like I'm hoping that what you're saying, the problems are in the past, right? And I feel like they are, personally, because I feel like we are on the path to the same goal, right now, kind of getting in that groove.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for an overarching goal, it's to do what you want in the high forest. That's it.
I think and I think the key is like what Krius was saying is after this, like we need to talk about all this in
Like, if you
character,
guys, if that isn't
and then
interesting
we'll
enough,
be fine.
come up with a plan. Like, what
Well,
do you want to do instead? The airship thing might be a good goal to focus around.
we need these
Mm.
minotaurs to make that drug.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we meet
That
up and we
becomes a side
discuss
quest
how to do
again.
all that. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
as long as like if our side quest can lead to the main quest or be part of the side quest, the main quest, that'll be even
Yeah.
better to
Yeah.
me.
And I think we're all conscious of the fact that we should try and kind of make our story goals,
I think most of the side
align like
quests
that.
do tie into the main quest.
It's hard for us to see it because we don't know what the main quest is yet. It's not. I
Vault the
know it's
Lauren car.
far and it's
The
hard.
main quest
Maybe
is
it's
to kill
something
the
that we
vampire and become the leader of the city watch, dude.
no, but
Game over.
maybe we're not even supposed to know what the main quest is. You know what I mean? And that's like giant mystery of the game. But it's hard to like for us for having played like an entire year of this game.
I mean, you're right. We haven't like communicated all this different information and clues together and like come to, and figured it out as a group. We haven't. But I'm trying to think like shit. I'm trying to think super meta. Like, what do I know that other people know, right? And can I piece it together? Eh, it's still kind of vague,
It might be an
Like,
interesting exercise for each of you to like write a paragraph of what you think the actual goal of the game is.
yeah, right? And then like, or just sit down and be like, this is what we all know, and like, what does it all mean? Like, look for the connections. Like, put on your CSI cap and
Because you
investigate.
know what, let's say that Cousin Lyra and myself and everybody knew like okay, there is like this guy or there is like this source deep behind, and we know we have to go after it. Like suddenly, you know what? Every single one of our side quests we could kind of attach to it and like make it in a way to works so we can like gain something out of it to be able to kill that or to fight against that thing that's
We
waiting.
Right,
need a
right.
we need a paragraph, like you just said there, Ninja. Homework for next session.
Yep.
When we finish this, we need to have someone ask the question: what are we doing here? What do we mean to each other and
Interesting.
stuff?
Well,
That makes
do you
sense.
know?
And
Do you know what the
everyone
issue
kind of
is?
says,
See,
The
I
issue
guess
is
I don't
you're
know.
looking for structure, and I'm here like, tell me what you want the structure to be.
See, and that's where I thought we were kind of like on it. I don't know. I thought like, yeah, we got off on a little tangent there. We left Alskahorn. We went to Elvenport. We got a keep. We went all around saving towns and shit. And we went up north. Like we went off on some tangents there from Alskahorn.
Yeah.
But I
To be
kind of
fair,
I
thought
too,
it
though,
wanted
like
was.
I wanted this
keep it
I
game
know
to
for me.
be like
Well.
real life. Like the point of
Mhm.
real life is whatever you make it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when we
Yeah,
kind of crafted this universe, it was
you just
kind of,
want to you
almost
want a
like,
new
hey, it's a
character.
town. There's some weird shit going in town. Discover like the truth of the evil behind town that's causing all these issues. Like, kind of a real general overarching kind of idea that we started with, right? And we went off on a tangent and like got way off track,
I've been
But
trying to provide
we're
options.
we're way back on track, I think, to what was kind of the original plan. Just overarching general. There's something going on behind Ascahorn that's pretty nasty. Let's figure it out. And like it's taken us a year and a half, but I think we're right on track right now, at least.
Yeah, I mean,
I will agree.
We're getting there.
there's a bunch
That
of main
tangent we went off
quests
on
that
was
you can go after, right? You can try to save Askelhorn from turning into Hellgate Keep. You can try to fight the dragon to free the High Forest from the dragon's tyranny. You can
Yep.
go into the Underdark and try to defeat the dark elves that have been conspiring against the surface world for centuries. You can let me see what else is like
what
a
about
main
the
plot point.
fucking The Archmage.
There's
What's his
like
name?
the vampire situation, which entirely revolves around an artifact. None of the vampire shit would be happening if not for that one mysterious artifact,
Maybe the
The
Black Heart.
Archmage.
the Black Heart. Yes.
The Black Heart.
Yes. So that's another possible like thing that you could latch onto as a main quest. I'm not going to tell you what the main quest is. I want you guys to decide
Right.
what you think
And I
the
think-
most important thing to fix in the world is, and then make that your goal.
I think
Oh,
Krius
dude.
is right. Like, I think we're both right because we're on track, but we're not 100% there, right? Like, we're kind of there, but after this, Krius is right. We need to make sure that we get everybody like on board and figure out a
Same
way to
thing.
make this everybody's thing.
Yeah, get
You know,
everybody on
because
the same track.
even what Krius and Barker and I kind of talked about is like,
Or even
you
the
know,
Vault of
Krius,
Lauren
Barker,
Carr.
and I.
Maybe you just want to get rich, and all you want to do is try to solve the mystery of where that vault full of treasure is and where the three keys are found. That could be a
Even
whole
the
quest by
vault-
itself.
If,
Go
if
on
we
an
had
adventure.
if we had a better understanding of what like time schedule is, like it would.
Well, that's what I'm
give
saying.
us-
There isn't one. It's very open-ended.
I know that, but it's like no, but it's kind of difficult to
Man, I
accept
drank
that
a lot of
because
alcohol
when
tonight.
Ninja you say like, oh, at the end of the day, the city's gonna be fucking destroyed by demons, gonna come.
Trying to think I should have drank more.
At the end of the day, it's like, I know that it fucking bugs me, but at the
He
same
needs a
time, it's like,
meter.
there's no time. But at the same time, it's like, how the fuck, like, how much time can I spend on all these side quests before I really have to focus on all?
What
these
you're
things?
asking
Because-
for is a fucking meter, like a corruption
Right,
meter of the town.
Just an
absolutely. And
indication.
Yeah,
and
there you
Just
go.
an
furthermore,
indication because
Krius, can you
I-
take
I-
a
I-
year of downtime?
dude,
You know?
because as far as I'm concerned, like all these side quests, it's all downtime to me.
So
You know what I
in
mean?
writing, that's called the ticking clock, right? If you're watching a movie and they show you a bomb and it's got like the countdown on it, and all of the tension and drama and excitement of that show will come from the fact that the protagonists and the heroes, they're trying to prevent that bomb from exploding within the time
Yep.
frame before the bomb goes off.
Yes, the
And-
deadline.
and
by
so-
the way.
I put that deadline in there with no definitive number attached to it, simply to be like the narrative thread that inspires you to try to get shit done before some
yeah, but
unknown point in the future when things will break.
Boy, we
that's
felt
like,
that.
and I
practically-
mean-
that's clearly limbo. You know.
That's the thing too, though,
Drop
Chris.
a
Like
meteor somewhere and be
it-
like, "Oops,
it's-
shit's about to happen. We need to focus up."
It is like
It's tough 'cause-
purely a narrative tool. It's supposed to make the
Okay.
game more
Yeah.
exciting. It doesn't
can't expect-
actually
Yeah.
have a countdown.
I think that's what I like most about Dungeons and Dragons, the little bit that I've played, is that I'm not really expecting Ninja to have like a fucking Pathfinder video game storyline ready for me,
Yeah.
like beginning to end. Like just kind of like you said, a general narrative of like save the fucking town from the evil, right? And then everything else is what we make of it, right?
Oh,
Like
You know,
we
I
create the
think that
game.
Like
And
no,
that's
no
why
one
it's
said
so
that-
weird
beautiful.
for
So
me.
like
No
having
one-
some unknown like end quest that wins the game, I don't know if there really like is such a thing, right? Like
But
See,
knowing,
I think that's.
Go ahead, Pateo. Sorry.
I was saying like what Kev's saying is like I think that's what's like got me. Is like, man, every game that I've ever played, there's always been like a. Most of my friends have always done like a book, like they've done like
right, like a
we done Curse
specific
of
quest
Strahd.
line.
Yeah, you got to go kill Strahd. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a goal, right? But on here, it's he's got it open. It's like, you know, create your own goals. Like do you what's fun for you? And I've never really done that, so I guess
like
it's
it.
kind of like
I love
it's,
it. You know?
I'm not used to it yet, though. I guess, and like I need
Yeah.
to
Same.
maybe do a little more research. Like do a
Well,
little bit
maybe we
more.
can create something like that for you, and that's what
Yeah.
like Ninja's
Everyone needs
saying
to be
is
more
like,
generic.
yeah, like we
Yeah.
can create that quest line storyline for you that you're gonna go down, and but that's
Yeah.
again comes back to this conversation we're having. We want to make it, you know, your storyline somewhat tie in with everybody's storyline, so we can feel like we're
Right.
working together. We can level up reasonably at the same time together, you know, so
Yeah.
people aren't feeling like fuck, he's level 5, I'm level 4 for the you know, like
Yeah.
and because
Remo, I
that's
need
a
to.
problem, sure, you know. I mean, people can admit it or not, but I mean, sure, that's a problem. They want to all be the same level as the highest guy, right?
Yeah, this guy's got
No.
2 attacks, and I only got 1. Like,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
sure, of course. I mean, like 100% be honest with yourself, you
True.
know? So I mean, like things like that. And if
I
we
want
can
fire.
make your storyline create an idea for what you want to be, tie it in with what we got going on, then maybe we can have that awesome
Yeah.
world that we created,
Oh.
right? And also have your sorry, Chris, just a
Yeah,
second.
no, go ahead.
But
Go
and
ahead.
also retain your desire for like a progression towards a goal, because I get that whole, that's what keeps me playing any fucking video game, is like a progression system. Like I feel like I'm progressing towards something, right? You know,
Yes.
like I'm working my
Yeah.
way towards something, and like that'll keep you engaged. Like we can make that happen. And I think
Yeah.
we're on the right track. We just need to like continue and like get there, you know,
Make
as
sure
a
to set our
group.
goals too.
So
Like
figure
I
out how
think
to
that's
tie
probably
in Antonio's what he's got going on, because you know his stuff is kind of separate, right? Like, do any of us have anything that really, do we care about like magical instruments and stuff?
Nope.
Right.
But I
So
mean, like Barker's bringing that in. He's like, oh, I got magical
exactly,
So that's
instruments.
exactly.
fine.
That's
So
what I was just about to say. Like Barker's trying to tie that in because Joe Dad was like kind of reaching out indirectly, like, hey, you know, like I could do a little help here. Like I'm kind of like I'm really powerful and I got all these cool ass things I could do, but man, I'm kind of not wise, you know, my wisdom and stuff. And so Barker trying to tie him back into that's like a beautiful development, you know.
yeah,
And I hope they can
Well,
work that out, you know, make it
Yeah.
work where it makes Joe happy too,
Behind
you
the
know, because
scenes, Big
I
Boss
seem
has
like
already had that instrument stolen, so when you go back up to
yeah.
town, it's like right there.
Yeah,
but
so like, and we got to tie all that in. So then after that, like you said, Chris, when we get back and we discuss all this, where do we go from here, right? Like that whole Deluge Centaur thing seems fairly important, like not
yeah.
critical time wise, right? We can take some
Well,
time to downtime and shit, but how do we tie everybody into all that, right?
but the thing is, like, I think it's like like personally, like me, as like, I think it's just a matter of comfort
Oh, wait a minute,
level.
wait a minute. I just thought of something. That is an actual ticking clock right there. So
What?
Right, the
because
Centaur.
because the Liagami
Yeah,
Morningfall and his crew are still hunting
Mm-hmm.
centaurs,
Yeah,
it will lead
yeah.
to a centaur war against Askelshorn.
I
So
I was
yeah,
assuming. I've been like
sure.
mentioning. I'm like, we gotta
We
like,
gotta
that's
find a
pretty important,
solution.
guys.
so that
Like,
that
But that
is
was kind of
that
our
is
next
one
factor.
thing that you can overcome like in this dungeon just by winning.
But the thing is, like, to me, all that is like, it's like this level of comfort, and I think I don't know where I can sit in all this, because I don't know if the final quest is, if it's on a deadline, or if I'm given the
Well, I've said
option.
as much. It is not.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's not.
if we're given all the time in the world, as long as we know that, like, suddenly in 3 months it's like, oh, you guys failed because the city is fucking sinking and
Yeah,
there's demons coming out.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Like
the
I think
I'll
I
Deluge,
think the way
play
you got to think
whatever
about
the
it
fuck it is.
is like the way Ninja tried to explain it is at the beginning of the game, like a lot of us had never
Yeah,
played D&D. You know, we're starting up this game that was kind of cookie cutter, didn't know if it
yeah.
was going to be a thing. Like
But
he
at the
just put
same
in this narrative that's like real fucking standard,
yeah.
right? Like the world's going to end, you better get off your ass and
But
save it, just to
think about this though.
stimulate like new players to fucking play the game, you
At the
know,
same time,
essentially.
that's where I was kind of, I was a little confused, I think, at the beginning, because it's like maximum level 7. We have like a final quest at some point,
And
but
it was
Here's
kind of
the
that way,
but
but it evolved into something
yeah, but
more.
the thing is, like, how far can we go with the, like, goals, and like how far can we go until, like, it's like, shit, like, I've done so much, I should be level 11 now. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's
Uh,
like,
yeah,
now I need to
because we
make
didn't
sure
reach the
that
waste.
yeah, now, and I need to make sure
yeah, I don't
that
know.
the
See,
ninja is okay with
That's
making some
whenever.
modifications at the same time for his quest, and like, I don't want to ruin,
well,
like,
that brings
the,
up another
yeah,
debate because I've seen a lot of
yeah.
shit. I haven't played D&D at high level, but I've seen a lot of stuff where it's just like a clusterfuck for everybody. Like it's really hard for a DM to make an encounter that you can't just shit on. And like
Yeah,
level 20s just have so many gimmicks and crazy ass magical items
dude.
Yeah.
that they just come up with like cool little ways that work that like one shot anything. And it's just
Yeah.
like fucking stupid and nobody likes it. Like
Mhm.
it seems like
That's
it's
like
like fuck that. So like that's why the lower level D&D is like where
yeah,
the fun is. So
it
that's why
is.
Ninja kind of put us there, you know?
Yeah,
So
like
like
after.
level 11 seems like maybe a max fucking level ever, right? I don't know, but
Mhm.
Well, that's the conflicts we're in, like, a little bit. And it's like, we're at the
right. So
point where we play so much, we're still level 4, but it's like the level was 7 max, and then it's like the deadline. Now we're doing so many side quests. It's like,
I,
are these side quests connected to the main quest?
yeah, and that brings up
Which
the
is,
debate that we've
and
had
which,
about like
yeah,
extending the game, right?
now
Going
if
higher
Mhm.
we're,
level.
yeah, if we're leaving, like, leading, like, towards reaching level 7, now we're gonna get into the main quest, and are we gonna be overpowering that fucking story too? You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, that comes. We'll have to make a decision at
Yeah,
some point. I think when like everybody's just not having fun and wanting to keep doing this, we might be like, okay, guys, like we're at a pretty good level. Like we've been playing a
Just-
long time. Maybe we like, go beat the big bad and like wrap up this campaign and
yeah.
do something different. Or we
Yeah.
make the decision to like turn it into fucking. We're gonna go all the way to level 20 or some shit,
Or
But
we're
Man,
gonna like
I
leave
think
this
level
then
town
10
and go
should
to
be the
like,
max.
Waterdeep or
yeah,
Baldur's
we've
Gate
solved
and
Askelhorn, so we move on to the desert. Some
Level
shit
10
like
is
that.
probably all right. Level 10 isn't
Yeah, after
the
level
worst.
10, it just gets really hectic. Like I think after
Yeah,
level 10,
just-
it's crazy.
yeah,
So
but
level 1 to 5 is like grimdark tough adventure. Level like 6 through 10 is where you're kind of like a superhero. Level
Mhm.
10 through 20 is where you're practically a god. Level
Yeah,
level
right.
20 plus is where you actually are a god beating up other gods.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I think we're getting there. I think once we get the fight, and we level up, like we're getting to that point where we're like, oh, this is really cool. Then we'll finish like doing the deluge, like the fort stuff, whatever. Then I think we're gonna work our way into like the final thing where everybody's like,
Maybe,
we're all like
yeah. I
level
mean,
7, we're
Yeah,
level
am I
8,
right?
everything's easy. Like maybe we should
everybody
start
wants to
new
level
or
up.
do something
Like,
else. Yeah,
There's an issue
everybody
of
wants to
power
be a higher
scaling
level.
too because all of
Yeah,
the NPCs I
right.
created are like level 9.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
yeah,
like
but hold up. But those NPCs that you're talking about is exactly where I was about to go. These NPCs they're not even in a major town. Like Askelhorn isn't a water deep.
right.
right?
Well, like if you guys went to one of the Netheril cities where where it's like a mageocracy ruled by epic level wizards, yeah, those would be higher level than 9. But like if you guys leveled by killing enemies, you would be probably level 11, and nothing in Askelhorn would matter. You would trivialize
Dude.
everything. You'd be stronger than every wizard in town.
Imagine if we left Alskenzorn on like a flying boat and we flew to one of those floating cities where there's mages casting level 10 spells.
You know what I feel like we're
Like,
doing?
it would be a completely different freaking world. Like I don't know that even our story stops after what we've done because there's just so much in early age of Forgotten Realms, and it's not even talking about like some of the disasters that happen pretty soon. Like the War of Gods and the cities falling from the skies and all this shit.
Do you you guys played like Skyrim, right?
Mhm.
Games like
Yeah.
that. How like you literally run around, you're like, ooh, treasure chest, then you go explore it. Or like there's these caves, like you get like level 30 and you're like, oh well, I never went and did Jorgen Windrunner's quest. So then you go back through that cave, it's like a level like 4 cave and you're like level 30.
Yeah.
Like maybe like
I
we
never
need to make
found
sure
that
our
much fun.
characters
No,
that's what I'm saying. Maybe we
going
need to
through it.
make our characters like focus up and be like, hey, instead of just doing this random cave that we may get some loot out of, we're focusing on like, ooh, shiny, let's get loot. Maybe we should focus on more like, ooh, story, let's progress our characters instead of like worrying about getting more loot and stuff.
Loot can be progression too. I mean, if you're worried about not being able to hack it in the Underdark, all of this grinding
True.
for loot is actually quite beneficial because that means you're better equipped for the Underdark.
It's like
It is, but I feel like
one
maybe
of my
we're
main
too
reasons
caught
not to
up on
go to
it.
the Underdark is to get like a sun, like some sort of a sunblade type of.
So hang on,
Which
there's
is in Underdark.
there's a couple kinds of RPG. There's one where it's all based on like levels and stats, and then there's another kind where it's all based on equipment. Because my game is a little more level restricted, it's very more heavily weighted towards the equipment being what makes your character strong.
Yeah, but I mean, stronger monsters, better loot, right?
Right.
So if we progress in our story, we're gonna find stronger monsters. We'll get better loot.
And the fact that you can tank a CR10 monster at level 4 shows you that the equipment that you're using is not the equipment of a 4th level character.
No, like we are pretty well equipped. Like
Right.
I have
Yeah,
23
but-
AC. I mean, 23 feels pretty high for level 4.
So even if you guys aren't gaining levels, you are becoming stronger.
We are, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Is like instead of like getting caught up on getting loot and gearing up, I think we're ready. Like we should progress. We should go into the Underdark, maybe fight some stuff.
Well, here's the thing. As a spellcaster, because my character is a spellcaster, and I kind of made that transition at this last session. My character, if you guys didn't notice,
Shit,
I left
341.
I said it in class in chat, but my character dropped off some gear. He left his bow behind. He left some of his daggers. He used to think he was a rogue. Now he's like, I need to embrace this spellcasting thing. He's wielding a staff of healing now. Like,
You're bard.
yeah, he's a caster, but
You could
I
use a
could-
bow too if you wanted.
like a level ago, before I got this magic loot, before I got this magic thing, my character wasn't really a caster. He didn't really have that many options.
Yeah, but I feel like your character is doing the best that he can with what he has. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, soon you'll have instrument, right? You'll just
I
like
have-
play
I-
spells through an instrument.
It's like bards are
that's your
very
magic
handy,
focus.
man. Like they have so many skills, abilities. They can like
Yeah,
really
you're
be
proficient
good at
in
lo-
like.
I have a
everything.
rare instrument now.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah,
if you
it's
feel that
Like the
vampire-
instrument that you've already got and the one you're about to get from the vampire are both better than the one you wanted before.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Like the one I wanted before was an uncommon. I just wanted to I wanted a magic loot.
What are you gonna do with that one, the instrument of your father, once you realize that it's weaker than the two that you just got?
They're all still useful. Each one has different spells on it.
They have different spells, but
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true.
I'd probably carry them both around. Just swap
Especially
'em
since he
out.
wants to be more of a caster now, like it makes a lot of sense for him to have multiple instruments of the bards, each with like 3 or 4 different extra spells on them.
We can
Let
just
him have gold fine or support range.
Joe, if you want, we can just put characters if you have 3 like instruments of the
That
bard.
gold fine is good.
What?
Right. Let Joe get it all.
Yeah.
You got to be a one-man
I'm
band,
but-
Joe. One-man band. You need the drums, you need the cymbal on your knees, you need the harmonica.
The harmonica in your mouth. Yeah.
No, I just
Whatever, guys. I gotta go. Like, I gotta work in the morning, so like,
Yes.
peace out. It was
I'm
fun.
I'm
Love
also
y'all.
going to
I'll
end the
fall
stream.
asleep on the floor with
That
the
was-
puppy.
Almost fire.
That was a lot of
I've been
D&D.
spending, like
Yeah,